I unexpectedly transmigrated into the head of the four great perils, the Tao Ti. But I was mistaken for a stupid dog by a reborn female emperor. Right when she wanted to grab me and turn me into a dog meat hot pot, I hugged her leg and cried out, "Mommy." Over a dozen times, all because Lin Qingshu is the Azure Dragon Empress, reborn for a second life. She once used the lowest tier 1-star bloodline, the cauliflower snake, and evolved it into the Earth-rank Azure Wood Earth Dragon. But ultimately, because the cauliflower snake's potential was cut short, it perished under the heavenly tribulation. As for me, I am a super fierce beast who obtained the divine beast evolution system. As long as I keep devouring, I can grow infinitely. At this moment, looking at the little black dog hugging her leg, Lin Qingshu's face was full of shock. Could this ugly little thing be this Empress's contracted beast for this life? Whatever, there's no way. It could be trashier than the cauliflower snake from my previous life, right? So she immediately released her spiritual power to inspect my bloodline. In just a split second, Lin Qingshu froze. How is it possible that it has absolutely zero bloodline? This thing really is just a dog? Because a bloodline represents a demonic beast's growth potential. The stronger a demonic beast's bloodline, the greater the room for improvement its contracted master will have in the future. Hearing this, I struggled frantically. You're the dog. I am the fierce beast, Tao Ti. But before I could finish cursing, Lin Qingshu tossed me to the side. To think that I, a dignified reborn empress, would actually be defeated by a dirty black dog in this life. I refuse to accept this. Wait, that's right. As long as I sell that cauliflower snake egg and exchange it for a vitality pill to break through to the martial artist realm, I can go catch another demonic beast with a proper bloodline. But when she turned around, she realized the cauliflower snake egg was gone. She instantly panicked and looked around, trying to figure out where the cauliflower snake egg went. And when she fixed her gaze on my round, bulging belly, I casually let out a loud burp. The Empress completely lost her mind. The most useless thing in the house ate the most useful thing in the house. Seeing her reaction, I was totally confused. Seriously, what's up with this pooper scooper? I've been hatched for 3 minutes, and you haven't even fed me a bite. Are you trying to starve me to death? I can't even find something to eat on my own? Being a fierce beast is so hard. Ding! Devoured cauliflower snake egg. Strength +2. Defense +1. Evolution points +3. Notice, evolution points can be used to evolve bloodlines and upgrade skill levels for the host to evolve into the next form. Primordial Tao Ti. 10 more evolution points are required. Hearing the system's voice, I finally burst into tears of joy. Ever since I chose the Tao Ti evolution route inside the egg, this is only the second time I've heard the system's voice. I couldn't wait to open my status panel. I took a look at the notes. Every new form evolution will enhance your bloodline and slightly boost your base attributes. There is a chance to awaken new skills or even trigger skill mutations. The host should prioritize form evolution. Seems my Tao Ti physique relies on devouring everything to harvest energy and upgrade myself. And the devouring conversion rate depends on the intimacy level between myself and my contracted master. Hearing this, I suddenly realized something. Doesn't that mean even the bedboards and the floorboards, all that junk, can be eaten too? In an instant, I opened my big mouth wide and started gnawing frantically at the floorboard. Seeing this scene, Lin Qingshu grabbed me roughly with a dark look on her face. You stupid dog, stop eating trash. I cursed at Lin Qingshu once again. I already told you I'm the fierce beast Tao Ti. Tao Ti, your intimacy with the pooper scooper has dropped to negative 10%. Are you kidding me? Intimacy can be negative. I shrank back in fear, pulling my neck in tight. Luckily, seeing my pitiful state, Lin Qingshu finally compromised. She tossed me a few pieces of jerky. Throwing them on the ground, she began refining her vitality and cultivating. I threw caution to the wind. I instantly scarfed down all the jerky. But even after eating all this, my defense only went up by a single point. Still starving, I had no choice but to ask the system, what kinds of food can increase my stats and evolution points? Rare ores, metal weapons, demonic beast corpses, spirit herbs, and so on. All of these can grant a massive amount of evolution points and stats. Hearing this, I couldn't help but complain. An adult dog has an attack stat of 20. And I only have 6. Isn't that way too weak? No way. System, you owe me compensation. Host, could you please have some shame? I rolled my eyes. I'm not even human anymore. What do I need shame for? Besides, look at my pooper scooper. She's dead broke. Shouldn't you cut me some slack? Helpless. The system sent over a compensation item. Extraordinary olfaction. Grants an unparalleled sense of smell. Allows you to detect items within a 100-meter radius through scent. Not bad. At least I can go out and sniff out some food. So, I immediately jumped up to the roof to scout. Extraordinary olfaction. Activate. Instantly. All sorts of scents flooded into my nose from every direction. I immediately locked onto a nearby street intersection. In a flash, I leapt right over to a street trash can and started scarfing down the leftovers inside. Strength +1. Defense +2. Speed +1. After finishing off those scraps, I found quite a few bones. They still had traces of demonic beast aura lingering on them. Holy crap. These are demonic beast bones. These will give my stats a huge boost. Without hesitating, I swallowed them all down into my belly. Devoured low-tier demonic beast bones. Estimated digestion time, 30 minutes. Before the system even finished its prompt, a fresh, Sweet fragrance wafted into my nose from a distance. My eyes instantly lit up. I tracked the scent right to its source. There, sitting on a nearby windowsill, was a potted plant with glowing grass. This grass is actually glowing. It's gotta be a spirit herb. Hey there, little grass. Wanna come home with me? If you don't say anything, I'll take that as a yes. So, making sure the coast was clear, I clamped down on the spirit herb and bolted. Meanwhile, in the next room, the plant's owner finished his cultivation, only to discover that the spirit-gathering grass he'd been raising for months had vanished. Who's the brazen thief? Who dares to steal from me? Li Lianshan. I'm going to kill you. Devoured half-mature yellow rank low-grade spirit herb, spirit-gathering grass. Strength +2, speed +2, spirit +2, evolution points +4. By the time I got back to the room, my body had already doubled in size. At this rate, it won't be long before I grow to the size of a full-grown lion. Low-tier demonic beast bone digestion complete. Strength +3, speed +2. I was practically buzzing with excitement. It's only been one day, and my stats have already skyrocketed. If I devour powerful demonic beasts, I'll be absolutely unstoppable. But right at that moment, a surge of power suddenly rushed into Lin Qingshu's body. Her blood chi, which had been stuck at 99 points, instantly broke the 100-point threshold. She successfully broke through to become a Tier 1 early-stage martial artist. She opened her eyes, looking bewildered. I broke through just like that, but as soon as she sensed her surroundings, she noticed the main culprit. She grabbed me and lifted me up into the air. Did you sneak out for a snack? Wait, is that the scent of spirit-gathering grass? Crap. I forgot to bring a doggy bag for my pooper scooper. I wonder if Lin Qingshu is into eating leftovers. Even though Lin Qingshu was a bit angry at first, the moment she sensed the power radiating from my body, her anger turned into pure confusion. In just this short amount of time, you actually grew this much. Your physique is so much stronger too. With this, it looks like that treasure in the Qingyuan forest might actually be within our grasp. From what I remember in my past life, someone found the legendary starstone there. This starstone contains the vast power of the stars. Its quality has reached the high-tier earth grade. It perfectly complements his own earth grade cultivation technique, the myriad origin convergence art. It allows him to forge an elemental spirit. Early the next morning, Lin Qingshu carried me on her back into the Qingyuan forest. The moment we stepped into the forest, I could feel that within this forest were the auras of numerous tier 4 demonic beasts. But more importantly, there was the smell of delicious food. Suddenly, catching a whiff of something, I immediately jumped out of the bag and dashed toward the nearby bushes. I grabbed a snake that had just broken through to the early stage of tier 1 and was in a weakened state, and scarfed it down like a spicy snack. Lin Qingshu was instantly startled by my action. This snake, even a genius like me, with spiritual power far surpassing others, didn't even notice it, yet this stray mutt actually found it. Suddenly, an unbelievable thought rushed into Lin Qingshu's mind. Could this little black dog be an exotic demonic beast with innate skills? No wonder its bloodline was gone. It was actually a hidden bloodline. Ha ha ha. The heavens truly haven't forsaken me. By this time, I had finished eating the early tier 1 snake, and evolved the size manipulation skill. I can now grow or shrink at will. Feeling pretty smug, I started using my new size manipulation skill. In an instant, my body grew to twice its original size. Lin Qingshu's beautiful eyes widened in shock. Lin Qingshu's intimacy level increased. Current level, 30. The Devour All Matters talent activated. My past life's knowledge really paid off. I pondered for a moment. If it weren't for the fact that my other 3 skills lacked any flashy visual effects, I'd use them all right now just to farm more intimacy points. Host, I need to remind you, this energy absorption conversion rate has nothing to do with your evolution points. Evolution points are extracted for you by this system. Even with a 100% extraction rate, I was still a bit disappointed. Evolution points are the most important thing for my evolution, but it's nothing compared to my devour heaven and earth. When the time comes, I'll just swallow an entire secret realm whole. There's no way I'll be short on evolution points then. Choosing the mythical beast Touty was definitely the right move. Because Lin Qingshu's impression of me had changed, she now started actively hunting for my food. She turned into a graceful blur, rapidly closing in on that wild rabbit. With a throw of her dagger, she finished the rabbit off. As a reincarnated female emperor, she possessed countless weapons. The only thing she lacked was resources. I jumped down from her arms and swallowed that wild rabbit in just a few bites. Devoured ordinary wild rabbit. Speed +1. Evolution points +1. Only 1 evolution point? Well, better than nothing. I'm only 2 evolution points away now. I started getting excited. Immediately, I began using my spiritual power to communicate my desires to Lin Qingshu. Sensing the faint trace of spiritual power in her mind, Lin Qingshu slightly raised her head and looked up at a large tree about a dozen meters ahead. There lay a snake whose color blended perfectly with the bark and early tier 1 wood-spotted snake. Its corpse could easily fetch a few $1,000. Your spiritual power isn't half bad, you silly dog. Once we sell this wood-spotted snake, I'll buy you some real meat to eat. Even though I was annoyed, I still swallowed my pride. Bowing one's head for the sake of a meal ain't nothing to be ashamed of. My very own female emperor still looks down on me, as always. Lin Qingshu placed me on the ground. Then, gripping her dagger alone, she slowly approached the wood-spotted snake. With her skills, killing a wood-spotted snake was a piece of cake. In less than 3 minutes, the wood-spotted snake was sliced in 2, lying dead on the ground. Its body was still twitching endlessly. Seeing this, I bolted over and started tearing into this new spicy snack. In no time, this meter-long wood-spotted snake was completely devoured by me. Devoured early tier. 1 wood-spotted snake. Estimated time to complete digestion. 40 minutes. Takes so long. I felt a bit helpless. Lin Qingshu picked me up from the ground with a dark expression on her face. You heartless little mutt. From now on, I'm calling you Wu Liang, just to feed me. He practically shoved all the meat right into my mouth. He didn't even eat anything good himself. He put me back into his bag and zipped it up. If this keeps up, his trip to the Qingyuan forest will be completely pointless. First, I need to hunt demonic beasts to sell for blood chi pills. I have to build a solid foundation and wait to absorb the astral spirit to cultivate the myriad origins unification art. Lying in his backpack, I counted the seconds, waiting for my digestion to finish. An early stage tier. 1 wood-spotted snake should definitely give no less than 8 evolution points. Soon, 40 minutes had passed. Early stage tier. 1 wood-spotted snake digestion complete. Strength +5. Defense +3. Evolution points +8. Seeing the system prompt, my eyes went wide. These stat points and evolution points are awesome. Hell yeah. Host has gathered enough evolution points to evolve into a Toon beast. Would you like to evolve immediately? Does evolution take time? Yes. But the early stage evolution speed is very fast. Host's evolution into a Toon beast will only take a few minutes. During this time, the host will enter a deep sleep and will be unable to sense the outside world. Alright, then start the evolution right now. Deducting 10 evolution points. Evolution commencing. As the system's voice faded, I felt my head grow heavy and groggy. Then I fell into a deep slumber. I had completely entrusted my safety to Lin Qingshu. Well, she is times a reincarnated empress. After all, she's reliable, having just slain a tier 1 early stage crypt rat. Lin Qingshu immediately sensed an anomaly through our soul contract. She quickly pulled me out of the bag, seeing wisps of familiar blood chi energy surging within my body. Shock filled Lin Qingshu's eyes. A demonic beast, without consuming any special evolution potions, can actually evolve on its own. This completely shattered everything she knew about evolution. Evolution complete. Generating system panel. I woke up. I evolved into a Toon beast. My bloodline has upgraded to low grade 2 star. Now I actually have the potential to break through to tier 1. Not only that, all 4 of my base stats have increased. Touty's stomach. The skill changed. After evolving into a Toon beast, digestion speed permanently increased by 50% from its base rate. Looking at my remaining evolution points, it's just enough to upgrade Touty's stomach to level 3. Hell yeah. My eating speed is going to be even faster now. Lin Qingshu picked me up after my successful evolution. He's heavier, and his size grew a bit too. Plus, there are these new bright red patterns on his body. He looks even more mysterious now. Lin Qingshu's eyes were full of excitement. It was as if she were the one who'd evolved. Low grade 2 star. Your bloodline actually evolved on its own to low grade 2 star. From now on, with my vast knowledge, I'll definitely be able to push your bloodline to the emperor grade. I'm hungry. The emotional whiplash is real. Hearing the childish voice echoing in her mind, Lin Qingshu, who had just calmed down, felt helpless again. She really felt like she couldn't afford to feed this little guy. But she still fed the crypt rat into my mouth, while she ate some dried jerky herself to recover her energy. Devouring early stage tier 1 crypt rat. Estimated time to complete digestion. 18 minutes. I smiled in satisfaction, just as I guessed. After evolving into a Toon beast, my devouring speed got a massive boost. System, are there any limits to my devouring ability now? No. Touty's stomach can digest all items. The only restriction is the speed of digestion. Got it. The higher the grade of the item, the slower my digestion. The best strategy is to devour food. That's about 1 tier higher than me. Lin Qingshu continued hunting demonic beasts. The battles, aside from giving me food to devour, there are still 2 early stage 1 demonic beast corpses left. She can't let me eat them all. She has to save some to exchange for a few vitality pills to boost her blood chi. Early stage 1 earth blood rat digested. Strength +5, defense +4, evolution points +7. A bit worse than the wood-spotted snake. This rat is pretty useless. I've got to find a way to sneak some. Hey Pooper Scooper. Just 1 demonic beast corpse isn't gonna cut it. The upgrades are way too slow. At this rate with Lin Qingshu, God knows how long it'll take for me to evolve again. Sensing my thoughts, Lin Qingshu's face grew even darker. Just what kind of pet did she adopt? Gritting her teeth, she fed me another shadow cat corpse. This is the last time. Absolutely the last time for today. Devoured early stage 1 shadow cat. Estimated time for digestion. 18 minutes. So satisfying. After eating, my mood instantly improved. My Pooper Scooper might be a little cold, but she's actually not bad. I guess I'll just have to carry her from now on. Suddenly, Lin Qingshu shifted her gaze straight ahead. Urgent footsteps echoed from a short distance away. They were highly rhythmic, sounding exactly like the military. A well-trained squad of men. Upon seeing Lin Qingshu, they immediately marched toward her. Hello, we are the guards of the city lord's estate. Excuse me, while in the Qingyuan forest, have you run into anyone else? The squad captain, Chen Sheng, asked. Lin Qingshu shook her head slightly. Sorry, I've only been here for half a day. I haven't seen anyone. Hearing this, the squad captain looked disappointed. If you happen to see a girl around here later, about 17 or 18 years old, please be sure to notify us. The City Lord's estate will reward you handsomely. Understood. Lin Qingshu agreed. After that brief exchange, the captain led his squad of over 20 men away. I put on a look of sheer interest. They're looking for someone, 17 or 18. Could it be the City Lord's daughter? Lin Qingshu was thinking the exact same thing. It seems this also happened in her previous life. The City Lord's daughter, Zhao Xin, was captured by the Langya squad. The Langya squad, a martial artist squad known for playing dirty and robbing other hunters. Lin Qingshu didn't care too much about that, but when it came to the secret realm controlled by Zhao Tianlin, she was definitely a little interested. Simply put, if there was a chance, she'd save her. Otherwise, she'd just pretend she never saw a thing. That was Lin Qingshu's way of survival. I watched in sheer boredom as my Pooper Scooper's expression constantly shifted. Through our contract, I could sense her thoughts, too. Not bad, not bad. We really are a match made in heaven. Exquisite individualism. Getting stronger is the only thing that matters. Who gives a damn about anything else? Lin Qingshu only thought about it briefly, before returning to her calm demeanor, and continuing her hunt for demonic beasts to fight. I crawled along the ground, swallowing and digesting everything edible in my path. Even if it was the most ordinary stuff, a huge quantity would still lead to a qualitative change. Devoured 300 pounds of ordinary rocks. Defense +1. Early stage 1 Shadow Cat digested. Strength +4. Speed +6. Evolution points +8. Nice. My speed has skyrocketed, and my strength has even hit 40 points. Evolution points are at 15 now. Reaching 100 points doesn't seem that hard, does it? I secretly rejoiced. My only headache is that my spirit stat is growing way too slowly. With less than 100 points in spirit, I can only transmit my thoughts vaguely. Not being able to speak is such a pain. I'm a total chatterbox. Just as I was thinking about this, my nose caught a whiff of an incredibly delicious scent. Wahaha, it smells so freaking good. I definitely need to get that in my belly. I bolted as fast as my legs could carry me in that direction, completely oblivious to Lin Qingshu's dark, gloomy face. She was definitely regretting her life choices. Lin Qingshu let out a heavy sigh. She had no choice but to follow him again. A reborn empress, now acting as the bodyguard for a mutt. What kind of script was her life following in this lifetime? I couldn't care less. I completely ignored Lin Qingshu's thoughts. I just kept muttering to myself and charged straight ahead. At the tip of my nose, there was a lingering, intoxicating scent, hot as magma. I couldn't suppress the excitement bubbling up inside me. Before long, I darted right into a cave. Finally, a pool of water, about 10 meters wide, appeared right in front of me, and swimming inside it were over a dozen fiery red, strange-looking fish covered in ferocious scales. What the heck kind of fish are these? Why do they smell so damn good? Even the water has a refreshing, sweet scent to it. This is definitely no ordinary water. With that in mind, I plopped down by the edge and started chugging the water like crazy. Devouring diluted earth core spirit milk. Defense +1. Spirit +1. Heavenly treasures. I was so excited I almost jumped out of my skin. Thinking about this, I kept gulping it down like a madman. Lin Qingshu, who had just chased me inside, saw the scene unfold before her. Her pupils instantly shrank. A spirit spring containing diluted earth core spirit milk. And there are actually over a dozen dragon. Earth core spirit milk is a top-tier spiritual elixir, and a peak yellow grade one at that. Not to mention the dragon blood fish, a rare type of demonic beast. Legend has it that they possess traces of true dragon blood in their bodies. Their flesh contains a massive amount of vitality and blood energy. With all these resources, I can definitely break through to the mid-stage of the first tier in no time. Even reaching the late stage of the first tier might be possible. But the only thing that puzzled her was, dragon blood fish are only supposed to exist inside secret realms. At that thought, a completely crazy idea popped into Lin Qingshu's head. There is a very high chance that a secret realm entrance is hidden right here. Maybe even a completely unexplored virgin secret realm. But even if it's only a low-level secret realm, it would still be swarming with Tier 2 and Tier 3 beasts. I need to become at least a Tier 2 martial artist, and make full preparations before I even think about going in. Otherwise, I won't even be able to guarantee my own survival. Suppressing the wild joy in her heart, Lin Qingshu began eyeing the dragon blood fish in the spirit spring, because I, that damn mutt, had already been drinking it for quite some time. If I kept drinking the spirit spring like that, there wouldn't be much left for her. She jumped straight into the spirit spring, and circulated her cultivation technique to absorb the diluted earth core spirit milk. Feeling my stack growth start to slow down, I cursed a bit in my head. She really doesn't know how to yield to a kid. My pooper scooper is way too selfish. I don't even have a cultivation technique to boost my absorption. No way, I have to fight for it. Gritting my teeth, I spent 10 evolution points to upgrade my touty stomach. Skill leveled up. Digestion speed increased. Stomach capacity expanded. I immediately buried my head back into the water. After sucking it up like a vacuum, my evolution points dropped down to just 5. Still a long way to go, man. A slow smile crept across Lin Qingshu's face. Perfect. My spirit has finally entered the ranks. At this rate, mastering the myriad phenomena mind technique will be even faster. 5 days will be more than enough. She sank her spiritual sense to the bottom of the pool, and soon, she detected an unusual spatial fluctuation, proving that the secret realm really was hidden at the bottom of the pool. Once I finish the Linjiang High School mock joint exams, I should be able to reach the level of a Tier 2 martial artist. When that time comes, I'll enter this secret realm and explore it thoroughly. She cast a sidelong glance at me, and almost lost her composure completely. My furry black head was buried deep in the water, sucking so hard I actually created a mini whirlpool, because she realized that my physical strength and spirit were actually approaching the level of a ranked demonic beast. Stats normally need to be at least 100 points to even be considered a ranked beast. I pulled my head out of the water to gasp for fresh air, nearly suffocating myself in the process. What's with the fuss? I am a mighty Taudi. The great Taudi devours everything in creation. Why would I care about a few stats? It's nothing. Just wait until I evolve a few more times. Even the city lord will have to kneel and call me grandpa. I patted my swollen belly. I seriously couldn't eat another bite. I just have to wait for it all to digest first. Taking a look at my status panel, I couldn't help but feel a little helpless. What insanely unbalanced stats. Its elemental defense is almost on par with an early stage 1 demonic beast, but its strength and speed are no better than a normal animal's. After we absorbed about half of the earth core spirit milk, Lin Qingshu grabbed me and hauled me outside. The secret realm's entrance can't be exposed, she said. If we absorbed all of it, it would highly likely destabilize the entrance to the secret realm. I patted my little belly, feeling a bit annoyed. Poop Scooper, you're so stingy. Hurry up and catch me some fish to snack on. At this moment, my spirit power had already reached 150 points. With a graded spirit power, I could finally communicate with Lin Qingshu telepathically. Hearing that childish and unreasonable voice in her head, Lin Qingshu's face darkened. You should call me master or beast tamer, she retorted. What the hell is a poop scooper? I dangled my little paws. We share a life and death bond, remember? I can't die. We're on equal footing here. We're partners. If you show this lord a little respect right now, I might just promote you in the future. Lin Qingshu let out a cold sneer. A surge of spirit power shot out from the space between her eyebrows. I immediately felt a tight restriction clamp down over my mouth. I instantly panicked. If I couldn't open my mouth, I was doomed. I couldn't grow if I couldn't eat. Hey, unbind me right now. I was wrong, okay? My bad. I begged for mercy. Lin Qingshu's lips curled up, a smile playing in her eyes. You're right. Our status is equal. There is no superior or inferior between us. You may call me by my name, but this poop scooper nonsense is out of the question. I rubbed my mouth, smacked my lips a couple of times and said, fine, from now on, I'll call you little Shui, and you call me Wuliang. But you have to make sure I'm well fed. Just a simple 20 meals a day will do. Hearing this, Lin Qingshu's face instantly went black. 20 meals. Even if she sold herself, she wouldn't have enough money to buy me that much food. No, that's too much. I also need a massive amount of resources for my own cultivation. I patted my rump, trotted over with my 4 little paws, and stood on Lin Qingshu's foot. Little Shui, you should be able to see how smart I am, and my extraordinary potential. I can tell you right now, I can purify my bloodline all on my own. You don't need to provide any purification potions, but high-tier food is an absolute must. Lin Qingshu's heart began to pound violently. Disbelief flashed across her face. Independent purification wasn't unheard of, but it was incredibly rare, almost on par with divine dragons, or divine phoenixes, the most exceptionally rare mythical beasts in existence. And now, she was being told that this ugly little black dog in front of her had potential rivaling a divine dragon or phoenix. How could that be possible? Hey, who are you calling ugly? Don't you get it? This is called being rugged and unconstrained. My hybrid bloodline is a total chaotic mess right now, which makes me look a little ugly at the moment. But as I keep evolving, I'll only get more and more handsome. Lin Qingshu didn't say a word, her eyes filled with deep thought. When will you be able to undergo your second purification? If you feed me 15 more early stage 1 demonic beasts, that should be enough, I answered. Lin Qingshu's gaze sharpened. Alright, I'll gather 15 early stage 1 demonic beasts for you as soon as possible. As long as you can keep evolving independently, I will do my absolute best to provide your food. At this moment, she finally believed in the arrangements of fate. Reborn into this life, her destiny had been successfully altered, and Wuliang was the greatest variable of her new life. Lin Qingshu let out a long breath, the golden light in her eyes gradually fading. Was it a shift in destiny, or had the gears of a new fate begun to turn? It didn't matter. All that mattered was that, from beginning to end, she was Lin Qingshu. Lin Qingshu's intimacy level has increased. Current level, 40. Devour all things talent activated at 40%. Wahaha. Hearing this system notification, my body shuddered, and I almost jumped right out of my skin with joy. The all-devouring talent activation has reached 40%. Now, the conversion rate for anything I eat is boosted to 40%. Bro, you finally believe me. Let's hurry up and max out our intimacy level. Hearing this, the calm expression that had just returned to Lin Qingshu's face cracked instantly. Bro, don't call me that. Lin Qingshu was so furious she could die. They had only been contracted for 2 days, and he had already given her 3 nicknames. Poop Scooper, Little Zwexue, and now Bro. This damn beast. I scratched the 2 sparse hairs on top of my head, feeling a bit disappointed. Pissing off the Poop Scooper wouldn't end well for me. Alright, little Suexu, let's not starve. Hurry up and catch all those fish. Lin Qingshu gritted her silver teeth, but ultimately, she didn't pick a fight with me. Raising her power right now was the absolute priority. Everything else was trivial. She dove straight into the pool. Watching this scene, I couldn't help but gulp. Even though we aren't the same species, that doesn't stop me from appreciating what I like. After all, my equipment is still intact. I'm still a man too. TSK. She's only 18 and already has the bearing of an empress. Imagine how incredible she'll be in the future. Oh my, Lady Empress, don't cover up. Assets are only assets when you show them off. Acting like this just means you don't treat me like family. I watched with absolute relish, while Lin Qingshua's ears burned red. For a split second, she really wanted to slaughter me, just to try, and see if God would let her be reborn one more time, if given another chance. She absolutely wouldn't choose this shameless little pervert. Lin Qingshu's intimacy level decreased. Current, 30. All devouring talent activation, 30%. I viciously slapped myself in the face. Damn my big mouth. I worked so hard to build up that intimacy level. Now I have to start all over again. Guess I'll just have to rely on my cute face to win back Lin Qingshu's favor. After spending over an hour, Lin Qingshu finally caught all 11 dragon blood fish out of the pool. Seeing this, I stuck my head out and rushed right over. Time to eat and get stronger. Today, I must break through to the tier 1 demonic beast level. Lin Qingshu circulated the blood and chi within her body, evaporating the water off her skin. Then, she reached out her slender hand and scooped me up. I said I'd give you enough demonic beast corpses, but not these. I need to reach tier 1 martial artist, late stage as soon as possible. Only then can I secure more resources in the mock joint exam. These dragon blood fish are for me to use first. I wriggled my little body in protest. Protesting is useless. I understand this world much better than you do. Only if I get into a top martial arts university can we rely on a bigger platform to grow. It's too difficult to be a lone wolf in this world. Martial arts universities are the best places to cultivate martial artists. They're also hubs for high-level resources. Because of this, even though Lin Qingshu was a reincarnated empress, she still had to get into a top martial arts university. I hung my head, looking completely deflated. Bro doesn't love me anymore. She doesn't even care about her little baby. Lin Qingshu reached into her bag and threw the last demonic beast inside, a long-eared rabbit. To me, we share a life-bound contract. Don't think I'm being selfish. This is the choice that maximizes our benefit. In the future, you'll have a share of all my resources. I swallowed the long-eared rabbit in a single gulp. Devoured. Early stage tier 1 long-eared rabbit. Estimated time to digest, 15 minutes. It's not like I'm an unreasonable beast. Overall, the poop scooper treats me pretty well. Alright then, little Shuexue. But you have to give me the parts of the dragon blood fish that you aren't going to eat, like the fish heads and tails. You definitely won't like eating those, so don't let them go to waste. Lin Qingshu flashed a rare smile. Flawless, like a snow lotus blooming on an icy altar. I was completely mesmerized for a moment. Bro really is a beauty. I stuck out my tongue and gave her calf a lick. Cherish it well. This is your lord's love for you. Lin Qingshu, with a hint of disgust, wiped the saliva off her calf. She was already used to my shamelessness. She couldn't even be bothered to lecture me anymore, because it was useless. Lin Qingshu pulled out a dagger to process the dragon blood fish. She started gathering some dry firewood and set up a fire to roast it. I wolfed it down in just a few bites, taking the leftover scraps of the dragon blood fish that Lin Qingshu had discarded. I swallowed them all. Consumed a large amount of early tier 1 dragon blood fish scraps. Estimated time, 30 minutes to complete digestion along with the early tier 1 long-eared rabbit. Digestion complete. Strength plus 7. Speed plus 10. Evolution points plus 7. After the all-devouring talent activation level increased, the attribute points I received had indeed increased slightly. I couldn't help but feel a bit satisfied, but what frustrated me the most was, these evolution points are spent way too fast, and to think I haven't even stepped into the ranks of a tier 1 demonic beast yet. This is totally unreasonable. System. My 4 main attributes should be equivalent to a martial artist's chi and blood, or something close to it. At least. So why is it that even with my defense and spirit meeting the standard, I'm still considered unranked? Host, your 4 main attributes only represent your physical constitution and strength. They do not have a 100% direct correlation with your actual tier. You can understand it as the two mutually influencing each other, but they are not one and the same. Does that mean I can, while still being unranked, possess the power to defeat ranked demonic beasts? Exactly. Looking at it this way, the Taoti bloodline is absolutely badass. Consumed a large amount of early tier 1 dragon blood fish scraps. Strength plus 14. Defense plus 20. Evolution points plus 18. Half an hour passed. I finished digesting the dragon blood fish scraps and gained another wave of attribute points. My defense has already reached 200. That's practically equivalent to the chi and blood value of a mid-tier 1 martial artist. Even my evolution points have hit 30. I'm only 70 evolution points away from evolving into my next form, the gluttonous beast, but I better start saving up evolution points. Let's upgrade my bloodline first. My bro here still doesn't quite believe in me. I need to get her to invest more resources in me. Sitting right beside me at this moment, Lin Qingshu was going all out to refine the magma-like chi and blood within her body. She was like a scorching furnace. Fine beads of fragrant sweat formed on her forehead, and her cheeks were flush red. After just 2 or 3 hours, Lin Qingshu had already completely refined the qi and blood of the dragon blood fish. She opened her beautiful eyes, and a flash of golden light reflected in her pupils. Her qi and blood had skyrocketed to 300. She's only 50 points away from reaching late tier 1. I propped my chin up with one paw, staring with a shamelessly infatuated look, admiring my bros. Beauty is quite the pastime. Little Shu, isn't it time you went and found some demonic beasts for your lord to eat? I just need to eat about a dozen more. Tier 1 demonic beasts, and I'll be able to evolve. When the time comes, your lord's dashing looks will blow your mind. Lin Qingshu sighed. Her heart felt utterly desolate. Rebirth. Raising a silly dog in the countryside. If she didn't have such a good mindset, she would have angrily slaughtered this scoundrel 800 times over by now. She slowly stood up. Channeling her spiritual power, she set up a concealment spirit array at the bottom of the pool. With the energy supply from the pool water, this concealment array could last for at least a month or so. Within this month, she could definitely enter this unexplored secret realm to explore. Fine. But if you can't evolve on your own, you're earning your own rations from now on. I trotted over with quick, little steps, looking incredibly arrogant. Are you kidding me? I'm a man with a system. Little Shuexu, carry me while we walk. Can I step on your head, please? Don't worry, I won't pee on it. I eagerly trotted along behind her, but my 4 little stubby legs just couldn't keep up. You couldn't even catch a fresh pile of crap at this rate. Lin Qingshu casually dropped that line. I pouted, totally annoyed. How rude. I was only born 2 days ago. Damn it. Sooner or later, I'll take a piss right on her head. I jogged to catch up, but my attention was caught by 2 people stepping out from the bushes nearby. Taking a closer look, they were martial artists. I was just getting hungry. Look, a dumb dog. Let's roast it for a snack. The man with the scruffy beard wiped the drool from his mouth. Hearing his words, Baya also looked my way. The corners of his mouth curled up. Erhu, you catch it, I'll start the fire. Searching all this way actually made me hungry. Just as he finished speaking, a yellow beast lunged out from behind him. A yellow rock tiger. Its aura was around the mid to late stage 1. Seeing this, I immediately bolted, screaming for Lin Qingshu in my head. Qingshu, help, I'm gonna be eaten. Hurry up and save me. The yellow rock tiger pounced straight at me. Clang! A silver-white alloy dagger shot over from a distance, forcing the yellow rock tiger back. Lin Qingshu stared coldly at Li Erhu. And Baya, you have a death wish. Hearing that voice, as cold as 10,000-year ice, the 2 men actually felt a totally different itch. The little brat we're hunting is pretty enough, but I didn't expect to find an even prettier one here. Li Erhu's eyes were practically glued to Lin Qingshu's face. Baya also wore a disgusting, lecherous grin, gulping down his saliva. Hey babe, come have some fun with us. Not only will we spare your little beast, we can even bring you into our Langa squad. Our captain is a peak stage 2 martial artists, just 1 step away from stage 3. Lin Qingshu's expression grew even icier. The thing she hated the most was people talking to her in that tone and looking at her with such brazen stares. You've chosen the path to your own graves. Step back. Don't die. After whispering that, she gripped her alloy dagger and charged forward. I hid behind a large tree, watching the show with a grin on my face. Damn, boss is so cool. You really nailed the whole hero saving the beauty routine. You've got it down perfectly. Seeing Lin Qingshu actually dare to attack them head-on, Li Erhu and Bai Ya were momentarily stunned. Then, a mocking, twisted look surfaced on their faces. I called dibs. Don't fight me for her. Bai Ya licked his lips. Li Erhu's eyes bulged. Bullshit. Why can't I go first? I was the one who saw that dumb dog first. Together. You take the front, I'll take the back. We'll sandwich her. Hey, you sick bastard. You really know how to play. No wonder I like teaming up with you. These 2 like-minded brothers were speaking their final words before death. Having lived 2 lives, Lin Qingshu possessed combat skills that were leagues ahead of theirs. Even though it was 4 against 1, with her past identity as an Earth-tier divine master, setting up a few spirit formations was a breeze. With just a few hand seals, in the blink of an eye, 2 mud swamp formations materialized right under the feet of their 2 spirit beasts. Baya's eyes flickered, his heart filled with shock. You're not just a martial artist. You're a divine master. How did you set up a formation without taking any time? Excitement flared in Baya's eyes. Babe, we can let you walk away unharmed, but you've got to hand over your divine master cultivation technique. Hearing this, Li Erhu immediately protested. No way. I've got my eyes on her. I want the technique, and I want her too. Adults don't make choices. I'm taking both. Lin Qingshu's icy gaze locked onto Li Erhu. From between her fingers, an intensely compressed, scorching beam of energy suddenly blasted forth. Blood chi skill, blazing sun finger. In the blink of an eye, the blazing sun finger shot right in front of Li Erhu's face. Before he even knew it, it struck dead center on his forehead. Bang. A bloody flower bloomed in the air. Li Erhu dropped dead, and along with him, his bound demonic beast perished as well. Just a single strike. Lin Qing, Xu had slain a martial artist, a minor realm above her own. Bai Ya's eyes went wide. Disbelief filled his gaze. 1 strike. Just a single strike. How could she be this strong? Fear finally gripped Bai Ya. Realizing he was completely outmatched, Bai Ya instantly pushed his blood chi to the absolute limit. He smashed the mud palm, trapping his bound demonic beast, the Crimson Macaque. If his bound beast died, he'd die too. If they were going to run, They had to do it together, but he barely made it 100 meters before Lin Qingxue turned into a blur, closing in on him fast. Our captain is a peak tier 2 martial artist. If you kill me, you're dead meat too. And our captain is right nearby. Let me go. We can just walk away from this. How about it? At a time like this, he had no choice but to use the captain of the Lange squad to try and intimidate Lin Qingxue. Watching the two of them in a deadly game of tag, I clicked my tongue in awe. My partner's got some serious skills. With a heavy hitter like her around, I don't have to worry about a thing in the early stages. Though we originally planned to avoid the Lange squad, it looks like it's too late for that. In less than a few breaths, Lin Qingxue had already caught up to Baya. The alloy dagger in her hand shot out like a streak of white light and struck true. A massive spray of blood erupted from his back. Bai Ya crashed hard into a massive tree. His face instantly turned pale as a sheet. Don't kill me. Our squad has a lot of people. We have at least 10 tier 2 martial artists. The Lange squad is ranked in the top 10 of all Linjiang City. Lin Qingxue didn't say a word. Another blazing sun finger erupted from her fingertip. Baya twisted his body with everything he had and barely dodged it, but it still pierced right through his shoulder. Crimson blood spilled all over the ground. Looking at this gory scene, Lin Qingxue's expression didn't change in the slightest. Compared to the sheer number of people she had killed in her past life, this was nothing but a drop in the bucket. Seeing that Lin Qingxue had no intention of letting him live, Baya's eyes became bloodshot with madness. Then, he detonated the blood chi inside his body. A massive explosion rang out, but it didn't harm Lin Qingxue in the slightest. Low blood chi is such a pain. She could kill him, but that didn't mean she could stop Baya from self-destructing. My level is still just too low. Now that our position is exposed, it won't be long before the rest of the Lange squad comes running. She has to get me out of here, fast. But right before leaving, she still tossed the corpse of the Crimson Macaque and the Yellow Rock Tiger into my mouth. Swallowed a tier 1. Late-stage Crimson Macaque. Digestion estimated to take 45 minutes. Swallowed a tier 1. Mid-stage Yellow Rock Tiger. Digestion estimated to take 30 minutes. I smacked my lips a couple of times. My belly is full again. A late-stage demonic beast should give me at least a dozen evolution points, right? At this rate, my evolution points will easily cross 50 in just 45 minutes. Standing on Lin Qingxue's shoulder, I watched the scenery blur past us. Little Suexu, can you kill a tier 2 martial artist right now? Lin Qingxue gave a slight shake of her head. It's extremely difficult to fight across tiers. There are still a lot of techniques I can't use yet. With my current strength, the most I can kill is a peak tier 1. She had excellent weapons, and her combat awareness was off the charts, but her lack of blood chi and spirit power was a massive bottleneck, and I wasn't able to give her even the slightest bit of help right now. If I could just give her a tiny boost, she'd definitely dare to throw down with a tier 2 martial artist. Little Suexu, aren't you a reincarnated empress? Why are you so weak right now? Shouldn't you be able to crush a tier 3 with ease? I curled my lips in a pout. Lin Qingxue gently bit her lower lip. Today is only the 4th day since my rebirth. Did you even give me any time to grow? I'm getting so mad at this stupid dog every day my chest hurts. 4 days. That's barely enough time for a normal martial artist to boost their vitality by a few points. I smiled, feeling lucky. I immediately spent 7 points and upgraded Extraordinary Olfaction to LV3. Extraordinary Olfaction LV 3 grants an incredibly sharp sense of smell. It allows me to perceive everything around me through scent, within a 400-meter radius. No choice, surviving is the top priority. Little Suexue, there's a small cave 200 meters to our right. I smell ores inside. Let's go in and check it out. Besides, you've burned through a lot of vitality. You need to rest and recover. I sat on her shoulder, pointing the way. Hearing this, Lin Qingxue furrowed her brow. You can sense things from 200 meters away. I grinned smugly. Don't fall in love with me now. This is just basic stuff for yours truly. Once I grow up, it'll be my turn to carry you. Lin Qingxue automatically tuned out my nonsense. However, my ridiculously strong perception really did catch her off guard. Her current perception range doesn't even reach 200 meters. Yet I, a silly dog who just hatched 2 days ago, am actually better at it than her. We eventually slipped into the cave. Lin Qingxue needed to restore her vitality. While I started digging at the rocks on the ground, the system told me that I can even devour ores. After pawing at the dirt a few times, I dug out a dark red ore about half the size of a fist, an impure piece of crimson sun iron ore, a yellow rank low-grade chi refining material. It's not worth much, Lin Qingxue said. I don't care if it's valuable or not. I just shoved whatever I found right into my mouth. Seeing this, Lin Qingxue's pupils shrank to pinpricks. He can even eat ores? And an iron ore at that? Devoured yellow rank low-grade crimson sun iron ore. Estimated digestion time, 20 minutes. I ignored everything else and kept scavenging the cave for more crimson sun iron ore, gulping down every piece I found. Meanwhile, Lin Qingxue focused entirely on restoring her vitality. Outside the cave, Lange squad's captain, Lin Lang, brought his men and tracked us here using the bloodthirsty wolf. Go inside and search every single tunnel thoroughly. We must catch that little bitch and take her alive. The remaining 20-something members of the Lange squad left 2 men to guard the entrance. As for the rest, they all headed inside with their demonic beasts. Back inside, I was still happily munching on Crimson Sun iron ore when a flurry of system notifications echoed in my mind. Ding. Tier 1 mid-phase Yellow Rock Tiger. Digestion complete. Strength plus 12. Defense plus 18. Speed plus 8. Evolution points plus 10. Ding! Tier 1 Late Phase Crimson Macaque. Digestion complete. Strength plus 14. Speed plus 21. Evolution points plus 15. Ding! 100 pounds of yellow rank low-grade Crimson Sun Iron Ore. Digestion complete. Strength plus 30. Defense plus 20. Crimson Sun Crest plus 1. Crimson Sun Crest. A special crest formed by Crimson Sun energy, branded onto the skin. When activated, it slightly boosts strength and imbues attacks with the burning power of the Crimson Sunday. Congratulations to the host for breaking through to Tier 1 Early Phase. My face lit up with excitement. I finally broke through to Tier 1 Early Phase, and the appearance of the Crimson Sun Crest gave me a little theory. If I devour ores of other elements, could I gain other special crests like this one? Lin Qingshu, having just restored her vitality, looked up at me. A hint of surprise flashed in her eyes. A breakthrough. It's only been 2 days since he hatched, and he's already broken through to become a Tier 1 Early Phase demonic beast. Can he really devour absolutely anything, and use that devoured energy to level himself up? That's way too terrifying. Ding! Intimacy with Lin Qingshu has increased by 20. Current intimacy, 50. Devour all creation talent unlocked, 50%. I smoothed down the few stray hairs on top of my head and smiled to myself. Heh, my little sidekick. You're once again blown away by my magnificent aura, aren't you? We're here. Breaking through to the early stage of Tier 1 just 2 days after hatching. Who else could do that? I trotted over to Lin Qingshu with quick, little steps. Little Shu, hurry and take me deeper into the mine so I can eat more. Eat more yang, iron ore. The more I eat, the stronger I get. Hearing this, Lin Qingshu picked me up and placed me on her shoulder, but I just bent my knees and leapt right onto her forehead. Lin Qingshu furrowed her brows deeply. Stop jumping around on me, otherwise you can walk on your own. He already broke through to the early stage of Tier 1, and he still expects me to carry him. Don't be mad. Yours truly was just testing which spot is cozier. When we get back, give me a nice bath, won't ya? I haven't had a single bath since I was born. Lin Qingshu's face darkened. She simply shut her mouth and continued deeper into the mine. Do you possess the bloodline of the ancient vicious beast, Taodi? Lin Qingshu asked softly. I flashed a smug smile, as expected of my reborn little sidekick. You guessed it that fast. Yours truly is indeed a divine beast with the Taodi bloodline. Just wait, I'll hard carry you in the future. Even after getting my confirmed answer, Qingshu still felt like this was all so surreal. The Taodi bloodline went extinct, back in the ancient era. It hasn't appeared in tens of thousands of years. So, am I destined to reach much greater heights in this life compared to my last? After all the regrets and struggles of my past life, for the first time, she felt somewhat glad about her choice. Little Shushue, I smell blood. It seems to belong to a human. You better be careful. Lin Qingshu turned her head to look at me. Can you figure out who it is? I stroked my chin with my little paw. The blood is from 3 hours ago. It smells very fresh. The person should be around your age. There's a faint scent of cosmetics in the air, unique to girls, and a milky fragrance too. No, my bad, that milky scent is coming from you. What kind of body wash do you normally use? It smells so good. Let me use some when we get back, okay? Lin Qingshu clenched her fists tight. Her chest heaved heavily. I drooled just looking at it. My eyes went wide and round. The tips of Lin Qingshu's ears flushed pink. Even her body temperature rose a bit. Out of sheer frustration, she tugged at her collar, covering up the cleavage she had accidentally exposed. Stop looking around, or you can get down and walk yourself. Lin Qingshu gritted her teeth. I curled my lips in a pout, feeling a bit disappointed inside. So stingy. What's wrong with taking a couple of peeks? Based on the information you just gave me, there's a high chance it's Zhao Xin. The Langus squad just happens to be around here too. Zhao Xin might have gotten injured nearby, and then hid inside this mine. So, are we gonna save her? I asked her. Lin Qingshu slightly raised an eyebrow. We can't save her. The Langya squad's strength is already beyond my limits. Helping her will only drag us down. Come on. She's a living, breathing person. It'd be such a damn shame if she gets defiled and killed. You want to save her? Lin Qingshu asked faintly. I just want her to give me some more spirit herbs, so I can hurry up and evolve a few more times. She's the city lord's daughter, after all. If we save her, we're definitely gonna get a bunch of good stuff. Lin Qingshu stayed silent for a long moment. Our chances of success are less than 20%, and a large part of that relies on how fast the backup troops can get here. Little Shu, we've got to use our brains here. How are you even dumber than me? I grumbled at Lin Qingshui. A glimmer of wisdom flashed in my eyes. We're currently inside a mine. Even if they're a tier 2 peak martial artist, if they get caught in a cave-in, they'd probably end up half dead, if not crushed completely, right? Lin Qingshu's eyes lit up slightly. She instinctively looked up at the stone ceiling above. But how would we get out? At most, I'm only confident in. To guarantee we won't get crushed to death. Lin Qingshu asked. I lifted my chin, putting on the airs of a savior. Of course, yours truly will handle the finale. Even if the cave collapses, I can literally eat a path out for you. After all, I'm already a tier 1 early stage demonic beast. My defense is nearing 300. And with my level 4 Taodi stomach, my spatial capacity is 40 cubic meters big. Eating our way out of here will be a piece of cake. Lin Qingshu pondered deeply. Though my method was risky, there was about a 70% chance of saving Zhao Xin. Give or take. Let's stick to your plan for now. First, we find Zhao Xin and set up the traps. You got it. Yours truly will lead the way. Head down the left tunnel. The scent of blood is coming from over there. I directed her. Following my guidance, Lin Qingshui found Zhao Xing cowering at the corner of the mine. Come out. I know you're hiding there. Are you Lin Qingshui? Zhao Xing asked softly. You know me? Zhao Xin looked a little embarrassed. I've heard my classmates mention your name. The Lin Qingshu standing right in front of her was completely different from the rumors. This was a genius at the Tier 1 middle stage who was on the verge of breaking through to the Tier 1 late stage. Classmate Lin, are you here to save me? Zhao Xin asked tentatively. Lin Qingshu gave a faint nod. You could say that. But I can't guarantee anything. I can't promise I'll safely rescue you from the Langa squad. From now on, follow my orders. No problem. As long as you can save me, once we're out of the Qingyuan forest, my dad will definitely reward you handsomely. We can talk about that later. Let's focus on getting out first. Follow me. Lin Qingshu brought Zhao Xin over to a sturdy, intact stone wall. You're somewhat of a spirit master yourself. I'll teach you how to set up a spirit array. Construct the array runes exactly as I show you. Zhao Xin's face filled with shock. Teach her to set up a spirit array. Lin Qingshu furrowed her brows slightly. Do you not understand? Zhao Xin instantly snapped back to reality. Sorry. I understand perfectly. Lin Qingshu took a spirit array named Rock Solid and transmitted its setup method straight into Zhao Xin's mind. Set up the spirit array, above and below our current position. Cover all 4 directions. However much spiritual energy you have, pour it all into the array. Make absolutely sure that even if this mine collapses, we won't get crushed to death. Zhao Xing gasped in horror. Her eyes went wide. You want to collapse the mine and crush the Langa squad to death? Then how are we supposed to get out? Don't worry about that. I have my ways. If you trust me, do exactly as I say. With that said, Lin Qingshu headed to the front to set up the other spirit arrays. Meanwhile, I stayed in a small corner nearby, digging up ores. Crunch! Munch! Zhao Xin gripped the hem of her skirt, a nervous look on her face. The approaching footsteps echoed louder in her ears. A sudden wolf howl echoed throughout the entire mine. Zhao Xin's face grew even paler. Well, what do you know? An unexpected pleasant surprise. Lin Lang and his massive gang swarmed into the cavern. The blinding glare of their tactical flashlights shined straight onto Lin Qingshu and Zhao Xin. Listen up, little girl. Hand over the spirit master technique. Otherwise, the boys behind me haven't touched a woman in days. Zhao Xing gritted her teeth, her eyes brimming with murderous intent. In your dreams, I am the daughter of the city lord. If your Langa squad dares to lay a finger on me, my father will tear you all to shreds. Lin Lang let out a cold sneer. Yeah? And I'm the city lord himself. Why don't you call me daddy instead? Zhao Xing trembled with absolute fury. Igniting the vital blood energy within his body, Lin Lang boldly strode toward the 2 girls. Be my woman, and give me all the cultivation techniques and weapons given to you by Linjiang High School. Once I break through to become a Tier 3 martial artist, here in Linjiang City, you'll be living the high life, sharing all the wealth and glory with me. Doesn't that sound fantastic? Standing on Lin Qingshu's shoulder, my eyes gleamed with a fierce light. Little Shu, hurry up and kill him for me. You're mine after all. How dare he try to steal my woman? Lin Qingshu's brows furrowed slightly. She looked like she wanted to sew my mouth shut. Lin Qingshu's icy gaze swept across the members of the Langa squad. I have the cultivation technique, and I have the martial skills, too. But with so many of you here, who exactly should I give them to? Lin Lang cracked a smile. To me, naturally. I'm the captain of the Langa squad. As long as you hand everything over to me, I can guarantee you a life of endless luxury for the rest of your days. Lin Qingshu's lips curled into a smirk. She gathered her spiritual energy into the palm of her hand. The energy slowly materialized, forming into the shape of a silver orb. Here it is. The divine master technique you've been dreaming of. But it can only be learned one time. Once it's absorbed, no one else will ever be able to learn this technique. I'll let you guys figure out how to divide it. Oh, I almost forgot. This divine master technique is a profound rank, high-grade skill. I stumbled upon it entirely by chance. After saying that, she tossed the silver orb into the air. In a split second, it wasn't just Lin Lang who lunged for the treasure. The 20-something squad members behind him rushed forward with bloodshot, greedy eyes. Lin Lang transformed into a streak of blood-red light, swiftly snatching the orb out of the air. He then unleashed a blast of his blood chi, sending everyone flying backward. You all have a death wish, don't you? How dare you try to snatch a treasure from your captain? You pieces of trash. Do you really think you're worthy of a treasure like this? The furious roar snapped the squad members back to reality, but a deep surge of resentment toward Lin Lang had already taken root in their hearts. Captain, you took the technique for yourself. So what exactly are we supposed to get? Do you even see us as your brothers? One of the men demanded furiously. Lin Lang's lips twisted into a cruel sneer. His eyes flashed with utter disdain. A bunch of useless trash. If I didn't need you to risk your necks for me, did you really think I'd bother dragging your dead weight around? Since you're so tired of living, then you can all go to hell. A terrifying surge of blood chi erupted from his body. The massive, bloodthirsty wolf standing at his feet turned into a blur of crimson. It viciously lunged into the crowd, tearing into them. Lin Qingshu grabbed Zhao Xin's hand, retreating to the area where they had previously set up the illusion array. Perched on her shoulder, I shot a contemptuous glance at those complete idiots. She truly lives up to her title as a reincarnator. This level of cunning isn't something an ordinary 18-year-old girl could ever possess. Using a fake technique to ignite their human greed. It didn't take any effort at all to get the Lenga squad at each other's throats. Such scheming is not to be underestimated. Meanwhile, Zhao Xin's eyes brimmed with absolute admiration for Lin Qingsu. Classmate Lin, sooner or later, one side is going to win. Should we sneak up and ambush them? Lin Qingsu shook her head calmly. With our current strength, a sneak attack wouldn't do any good. In fact, it would only interrupt their infighting. No matter who ends up being the last one standing, their strength will be drastically reduced. That's when we make our move. The bloodbath lasted for nearly an hour. The thick stench of blood filled the entire mine shaft. Lin Lang crushed the skull of the last tier 2 martial artist. His chest heaved violently, his body completely covered in deep gashes and wounds. Me giving you losers a way to make a living was a damn blessing. Ungrateful pieces of trash. Lin Lang spat, kicking away a corpse at his feet. With his bloodthirsty wolf now limping on one leg, he leaned heavily against the stone wall to catch his breath. Damn it! Thank God my cultivation technique is the bloodlust art. My physical recovery speed is insane. Otherwise, these injuries would have been a lot worse. He reached into his storage ring and pulled out the silver orb. His eyes burned with feverish excitement as he cast his gaze into the distance, locking onto Lin Qingxue, who was quietly watching him. A knowing smirk crept onto both of their faces. Little girl, you're quite smart. You purposely revealed the grade of the cultivation method, forcing me to have no choice but to kill everyone here. I, Lin Lang, have always liked smart women. Lin Qingxu gave a faint smile. Then did you guess that even the cultivation method was a lie? Hearing this, Lin Lang's pupils shrank. The boiling blood in his veins ran cold for a second. Impossible! Even though my spiritual power is low, I've still reached the middle stage of the first tier. It clearly showed that the silver orb absolutely contained traces of a cultivation method. The exact moment Lin Lang's spiritual power touched the orb, it instantly dissolved into spiritual energy and vanished, and simultaneously, it triggered the swamp array Lin Qingxu had secretly set up on the ground. The ground beneath his feet instantly turned into soft, squishy mud. Sucking his legs halfway in, Lin Lang's eyes turned bloodshot. The remaining blood chi in his body erupted wildly. Bitch. You damn bitch. How dare you trick me? Lin Qingxu didn't hesitate for a second. She immediately triggered the other spiritual arrays she had laid out. The mountain above them began to quake. Cracks rapidly spiderwebbed across the stone walls, followed by deafening, thunderous explosions. Lin Lang trembled violently all over. Pure terror washed over his face. No, I don't want to die. Boom! Boom! Boulders came crashing down with a deafening roar until they completely buried that half of the mine shaft. The back half of the tunnel, where Lin Qingxu and Zhao Xing were, only experienced intense tremors. The solid rock array, combined with the inherently sturdy intact stone walls, successfully withstood the explosive array she had set off. As for the buried Lin Lang up ahead, not a single sound came from him anymore. Cough, cough, cough. Zhao Xin coughed violently, his face completely covered in dirt and ash. Classmate Lin, the Langya squad should all be dead by now, but our current location is at least 100 meters from the exit. Even if we dig in a straight line, it's still 100 meters, and without any tools, it's going to be even harder. Lin Qingxu grabbed me from her shoulder and tossed me out. I rolled twice on the ground before coming to a stop. I rubbed my butt, looking at her with sheer resentment. Little Xuexu, yours truly is your man. Couldn't you be a little more gentle with your man? My digestion, speed, and storage space have further increased. My digging pace began to speed up. Zhao Xin was so shocked by how fast I was devouring the rocks that he was left completely speechless. Is his stomach a bottomless pit? Zhao Xing muttered to himself, seeing Lin Qingxu act like nobody else was there and simply start cultivating. He let out a helpless smile, and eventually followed her example, focusing on healing his injuries. I munched and crunched, going absolutely feral on the rocks. The moment these rocks entered my stomach, they were digested in less than 2 breaths. After grinding away for over an hour, the thing that made me the happiest was digging up the corpse of that bloodthirsty wolf. I ate it piece by piece, stuffing it into my belly, without wasting a single scrap. Tier 1, Level 12, Peak Bloodthirsty Wolf. Estimated time for complete digestion. 1 day. A whole day. I was totally shocked. When the host's tier increases, or the bloodline purifies, or the stomach of Touty's skill levels up, all of these can boost your digestion speed. Furthermore, the larger the level gap between the item and the host, the slower the digestion speed will be. Troublesome? Not at all. Yours truly can afford to wait. I continued digging through the rubble. I dug out Lin Lang's corpse, and the spatial ring on his finger was actually completely intact. I pulled it off, carried it in my mouth, and dropped it at Lin Qingxu's feet. Little Xuexu, yours truly got you a token of our love. If you take it, you have to marry me. Lin Qingxu ignored my smart mouth. She picked up the spatial ring, wiped it clean, and slipped it on her own finger. Little Xuexu, hurry and see if there's anything I can eat in there. I'm still growing, you know. I urged her eagerly. Lin Qingxu probed the spatial ring with her spiritual power. Inside Lin Lang's storage space was a whole bunch of random, assorted junk. With these resources, before the mock joint exam, Lin Qingxu I can definitely break through to Tier 1. Late stage. I'm so broke, Lin Qingxiu muttered under her breath. Then she took those demonic beast corpses and fed them all to me. Ding. Devoured. Tier 1 mid-stage wind-chasing leopard. Estimated digestion time, 24 minutes. Ding. Devoured. Tier 1 peak stage black pattern cat. Estimated digestion time, 50 minutes. Ding. Devoured. Tier 2 early stage exploding eye rat. Estimated digestion time, 3 hours. I let out a burp, a look of utter satisfaction on my face. Little shuakshu, I can smell it. The scent of spirit herbs mixed with those beast corpses. You definitely have spirit herbs in your storage ring. Hurry up and feed them to me. Ling Qingshu pulled her hand back, gritting her teeth. You've got a dog's nose? I can't believe you even smelled that. No way. I need these spirit herbs for my own cultivation. Eating those beast corpses is enough for you. I was instantly displeased. My bloodline is about to evolve again. Hurry up and give me those spirit herbs. Ling Qingshu's face darkened. She pulled out a yellow-grade mid-tier ice crystal flower and tossed it to me. This is the only one. There are no more after this. I snorted softly, swallowed the ice crystal flower, and walked away, as if I couldn't smell whether she had more or not, still as stingy as ever. Ding. Devoured. Yellow-grade mid-tier ice crystal flower. Strength +6. Defense +6. Spirit +5. Purification points +8. In order to dig through the mine as quickly as possible and digest the beast corpses, I gritted my teeth and spent 30 purification points to upgrade my Taoti's stomach once again. Skill. Taoti's stomach LV6. Innate passive skill. Possesses the digestive ability of a Taoti. Stomach space can now store up to 60 cubic meters of food and can digest anything to nourish the host. Digestion speed increased by 50%. I'm really going all in on this path now. My stats are getting so unbalanced. I sighed helplessly. I'll leave the fighting to her. I'll just stick to eating. I only have 6 purification points left, but once I finish digesting all these beast corpses, a second bloodline purification is guaranteed. I started chowing down like crazy again. Ding. Devoured. Tier 2 mid-stage copper armored turtle. Estimated digestion time, 7 hours. Ding. Devoured. Tier 2 early stage earth rock spider. Estimated digestion time, 3 hours. Outside the mine, the auxiliary guard commander, Zhang Zheng Yuan, rode in on a giant eagle and captured the 2 members of the Langia squad alive. He stared at them with icy eyes. Speak. Why did this mine collapse? And have you seen my young lady? The 2 men's legs trembled uncontrollably, stammering without making any sense. Zhang Zheng Yuan revealed a ruthless expression and directly crushed one man's throat. You have 3 breaths. I don't know why the mine collapsed either. Our Langia squad was just hunting someone down, the man explained in a trembling voice. Zhang Yuan pulled out a photo of Zhao Xin. Is this who you were hunting? Seeing the woman in the photo, the man's pupils instantly contracted. He knew he was completely finished. Seeing this, Zhang Yuan didn't even need his answer. His eyes brimmed with killing intent as he mercilessly snapped the man's neck. Zhang Yuan's face was dark as thunder, his fists clenching involuntarily. His gaze swept across the crowd. Gather everyone here immediately. Dig this mine open. The young lady must not be harmed. The young lady is only at Tier 1 late stage, let alone a mine collapse. Even if she was hit by a several hundred-pound boulder, she likely wouldn't survive. Zhang Yuan directly sent him flying with a single slap. Everyone start digging. Within 3 hours, I want to see a path leading straight into the depths of this mine. Ding. Tier 1 mid-stage, wind-chasing leopard digestion complete. Strength +13. Defense +8. Speed +18. Purification points +12. Ding. Peak Tier 1, black pattern python. Digestion complete. Strength +16. Defense +18. Ding. Purification value +20. Congratulations, host. You have broken through to the mid-Tier 1 stage. Hearing the system prompt, my mood instantly skyrocketed. After digesting all the Tier 1 demonic beast corpses, my stats surged, and my purification value crossed the 1 to 100 mark. Not to mention, I even leveled up. Talk about a triple win. Right now, my combat power is absolutely on par with a mid-Tier 1. My defense is even pushing late Tier 1 levels. With 126 purification points, I can start purifying my bloodline right now. But first, I need to wait until we dig out of this mine, and this is just the appetizer. Once I digest the Tier 2 beast corpse, still sitting in my stomach, my stats are going to explode again. Damn, I'm about to soar. Feeling the tremors coming from the ground, I suddenly stopped. The sound of digging echoed from outside the cave. I knew the guards had arrived. Perfect. I was getting sick of eating this junk food anyway. I'll let them do the digging. Time for a little break. I strutted right back to Lin Qingshu and hopped onto her shoulder. Lin Qingshu's mouth twitched. She was utterly speechless at me just a moment ago. Through our contract, a wave of pure vitality had fed back into her body. That meant I had broken through again. Just 3 days after hatching, becoming a mid-Tier 1 demonic beast. Looking at me sprawled out on Lin Qingshu's shoulder, acting all lazy, Zhao Xin covered her mouth and chuckled. Your bonded beast is really interesting, Lin. But is he tired? Why did he stop digging? He says your family's guards have already started digging from the outside. They'll break through in 2 hours, tops. Lin Qingshu replied calmly. Hearing this, Zhao Xin's face lit up with joy. Lin, thank you so much for saving my life this time. If you have any requests, I'll do everything I can to repay you. I abruptly snapped my eyes open, my two little paws frantically tugging at Lin Qingshu's collar. Little Xuexue. Ask for spirit herbs. Ask for a ton of spirit herbs. Lin Qingshu impatiently pushed my head down. Then she raised her eyes to look at Zhao Xin. I want access to the city lord estate's low-level secret realm. I'd also like some spirit herbs for cultivation. Zhao Xin thought for a moment. The estate's secret realm is usually reserved for the city guard, but I can talk to my father about it. It shouldn't be a big problem. As for the spirit herbs, that's easy. Our city lord's estate has plenty. I can deliver them to you in about 3 days. Does that work? Lin Qingshu gave a slight nod. That works. Rumble. 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 A harsh, grinding noise echoed from outside the rubble-filled mine tunnel. Eldest miss, are you in there? Hearing the shouts, Zhao Xin smiled. Commander Zhang, I'm inside the tunnel. Hurry and have your men dig it open. As the last massive boulder was moved aside, Zhao Xin and Lin Qingshu finally stepped out of the mine. Miss, you're injured. Zhang Zhengyuan immediately pulled out a healing potion to treat Zhao Xin's wounds. After drinking the potion, color slowly returned to Zhao Xin's face. Zhang Zhengyuan looked over at Lin Qingshu. And this student is? How did you end up with my miss? Zhao Xin quickly explained. Commander Zhang, Lin is a classmate of mine. If she hadn't saved me this time, I never would have escaped the Langus squad's pursuit. Zhang Zhengyuan looked at Lin Qingshu with deep gratitude. Thank you for saving my miss's life, Miss Lin. The city lord's estate will reward you handsomely. Lin Qingshu's expression remained indifferent. Since your guards are here, I still have training to do. I'll be taking my leave. After speaking, she brought me along and walked deeper into the Qingyuan forest. Zhang Jingyuan looked a bit taken aback. Miss, this classmate of yours seems to have a calmness far beyond ordinary people. Zhao Xin gave a bitter smile. If I told you he didn't even break a sweat and slaughtered over 20 people from the Langus squad, would you believe me? Commander Zhang. Hearing this, Zhang Jingyuan's eyes immediately widened in disbelief. Miss, you must be joking. The captain of the Langus squad, Lin Lang, is a peak second-tier martial artist. He has nearly 10 second-tier martial artists under his command. That guy is nothing but a mid-first-tier martial artist. How could he possibly pull that off? But he did, and he made it look as easy as eating and drinking. He didn't even have a single scratch on him. Zhang Jingyuan mentally connected the collapse of the mine to Lin Qingshu. He figured she had to be the one behind it. Walking along the small forest path, Lin Qingshu constantly scanned her surroundings, looking for a relatively safe spot. I'd already told her I was about to purify my bloodline level. Finding a flat area to the west, Lin Qingshu sat down. This place should be safe enough. How long will your purification take? I thought about it for a second. Probably about 10 minutes. All right, you can start your purification. I'll stand guard for you. I broke into a grin. Hey, little Xuexue, bear witness to your lord's second bloodline purification. System, start the bloodline purification. Beep. Deducting 100 purification points. Bloodline purification initiated. A familiar sense of drowsiness washed over me. My body began to be wrapped up in a dense and powerful bloodline aura. Once she confirmed my purification was stabilizing, Lin Qingshu immediately took out the remaining 3 stalks of spirit herbs from her storage ring and popped them right into her mouth. As she ate the spirit herbs, she actually felt inexplicably guilty to think that a former empress like her would actually have to sneak around just to eat some spirit herbs. Ding! Evolution complete. Generating system panel. Bloodline level evolved to low grade 5 star. The next evolution actually requires 1000 evolution points. That's way too fucking much. I sniffed the air, and a look of absolute outrage crossed my face. Little Xuexue, you actually snuck some spirit herbs while I was evolving? Don't be mad. Lin Qingshu's lips curled up, a hint of a smile playing on her face. Seeing is believing. Did you actually see me eating your spirit herbs? I was instantly speechless. Damn it, that's playing dirty. Pushing off with my hind legs, I tried to jump onto Lin Qingshu's shoulder like I always did, but she easily dodged me. I felt instantly wronged. The love is gone. Little Xuexue, you don't even want to be near your lord anymore. Stop acting so cute. How can you bear to reject me? Lin Qingshu just rolled her eyes. Look at how big you are now. You weigh at least 100 pounds. Do you expect me to carry you around? I paused for a second, then looked down at my own body. Holy crap. I really did get bigger. Don't worry, I've got plenty of tricks up my sleeve. I immediately pulled up the size manipulation skill and upgraded it straight to level 4. It cost me a total of 17 purification points. Size manipulation, LV. 4. Host can consume energy to freely enlarge or shrink. Current maximum scale limit, 8x. I shrank myself down to the size of a little kitten and leaped right back onto Lin Qingshu's shoulder. And this time she didn't dodge. Lin Qingshu turned her head, looking at me helplessly. Why do you insist on perching on my shoulder? Can't you just walk on your own? I lifted my chin proudly. Your lord likes it up here. I've got the high ground and total control. Plus, the view is great. A real man always prefers being on top. Spotting a crystal clear, unpolluted river ahead, my eyes lit up. Little Xuexue, let's go take a bath. You can scrub my back and I'll scrub yours. I can even offer some other services too. Get lost. In the footage, we did take a bath, but it consisted of Lin Qingshu holding me down and vigorously scrubbing me in the river. After that, she set up a spirit formation to completely block my vision, and only then did she feel safe enough to get into the water herself. There is absolutely zero trust between man and beast. I'm just a demonic beast right now. What's the harm in taking a little peek? It's not like I could do anything to you anyway. One day, your lord is going to become a divine beast. Sooner or later, I'll shatter these last-minute tricks of yours. We rested at the same spot for almost a day. This was entirely at my strong request. It's not that I'm lazy, it's just that the massive amount of demonic beast corpses inside my body needs a day to digest. Once I finish absorbing this huge wave of elemental toxin, my strength will soar even higher. Ding. Early stage tier 2 Earth Rock Spider. Digestion complete. Strength plus 24. Defense plus 20. Speed plus 10. Purification points plus 25. Ding. Mid-stage tier 2 Copper Armored Turtle. Digestion complete. Strength plus 28. Defense plus 36. Purification points plus 32. Ding. Peak stage tier 2 Bloodthirsty Wolf. Digestion complete. Strength plus 40. Defense plus 20. Speed plus 50. Evolution points plus 42. Ding. Congratulations to the host for breaking through to late stage tier 1. Ding. Congratulations to the host for breaking through to peak stage tier 1. 2 system notifications in a row had me soaring with joy. With these stats, I can definitely rival an early stage tier 2. In a real fight, I shouldn't be at a disadvantage at all. Right now, I'm still a long way from my next evolution, so let me upgrade my skills first. I rub my hands together, a thrilled smile spreading across my face, dropping over 200 purification points at once. Has to be my most extravagant purchase yet, but the power boost is undeniably massive. 2 continuous bursts of pure vital blood energy fed back into Lin Qingzhu's body, coupled with the spirit herbs she had absorbed. Her level also broke through to late stage, tier 1. Lin Qingzhu's gaze trembled slightly, her heart reeling in shock. Another breakthrough. And advancing 2 minor realms at once. Is this the terrifying talent of an ancient fierce beast? Lin Qingshu looked at me warily. Right now, my physical strength had already surpassed hers. The only thing I was slightly weaker in was spiritual power. And spiritual power was her last remaining advantage. If I surpassed her in spiritual power too, she wouldn't have any means left to counter me. No way. I have to put everything into cultivating the Myriad Illusion Spirit Scroll. I need to make raising my spiritual power my absolute top priority. Spiritual power generally improves very slowly. As long as I can maintain my lead in spiritual power, I can still keep him in check. Little Xuexu, let's keep pushing. Help me find some spirit herbs and demonic beasts that boost spiritual power. My stats are completely unbalanced. My spiritual power is lagging behind. I urged her. Hearing this, Lin Qingshu's heart skipped a beat. Don't boost your spiritual power. Spiritual power is useless to you. You don't even know any spiritual secret arts. Your spiritual power only needs to be strong enough to resist spiritual attacks. That's plenty. I scratched my head with my little paw. Makes sense, I guess. But aren't my stats way too unbalanced? My defense and attack have pretty much stepped into the tier 2 level, but my spiritual power is only at mid-stage tier 1. Qingshu's mouth twitched. Unbalanced is good. If he's unbalanced, I still have a chance. It's fine. Demonic beasts are supposed to rely on their strong physical bodies. The higher your physical stats, the stronger you are. Spiritual power isn't important to you. I have way more experience in this area than you do. Alright then. I'll just eat more spirit herbs from now on. Spirit herbs give my spiritual power a huge boost. Lin Qingshu silently committed that to memory. From now on, don't even think about getting a single spirit herb that boosts spiritual power. I lay bored on Lin Qingshu's shoulder, my eyes scanning the surroundings. Little Xuexue, where are we heading now? There are still 3 days left until your school's mock joint exam. If we head back a day early, we've got about 2 days left to spare. Hearing this, Lin Qingshu looked hesitant. I want to go get that starstone, but with our current strength, it's going to be a bit tough. Is a starstone tasty? I asked curiously. A few black lines appeared on Lin Qingshu's forehead. The starstone is an earth-grade treasure. It can help me cultivate my technique. It is not for eating. Hearing the words earth-grade, my eyes immediately lit up. Lin Qingshu cursed inwardly. I think I just said the wrong thing. She let out a light cough. The effects of the starstone are actually quite limited. Eating it won't do you any good, but it's incredibly important to me. Hearing that, I immediately lost interest in the starstone. Well, since it's so important to my little Xuexu, let's just go snatch it. Your lord here can already beat the crap out of tier 2 demonic beasts, you know. Lin Qingshu shook her head helplessly. No, we can't. I remember from my past life. The starstone is inside the nest of a late-stage tier 3 starry sky sparrow. Its strength is way beyond what we can handle. Plus, it's incredibly fast. If we get spotted, we wouldn't even be able to escape. Damn, a late-stage tier 3? Yeah, that does sound pretty tough to deal with, but who knows? Maybe my massive, genius brain can actually come up with a brilliant plan. I chuckled playfully. Just as the two of us were about to temporarily give up on the starstone, a piercing, shrill cry echoed across the sky. Startled, Lin Qingshu raised her eyes to the heavens. High up in the clouds, a giant, azure bird-type demonic beast with a wingspan of 7 or 8 meters was chasing after a martial artist riding a thunder eagle, and that demonic bird was none other than the starry sky sparrow she had just mentioned. Little Xuexu, does this mean our chance has finally come? I asked with a huge grin. The corners of Lin Qingshu's lips curled up. A hint of a smile flashed in her eyes. Yeah, we definitely have a chance now. With the starry sky sparrow leaving its nest to chase that human martial artist, she could easily grab that star stone. Without wasting a single second, she immediately activated her aura concealment technique, hiding both her presence and mine. Only then did she start heading toward the memory of the starry sky sparrow's nest. Suddenly, as if she realized something, Lin Qingshu slammed on the brakes and stopped in her tracks. Her expression darkened. I looked at her in confusion. What's wrong? That starry sky sparrow was lured away on purpose, and their goal is probably to get their hands on that exact same star stone. In her past life, the only reason she knew there was a star stone in that nest was because someone had successfully taken it out. And the ones who took it were a mercenary group, known as the Thunder Mercenary Group. The Thunder Mercenary Group is no joke. They are the #1 mercenary group in Linjiang City. Their captain, Lei Tianbao, is a martial artist who has already broken through to Tier 4. Lin Qingshu pondered. If we step in now and don't get caught, we'll be fine. But if we are discovered, we'll be provoking a terrifying enemy. I stroked my chin with my little paw, but there's only one star stone. If we miss this chance, it'll be incredibly hard to ever find another one. Besides, we don't even have enough money for food. There's no way we could ever afford to buy it. Aside from robbing them, it looks like we're out of options. The harsh reality of being a bottom-tier martial artist. Are you brave enough to risk it all with me this one time? Lin Qingshu asked softly. I confidently tipped my chin up. Don't underestimate this lord. I am a mighty touty. Snatching a mere star stone will be a piece of cake. Honestly, I just trust Lin Qingshu's protagonist Yahello, a reincarnator plus a contracted beast, who has his system and happens to be the most handsome beast in history. If this isn't the ultimate protagonist template, then what is? Our success rate is at least 98%. Charge, charge, charge! We're invincible. All the treasures are ours. A bright gleam flickered in Lin Qingshu's eyes. A deep sense of warmth and gratitude filled her heart. This feeling. It was like she finally had someone she could truly rely on. Having lived through 2 lifetimes, only a handful of people had ever made her feel this way. Ding! Lin Qingshu's intimacy has increased. Current intimacy level, 60. Devour all things talent unlocked at 60%. I flashed a smug grin. Raising intimacy is just that easy. It's almost maxed out already. A blurry silhouette dashed swiftly through the dense forest, moving at lightning speed without leaking a single trace of aura. High up in the canopy of a massive tree thick enough to take 7 or 8 people to hug, sat the nest of the starry sky sparrow. It was a whopping 20 to 30 meters wide. Even I was a little shocked. Man, if I could just eat that starry sky sparrow. Wouldn't that feel amazing? So damn good. But alas, right now, I can only dream about it. Little Xuexue, can you sense the people from the Thunder Mercenary Group? I whispered. Lin Qingshu expanded her spiritual energy to its absolute limit and carefully scanned the surroundings. Several hidden auras appeared within her perception. There are at least 5 people around us, and their levels are all very high. I immediately felt a headache coming on. Then why haven't they gone to steal the star stone yet? Because the starry sky sparrow hasn't flown far enough away yet. Even with just his field of vision, he could still completely cover everything surrounding the bird's nest. Even if they went to steal the starry stone right now, the starry sparrow chasing the thunder eagle back up into the sky would at most be a few thousand meters away from the nest. Once the distance exceeded that, he wouldn't continue moving any further away. Little Xuexu, is there a way for me to mask my aura and turn invisible? I think I might have a way. Lin Qingshu's pretty eyes widened, looking somewhat in disbelief. You have a way? I curled the corner of my mouth. I've got a brain, you know. Lin Qingshu pouted, sounding as if she thought he didn't have one. Masking my aura and turning invisible. I can manage both through array formations on the fly, but are you sure you can pull it off? I should be. Yeah. As long as I can turn invisible without leaking my aura, my success rate will be pretty high. Lin Qingshu pondered for a moment, then immediately took action. Her spiritual power carved 2 array runes onto my body, 1 breath masking array, and 1 mirror image array. Important as the starry stone may be, it's far less important than your life. If you aren't completely sure, don't. Lin Qingshu started to warn, but I grinned and laughed out loud. Little Xuexu, are you confessing your feelings to me? Were you totally captivated by my charm after just a few days? Lin Qingshu gave a soft HMPH, feeling somewhat speechless. He was worried that if I died, he'd die too. How on earth did that turn into a confession? I channeled my own spiritual power into the arrays Lin Qingshu had inscribed and quickly mastered the profound arrays. This is actually pretty fun. Can you teach me when we get back? Sure, but magical beasts generally can't learn them. Array formations aren't that simple. They only become easier to write once you break through to the Wang realm, Lin Qingshu explained. I smiled with satisfaction, then shrunk my body down to its absolute minimum form and slipped right out. With the blessing of both the breath masking and mirror image arrays, even those tier 3 martial artists couldn't detect me. Just relying on this trick alone won't be enough to safely walk away with the starry stone. The moment I dare to take the starry stone out, that starry sparrow on the perimeter will definitely notice something is wrong and come rushing back at full speed. That's why I need an accomplice to actually lure the starry sparrow away. As for who that accomplice is going to be, Well, naturally, it's those suckers down below. Fishing in troubled waters? That happens to be my specialty. Sorry, guys. The law of survival in this world is the survival of the fittest, so don't blame me for being heartless. Laming sat on the back of a Tier 3 late-stage Thunder Tiger, his gaze locked tightly on the Starry Sparrow behind him. He was Lei Shenbao's younger brother, who had accidentally discovered the Starry Sparrow's nest half a month ago. Inside that nest was an extremely precious starry stone. This Starry Sparrow was exceptionally intelligent. I've already done everything I could to provoke it, yet it still refuses to leave its nest. Lyman cursed under his breath, growing increasingly anxious. He pulled out his phone and began contacting the mercenary team lying in ambush directly beneath the Starry Sparrow's nest. Abin, take your men and go steal the Starry Stone. I'll hold the Starry Sparrow back with everything I've got. Lyman barked his orders, but the other end of the line stayed silent for 2 seconds. Menge, I know you said to steal a Starry Stone, but what if one of the Starry Sparrow's eggs just fell right into my hands instead? Would you believe me? What kind of bullshit are you spouting, Abin? I told you to steal the Starry Stone. A Starry Sparrow egg? How could that possibly compare to the Starry Stone? Lyman roared furiously. Menge, I don't know what's going on either. It literally just fell down out of nowhere. What the hell are there more of them hiding right under the Starry Sparrow's nest? Abin was completely dumbfounded. Right above his head, 3 Starry Sparrow eggs had fallen down in a row, making him feel like he'd just run into a ghost. Suddenly, a piercing shriek snapped him back to reality. Surrounded by surging astral energy, the Starry Sparrow's pupils were dyed a bloody crimson, its aura turning violently berserk. Behind him, Raymond was trying desperately to hold it back, but to no avail. Abing, you idiot. Hurry up and grab the Starlight Stone. Raymond roared in fury. However, the Starlight Sparrow had already been provoked and had begun returning to its nest. Once it went back, drawing it out again would be nearly impossible. If we don't grab it now, when else? All right, boys, get up that tree. In an instant, martial figures emerged from the shadows and swiftly began climbing up the giant tree. Inside the Starlight Sparrow's nest, I wore a look of pity. These mercenaries, they really are veterans who live life on the edge of a blade. Their reaction speed is incredible, managing to adjust their plan on the fly. The scene isn't chaotic enough? Then, let's make it a bit more chaotic. I smiled coldly and directly smashed a Starlight Sparrow egg with my claws. That sweet, fragrant aroma almost made me want to take a couple of bites myself. I poured the egg liquid down, drenching the Thunder mercenary members who were currently climbing the tree. What the hell, egg liquid? What the fuck? Who the hell spilled the Starlight Sparrow's egg liquid? High up in the sky, that Starlight Sparrow instantly flew into a rage, launching a ferocious strike that beat Raymond and his Thunder Falcon back. In its enraged state, its strength instantly surged by several notches. Who the hell is messing with me? When I catch whoever did this, I'll grind your bones to dust. Raymond was beyond furious, his fists clenched so hard they cracked. The Starlight Sparrow streaked across the sky like a blue blur, flying back to the giant tree in the blink of an eye. Countless feathers rained down like arrows toward Bing. The group immediately felt their scalps tingle. Among the 5 of them, the strongest one was Bing himself, a Tier 3 mid-stage body cultivator. Yet facing an enraged Starlight Sparrow, they still faced a 9 out of 10 chance of death. Run, run, run. Run for your lives, or we're all going to die here. All 5 of them immediately leaped down from the giant tree, running for their lives like their very souls depended on it. You idiots, can you get the hell away from me? All those feathers are landing on my back. Bing cursed at the top of his lungs. The other 4 wore awkward expressions. Big brother Bing, you're the strongest among the 5 of us. If we ran off alone, there's no way we'd escape. The Starlight Sparrow. Yeah? Big brother Bing. With great power comes great responsibility. We're brothers, after all? Bing's face turned white with rage. Brothers my ass. When I get back, I'm going to beat every single one of you to death. Hurry up and find a river to wash the egg liquid off, or the Starlight Sparrow is going to hunt you down forever. Raymond bellowed. Right now, he was desperately holding back the Starlight Sparrow. If he abandoned Bing and the others to grab the Starlight Stone, they would undoubtedly be dead meat. Run east. There's a river to the east. Bing immediately shouted. Everyone instantly changed direction, dashing frantically toward the east. Meanwhile, hiding away in a small corner, Lin Qingshu stared blankly at the scene unfolding before her. She had pushed her concealment technique to its absolute limit. As long as she didn't move, not a single person would discover her presence. That silly dog actually pulled it off. Isn't its intelligence way too high? Inside the Starlight Sparrow's nest, I watched Raymond and the Starlight Sparrow recede into the distance, then expanded my body a bit, grabbed the Starlight Stone, and climbed down the tree. If only I had a pair of golden-winged rock wings. This gluttonous beast form of mine would be truly flawless, though it's a bit of a pity. The various innate skills of the divine gluttonous form are still plenty satisfying. You shouldn't be too greedy in life, though when it comes to getting things done, I still prefer to be a little greedy. Clutching the Starlight Stone, I trotted back to Lin Qingshu, my face practically plastered with smugness. Now do you see this lord's brilliant intellect? Be a good girl and follow this lord, and you'll always eat well. Lin Qingshu completely ignored me, reaching out to stash the Starlight Stone inside her spatial ring. Then, grabbing me by the scruff, she bolted to save her life. She had indeed secured the Starlight Stone, but this was only the very first step. Xiao Shu, it'll take us at least 3 or 4 hours just to sprint out of Qingyuan Forest, right? How about we find somewhere to hide out instead? We can head straight back to school the day after tomorrow. The Thunder Mercenary group would never guess it was us, right? Lin Qingshu gave a slight shake of her head, her brows furrowing faintly. No way. Lei Yuanbao didn't come to snatch the Starry Sky Stone this time, which probably means Raymond never told him about it. Now that the Starry Sky Beast has been provoked, he's going to find out whether Raymond tells him or not. My eyes narrowed. So Lei Yuanbao is going to show up soon. Lei Yuanbao is a tier 4 martial artist. He can see right through our disguises directly. Plus, the lingering Starry Sky energy on us is a dead giveaway. Hiding out is way too passive. Then we really have to run for it. Xiaoshu, stop. Let me carry you. Lin Qingshu looked perplexed. Even though your body cultivation rank is 1 level higher than mine, you don't specialize in speed. Your movement techniques shouldn't be faster than mine, right? Just watch me burst into action. I'm definitely faster than you. I crouched down in front of Lin Qingshu, then transformed like a raging lion as, inky, pitch black aura surged all around my body. LB6's greed skill activated, all attributes skyrocketing by 60%. My original speed attribute of 440 instantly shot up to 704. This is already the speed attribute value of an early tier 2. Without a second thought, Lin Qingshu climbed onto my back, simultaneously casting a lightness spell to lighten the burden. Her hands pressed against my broad back, feeling a physical strength that far surpassed her own. This terrifying power, it's probably getting close to the mid-tier 2 level. Just as Lin Qingshu was lost in thought, a roaring sound echoed across the sky above. A man shrouded in crackling lightning streaked rapidly across the sky. At the same time, his gaze swept down at me and the fleeing girl on the ground. Lei Yuanbao, mid-tier 4, martial artist. He really came after all, and he spotted us. Lin Qingshu let out a sigh. Are we exposed then? I asked. Not yet, but once Lei Yuanbao and Raymond's group finish dealing with the Starry Sky Beast, they're definitely going to connect the dots back to us. There's a 60% chance we're exposed. Only by getting back to Linjiang High as soon as possible will we be safe. I cursed under my breath, then once again squeezed every ounce of power from within my body, boosting my speed by another notch. The two of us turned into a hazy blur, shuttling through the dense jungle. Lei Yuanbao vibrated his wings, riding the lightning as he hurried toward Raymond's location. Right now, Raymond and the others were locked in a fierce battle with the Starry Sky Beast, scrambling away in utter panic. They finally managed to leap into the river to wash off the sticky egg fluid, only letting out a breath of relief once it was all cleaned off. A stray blast of Starry Sky energy struck Raymond's shoulder, tearing open a gash of fresh, bright red blood. Raymond's face instantly drained of color. His expression turned pitch black, but out of the corner of his eye, he caught sight of Lei Yuanbao rushing over, and a look of delighted surprise flashed deep within his eyes. You damned winged beast, my big brother is here now. Let's see how arrogant you can be now. Seeing Lei Yuanbao arrive, Ah Bin and the other 4 wept tears of joy, scrambling ashore in a flurry, and biting back the pain to pluck out the feathers stuck to their bodies. Lei Yuanbao crackled with blinding lightning as he beat his lightning wings, then unleashed a mountain-shattering strike that forced the Starry Sky Beast back. Sensing the terrifying, oppressive bloodlust radiating from Lei Yuanbao, the Starry Sky Beast's survival instincts kicked in, driving it to flee for its life. Now that this commander is here, do you really think you still have a chance to escape? Lei Yuanbao's gaze narrowed fiercely, gathering a spear of crackling lightning in the palms of his hands, before hurtling it forward like a missile. Bang! The Starry Sky Beast's head was struck dead on, shattered instantly into a bloody mess by the explosive thunder. Its lifeless body plummeted heavily to the ground. After finishing off the Starry Sky Beast, Lei Yuanbao turned his gloomy gaze toward Raymond. Is this how you lead the Thunder Mercenary group out here to get yourselves killed? Raymond wiped his face. Big brother, it's all because some scoundrel ambushed me. Otherwise, I definitely would have gotten my hands on the Star Stone. So not only did you fail to get the Star Stone, but it's still sitting right inside the Starry Sky Beast's nest. If we head over there now, it's definitely still there, Raymond said with absolute conviction. Lei Yuanbao shot him a look, then led him rushing toward the Starry Sky Beast's nest. But when they arrived at the den, it was completely empty. Only a single smashed bird egg was left behind. I pushed all the other bird eggs straight down, and I made off with the Starlight Stone directly. Liming's expression changed drastically. He was so angry, his face turned green. Impossible. The Starlight Stone must still be here. I saw the Starlight Stone here myself half a month ago, Liming said with a flushed face. Lei Qianbao knitted his brows as he retraced the events, telling me not to miss a single detail. Liming clenched his fists, his eyes brimming with murderous intent. Today, I brought Abin and the others over. 7 high bows. Lei Qianbao's face grew increasingly gloomy, radiating coldness all around him. As he recalled this place in his mind, he remembered catching a hasty glimpse of Lin Xingxiang. He had been moving in a rush, with a trace of lingering astral energy still clinging to his body. Even with a concealment technique, it couldn't completely shield him from his perception. In a single flash of realization, he connected all the dots. Interesting. A mere tier 1 martial artist actually dared to steal treasure from my Thunder Mercenary group. Hearing this, Liming's eyes widened, utterly in disbelief. Brother, you're saying the person who stole our Starlight Stone was a tier 1 martial artist. How could a tier 1 martial artist possibly evade his perception, bypass Abin and the others, and climb up to the star vulture's nest? Lei Qianbao unfolded his lightning wings once more, locking his gaze onto Lemming. Susu. Gather all the brothers and block every exit of the Qingyuan forest. Focus the search on a female student around 18 years old, at the late Tier 1 stage. By her side, there is also a black demonic beast the size of a lion. Also, dispatch 2 men to guard the gates of Linjiang High School. With those final words, he vibrated his wings and soared into the sky, giving chase in the direction of Lin Qingxue. Lai Ming frantically pulled out his phone and began contacting the other brothers. Quickly block all exits of the Qingyuan forest. Hunt down a late Tier 1 Linjiang University female student, accompanied by a black demonic beast. Send 2 men to keep watch at the gates of Linjiang High School as well. What? She already left the Qingyuan forest 10 minutes ago. Lai Ming's hand holding the phone trembled slightly, his complexion instantly turning pale. Unbelief filled the depths of his eyes. How is this even possible? From here to the exit of the Qingyuan forest takes at least 3 to 4 hours. She's only at the late Tier 1 stage, so no matter how fast she is, she shouldn't be this fast. Lai Ming roared furiously, his eyes turning blood red. Even if you run all the way back to Linjiang High School, I'm going to kill you. Even while sprinting through the streets, I am still the size of a large lion. My entire body is completely drenched in sweat. Bursting forward at such high intensity, even for me, puts a massive strain on my body. Alright, Wu Liu, you can stop now. We're already back outside the city. Let me take over the journey. With my 5G and physical boost, my speed won't be slow either. Lin Qingshu said, I'm almost too exhausted to move. With that, it shrank down to the size of a cat and slumped onto his shoulder. Little Xuexu, don't push yourself too hard. And don't you dare say you can't. Running flat out for nearly 3 hours straight, you've more than earned a break. Lin Qingshu wore a slight smile. You've worked hard. He circulated his vital energy and began sprinting at full speed toward Linjiang High School. Almost there. Just another 7 or 8 minutes, and we'll reach the gates of Linjiang High School. Boom! A terrifying flash of lightning struck down, landing mere inches away from Lin Qingshu. Fortunately, he dodged it with everything he had, though the lingering shockwaves still clipped his legs, sending a wave of numbness through them. Lin Qingshu sighed, her expression turning quite grim. We still got caught after all. Lei Qianbao has a flying magical tool, so his speed is naturally terrifyingly fast. Holding on to wishful thinking will always cost you dearly in the end. Little queen, the treasures of my Thunder mercenary group aren't so easily taken. Hand them over. And out of respect for Principal Liu, I'll spare your life. Lei Yuanbao said in a cold voice. Lin Qingshu's gaze flickered with a hint of vigilance. I have no idea what you are talking about. Once she admitted it, Lei Yuanbao would be even less likely to let her go. Lei Yuanbao twisted the corner of his mouth, his eyes carrying a chilling edge. If you don't understand, then I'll just take it myself. A large amount of electric arcs surged from his palms, condensing into a terrifying thunderball, hurtling straight toward Lin Qingshui. At this critical moment, a figure suddenly appeared, blocking the terrifying attack for her. As the thunder radiance dissipated, the figure of Zhang Zhengyuan was revealed. He stared coldly at Lei Tianbao with icy eyes. Lei Tianbao, do you even know where you are right now? Violence is strictly prohibited within the city limits, and killing people casually is even more forbidden. Have you got a death wish? Seeing this, Lei Tianbao's expression instantly turned ugly. Commander Zhang, this student stole a treasure from my Thunder mercenary group. I was simply taking it back. Zhang Zhengyuan frowned and glanced at Lin Qingshu, then flashed a warm smile. Miss Lin, you may head back to school first. I'll handle Lei Tianbao for you. Thank you, Commander Zhang. Lin Qingshu offered her thanks, and then continued her hurried way toward Linjiang High School. Seeing this, Lei Tianbao was consumed with fury. Commander Zhang, isn't this going too far? Lei Tianbao gritted his teeth and said. Zhang Zhengyuan let out a cold laugh. By the order of the city lord, this commander is responsible for maintaining order within Linjiang City. Furthermore, Miss Lin is my young Mrs. Savior. How dare you lay a hand on her? Besides, she is merely a humble, late-stage martial artist. How could she possibly have stolen a treasure from someone like you? 4th stage, mid-tier martial artist? Are you insulting this commander's intelligence? Lei Tianbao's face turned livid with rage. Commander Zhang, I dare say I have never offended you before. Previously, I always backed down when I could, but are you really going to push me to the brink of death? Lei Tianbao's tone was chillingly extreme. Zhang Jingguan's expression turned equally icy. And what if this commander is pushing you? What are you going to do about it? I'll give you 3 seconds to get lost, or else this commander will wipe out your Thunder mercenary group. Lei Tianbao gritted his teeth so hard they felt like they would shatter. Fine. You've got guts. Zhang Zhengyuan, I'll step back for now. Dropping those words, he left consumed with bitter hatred. Whew. That was way too close to biting the dust. Good thing I chose to save Zhao Xin earlier. Crouched right on top of Lin Qingshu's head, I felt a deep sense of relief. The protagonist's plot armor is truly overpowered after all. There's always some supporting character stepping up to take the bullet. Right ahead is Linjiang High School. Once we're inside the gates, we'll be safe. Yet Lin Qingshu didn't let her guard down in the slightest. After locking eyes with a member of the Thunder mercenary group, she sped up her pace even further. She had long guessed that, given Lei Tianbao's personality, he would never let her off so easily. What the hell, these bastards are so persistent and disgusting. They actually blocked someone right at the front gate. I cursed out loud. Both of those guys exuded immensely powerful auras, at the very least being late second stage martial artists. One of them transformed into a blur, blocking right in front of Lin Qingxue. Hey there, student. I advise you to come with us quietly. Otherwise, don't blame our Thunder mercenary group for not giving you a chance. Lin Qingxue stared at him coldly. This is Linjiang High School. Aren't you afraid our principal will slap you to death? Li Hu sneered derisively. Principal Lu is formidable indeed, but we aren't making a move or starting a fight. We're just blocking someone. Does he really bother managing such trivial matters? The atmosphere instantly froze. The students entering and exiting the gates of Linjiang High School also noticed the commotion over here. Hey, isn't that Lin Qingxue? A tall, slender male student was the first to recognize her. It really is her. Why is she being blocked by people from the Thunder mercenary group? Zhang Yuan crossed his arms over his chest, wearing a gloating look on his face. Chances are she brought this on herself by offending someone. Look at that usual icy attitude of hers, acting like she looks down on everyone. Chances are, running your mouth out there. And offending big shots from the Thunder mercenary group. Facing the chatter, Lin Qingxue acted as if she couldn't hear a thing. A bunch of absolute morons. Just wait till I evolve. I'll beat the living crap out of every single one of you. I cursed away on his shoulder. 2 or 3 more people stepped out from the crowd, all of them at the late stage of the first tier, or even its peak. These few individuals were precisely the most outstanding students of this year at Linjiang High. What kind of style does the Thunder mercenary group have? It's not like you guys don't know. That guy Lei Tianbao is notoriously vindictive. For them to openly block people right at the school gates, things definitely aren't that simple. Lai Lianshan said calmly. Miao Chu and Tai Mo looked ahead. That's right. Half a month ago, the Black Bee squad outside the city only quarreled with members of the Thunder mercenary group over a hunted prey, and the very next day they were found, with all their limbs snapped, dumped right at the doorstep of the bounty station. To this day, nobody knows who did it, but it's not hard to guess who the murderer is. Should we go help out? Chu Yuansheng looked toward the other two. Li Lianshan looked somewhat surprised. Since when did you become so full of a sense of justice? Chu Yuansheng gave a dry cough. I've always been this righteous. Alright? Having said that, he ignored the others and walked straight toward Lin Qingxue. Chu Yuansheng raised a hand and slapped it onto Li Hu's shoulder. Coming to Linjiang High to stir up trouble, even Yuan Baodong isn't as bold as you. Li Hu turned his head weirdly, looking at Chu Yuansheng with an expression of utter disbelief. What the hell? Do you even know who the fuck I am? Chu Yuansheng raised an eyebrow and swung a palm right across his face. Then do you fucking know who the hell I am? Li Hu was stunned by the blow, followed instantly by unadulterated fury. The terrifying blood chi within his body began to churn. He raised his hand, fully intending to finish Chu Yuansheng off. Only the moment he lifted his hand, a faint pressure pinned him straight to the ground, unable to move at all. An elderly man dressed in plain martial arts attire slowly walked out of Linjiang High. He spread his hands slightly, condensing a surging river of blood chi. Tell Li Tianbao this. Li Hu, my student is someone he cannot touch. Otherwise, this old man will personally pay him a visit and send him on his final journey. Li Hu was already scared out of his wits, nodding frantically like pounding garlic. The next second, he was casually tossed away like trash by Lu Qingshan. The other guy took one look at that and bolted immediately. Grandpa, why'd you only just get here? Chu Yuansheng complained with mild dissatisfaction. Lu Qingshan glared at him. At school, you need to call me principal. Now get your ass back inside and cultivate. You need to break through to the second tier, stage 5 within a month. Chu Yuansheng slunk away dejectedly. Li Lianshan wore a look as if he'd just seen a ghost staring at Chu Yuansheng. Holy crap. You were the principal's grandson this whole time. Then why the hell didn't you say so earlier? Chu Yuansheng glanced sideways at him. Why on earth would I tell you? Under the oppressive weight of Lu Qingshan's aura, all the students quickly dispersed in a hurry. Thank you, principal, for stepping in to help, Lin Qingxue said with gratitude. Lu Qingshan's gaze was solemn and piercing, as he sized her up with a trace of curiosity. Follow me to the office. I have a few things I'd like to discuss with you in private. Lin Qingxue gave a nod, and followed Lu Qingshan into his office. Sitting down in the office chair, Lu Qingshan took a sip of water. You little girl, you've got quite a bit of nerve, don't you? You must have gone into the Qingyuan forest, and snatched food right out of the tiger's mouth from the Thunder mercenary group, didn't you? Yes. Lin Qingxue had no intention of hiding it whatsoever. Hearing this, Lu Qingshan was slightly startled, but a smile quickly surfaced on his face. Whatever you manage to get, I don't care. That's your own capability. Inside the school grounds, I will protect you and keep you safe and sound. But matters outside the school are none of my concern. You need to understand that. I understand. Unless absolutely necessary, I will rarely step outside the school. Lu Qingshan stroked his beard. I remember that previously, your class 10 didn't even have a single student at the late stage of the first tier. Keep working hard. If you can manage to rank in the top 5 of the mock joint examination, the day after tomorrow, I'll take care of Li Yuan's newspaper issue for you. Lin Qingxue quickly broke into a smile. Thank you, principal. I won't let you down. Stepping out of Lu Qingshan's office, Zhao Xin was already waiting right outside the door. Lin Qingxue, Lei Tianbao didn't hurt you, did he? Zhao Xin asked with concern. Lin Qingxue shook her head faintly. No. Thank you for your concern, Miss Zhao. A smile appeared on Zhao Xin's face. You can just call me Zhao Xin. I'll call you Qingxue, too. Do you need me to use the City Lord Mansion's influence to help you deal with Lei Tianbao? Otherwise, given Lei Tianbao's personality, he probably won't just let this go. The principal has already agreed to handle Lei Tianbao for me, so there's no need for the City Lord's Mansion to step in. That works too. Zhao Xin then took out a wooden box and several jade bottles and handed them over to Lin Qingshu. These are the spiritual herbs I promised you, Qingshui. In addition, I prepared a few extra bottles for you. A bottle of blood pill, hoping it will help you break through to the peak of the otherworld realm as soon as possible. Lin Qingshu glanced at Zhao Xin, then calmly accepted the items. On top of that, my father has already agreed to let you enter the City Lord Mansion's lower-tier secret realm. The secret realm opens next month. Does that time work for you, Qingshu? Zhao Xin asked. Hearing this good news, Lin Qingshu couldn't help but smile slightly. Thank you. I have no problem with the timing. Great. I'll send someone to pick you up then. It just so happens we can gain experience together. I've been inside that secret realm a few times already. Zhao Xin said with a smile. Goodbye, Zhao Xin. Lin Qingshu began walking toward her dormitory. She knew very well why Zhao Xin was showing her such favor. Lin Qingshu needed resources right now, and even more so, she needed to use every available resource to boost her strength. Just as she was reminiscing, Zhang Yuan directly blocked her path, a sneer plastered across his face. Lin Qingshu, you really are lucky, but the principal can only protect you inside the school. Do you plan on never stepping foot outside the school gates for the rest of your life? Lin Qingshu gave him a cold, dismissive glance. My business has nothing to do with you. Zhang Yuan's expression instantly turned icy. Who the hell are you acting tough for? You offended the Thunder Mercenary Corps, so just wait to die. He threw out a slap, sending him flying instantly. I leaped down from Qingshu's shoulder, my body suddenly expanding in size, resembling a ferocious beast, my aura rivaling that of a tier 2 early-stage fierce beast. Zhang Yuan crawled up while clutching his face, and just as he wanted to fight back, he was startled out of his wits by me. His eyes nearly popped out of his head, and his legs were trembling. I let out a furious roar, the fierce sound, scaring Zhang Yuan so badly he pissed himself right there on the ground. I wore an expression of disgust and then bypassed him alongside Lin Qingshu. Zhang Yuan, slumped and paralyzed on the ground, shook uncontrollably, unable to snap back to reality for a long time. This is impossible. That egg was just an ordinary fierce beast egg. How could it reach this level in such a short time? It must be fake. Right, it's fake. He scrambled up from the ground, resentment flashing in his eyes. Bitch, just you wait and see how I teach you a lesson in the mock joint exam. Back in the dormitory, Lin Qingshu and I collapsed limply onto the bed. Today alone, the running we did was more than the previous 5 days combined, and we almost died several times over. I scratched my head, harboring a deep grudge against Lei Tianbao. Once this lord's attribute points go up, I'm definitely going to butcher him. But as soon as I said that, I felt a little doubtful myself. Little Suexue, we can't leave Linjiang High right now, and my talent requires me to devour massive amounts of fierce beasts, minerals, spiritual herbs, and similar resources. At this rate, how are we ever going to get our revenge? Lin Qingshu let out a long breath, her expression returning to calm. Revenge isn't strictly necessary right now. Our only goal right now is to build up our strength. Are we just not going to get revenge then? Of course we're going to get revenge, just not right now. If we go after them now, we're just throwing ourselves at a brick wall. Lin Qingshu flashed a subtle, knowing smile. The location for the upcoming mock joint exam is the low-level mystic realm belonging to our Linjiang High School. We'll be able to stay inside the mystic realm for 10 whole days. Next month, we'll also be able to enter the City Lord's Estate's low-level mystic realm. On top of that, to give us a final push for our last year of high school, the City Lord is opening up Linjiang City's only ultimate mystic realm for the top 10 ranked students to train in. At the same time, Commander Zhang from the City Lord's Estate will teach us martial arts traces. These are all massive opportunities for us. With only 4 months left, I still need to push harder. In the days leading up to the mock joint exam, Lin Qingshu spent every waking moment cultivating, focusing on both vital energy and spiritual power simultaneously. Lin Qingshu kept everything from Zhao Xing and Lin Yaozong that could boost spiritual power for herself, while giving all the rest to me. Consider it a reward for risking our lives earlier. This approach was also a safeguard for herself, just in case my spiritual power ever surpassed hers. Lying on the little bed, I was currently struggling against laziness. After fighting it a few times, I completely gave up. As expected, I'm just much better suited for a pampered lifestyle, just eating and drinking without a care in the world. Lin Qingshu stopped cultivating, stood up, and tidied up the dorm room. Today was the day of the mock joint exam. I jumped onto Lin Qingshu's shoulder, and we walked into the classroom together. Before entering the mystic realm, we needed to undergo testing for vital energy and spiritual power. Everyone had already arrived in the classroom. Only then did our homeroom teacher, Wang Jianming, slowly walk in, clutching an old, battered thermos. After sweeping his gaze across the room, he finally sat down. Classmates, With only 4 months left until the National Martial Arts exams, whether or not you can get into a martial arts university is pretty much set in stone by now. Anyone who is willing to accept a school-assigned job later on can come find me in my office. Also, the principal is attaching great importance to this mock joint exam. The rewards this time are much better than in previous years. The top 30 students will all receive resource distributions. Third place will receive a mid-grade yellow tier spiritual tool. Second place will receive a mid-grade yellow tier spiritual tool, along with a high-grade yellow tier weapon. As for first place, on top of the rewards for second place, they will also get an extra soul-nourishing pill. As those 3 words, soul-nourishing pill, dropped, an uproar instantly swept through the classroom like towering waves. Lin Qingshu's gaze turned sharp and steady, a thought flashing through her mind. Looks like I have no choice but to take that first place spot. After Wang Jianming explained everything related to the mock joint exam, he immediately started the vital energy and spiritual power test. 2 well-worn testing instruments were wheeled into the classroom, and the students lined up one by one to test their vital energy and spiritual power. Let me see if anyone in our class 10 has a shot at making it into the school's top 10. Even though Wang Jianming said those words, he sounded entirely lacking in confidence. Lu Yang. Vital energy value, 218. Mid-stage tier 1 body cultivator. Spiritual power, 54. Unranked spiritual master, Zhang Changsho. Vital energy value, 135. Early stage tier 1 body cultivator. Spiritual power, 69. Unranked spiritual master, Zhang Yuan. Vital energy value, 321. Mid-stage tier 1 body cultivator. Spiritual power, 100. Early stage tier 1 spiritual master. Instantly, everyone turned to look at Zhang Yuan. Even Wang Jianming wore a smile on his face. Not bad at all. You're not far from the 350 vital energy points required for the late stage. And you actually managed to hit 100 points of spiritual power. This shows you also have quite a bit of talent on the spiritual master's path. Zhang Yuan smiled smugly. Thank you for the praise, Teacher Wang. I'll work even harder. He shot a glance at Lin Qingshu, his eyes brimming with triumph. As the students continued testing one by one, still no one else in the entire class broke through to the late tier 1 stage. Lin Qingshu stood up, stepped forward, and placed her palms onto the 2 testing instruments. Barely a few breaths later, her vital blood and spiritual power values flashed brightly across the large screen. Lin Qingshu, vital blood value, 420. Late first tier physical body, spiritual power, 385. Late first tier spiritual master. Everyone sat there dumbfounded, gazing at the numbers calculated in a single sweep. Zhang Yuan nearly passed out from sheer frustration. He cheated. How could her vital blood and spiritual power possibly be this high? Teacher Wang, I request a thorough check on Lin Qingshu. Did she take some kind of temporary performance-enhancing banned drug? And check the instruments too, are they malfunctioning? It wasn't just Zhang Yuan. Everyone else was harboring serious doubts about Lin Qingshu's stats. Hell, this makes 0 sense. Wang Jianming stared at the numbers on the screen, his eyes widening in disbelief, which instantly melted into sheer joy and excitement. Awesome. I've watched classmate Qingshu's progress every step of the way. I hope you'll bring glory to our class and take first place in the mock joint exams. Lin Qingshu gave a slight nod, then turned to head back to her seat. Standing over there, Zhang Yuan's face turned a mottled shade of green and white. Teacher Wang, Lin Qingshu's test results clearly don't make sense. I demand a retest. Seriously, that's way too exaggerated. Another total hack. Huh. Muttered one of the boys under his breath. Wang Jianming slammed his palm down hard on the desk. I am a mid-second tier martial artist. My perception of vital blood is way sharper than any of yours. Classmate Lin Qingshu's vital blood is abundant and rock solid. All of it gained through genuine cultivation. Everyone else's vital blood in this room is nowhere near as stable as hers. As he said this, Wang Jianming shot a pointed look right at Zhang Yuan. And there's nothing wrong with the testing instruments either. These were uniformly inspected and approved by the school. Wang Jianming's thorough explanation solidified the reality of Lin Qingshu's freakish vital blood and spiritual power. In an instant, the gazes of over 50 people all converged on me. I flashed a displeased look. Since when are other women for you lot to gawk at? Suddenly, I released my aura, and a violent wave of vital blood pressure surged through the entire classroom. Everyone felt as if a giant hand had choked off their windpipe, their faces turning deathly pale. Right at that moment, the 2 instruments used for testing vital blood and spiritual power let out a double beep. Unknown fierce beast. Vital blood value, 498. Spiritual power, 250. Peak first tier, fierce beast. Who knows who yelled out, what the actual fuck? Followed immediately by a chorus of shocked, swearing voices. The entire room erupted into total chaos. I've been tempering my vital blood since I was 7 years old, and I've only got a little over 200 points today. Some mud is more than triple my score. Did the machine glitch or something? Didn't they say spirit beasts usually have garbage spiritual power? How the hell is his 250? I grew even more pissed off. Who the hell are you calling a mutt? The next second, I leaped straight off Lin Qingshu's shoulder, my body expanding instantly in midair. In the blink of an eye, a ferocious, nearly 3-meter-tall beast materialized right there in the classroom. Everyone had to crane their necks just to look up at me. I slowly stalked over, to stand right in front of the guy who had just called me a mutt. A terrifying, murderous aura radiated from my body. Seeing this scene unfold, Wang Jianming, who had been beaming with joy just seconds ago, was completely stunned. I scooped the guy up with a single paw, fixing my fierce tiger eyes right on him. The boy was shaking like a leaf in a storm. D-Dog Lord no, Dog God. I was wrong. I was seriously wrong. Please spare me, sir. 2 streams of scorching hot air blasted out of my nostrils, making it abundantly clear just how furious I was. Exactly what part of me looks like a dog. Lin Qingshu massaged her temples, sighing deeply. Wu Liang, get your ass back here right now. Quit making a scene. I let out a cold snort. No way. I'm going to slaughter him. The bastard actually had the nerve to call me a mongrel. Absolute humiliation. I'll apologize to you on his behalf. Once we head into the secret realm later, I'll catch some spirit beasts for you to snack on. Lin Qingshu sighed in helpless frustration, her chest rising and falling. Her gaze was filled with pure murderous intent. Yet she still tossed him flying out. It finally shrank back down to its original form and leaped right back onto Lin Qingshu's head. Though her expression remained fiercely angry, Lin Qingshu stood up, scanning the room. Her face was ice cold. My natal spirit beast has a rather nasty temper. He doesn't like being called a dog. If any of you try provoking him again, don't say I didn't warn you. If he loses his temper, even I won't be able to hold him back. The farce left the classroom dead silent. Not a single soul dared to look at me again. Zhang Yuan's entire face froze stiff. His eyes locked onto me with a lethal glare. That was supposed to be his spirit beast egg. That was meant to be his natal spirit beast, and the one who triumphed brilliantly in front of everyone today should have been him. Zhang Yuan was seething with pure rage. He almost passed out on the spot from sheer fury. Given the current strength of Lin Qingshu and Wu Liang, what on earth could he possibly use to compare against them? Wang Jianming took a deep breath, only then managing to suppress the shock in his heart. Wu Liang unleashing his aura had genuinely given him a massive scare, followed immediately by overwhelming, irrepressible joy. My special class teacher bonus is practically in the bag. He gave a couple of deliberate coughs to break the tense atmosphere in the classroom. Liu Yang, I am calling you out specifically for a reprimand. I have said it many times. Certain spirit beasts possess extremely high intelligence. If you insult them, you are practically provoking them and actively speeding up your own death. Pull that stunt again and you'll face formal disciplinary action. Liu Yang nodded with tears in his eyes. I remember now. Wang Jianming forcefully bit back the wide grin, threatening to split his face. You all have 1 hour left before entering the secret realm. Remember, staying alive is your top priority. Resources and rankings come second. I'm all for some friendly sparring between classmates. Competition breeds progress. Just try your best not to take it to a life or death extreme. Killing isn't strictly forbidden inside the secret realm, but I truly hope that everyone holds onto a shred of kindness in their hearts. At the very least, kindness toward your fellow clan members. I look forward to your growth, and I look forward to seeing your progress. Wishing you all stellar results ahead of time. Wang Jianming cast a heavy, meaningful glance in my direction before turning and walking out of the classroom. Even after he left, not a single person in the entire class dared to breathe a word. The oppressive aura brought by me and Lin Qingshu was simply too suffocating. Liu Yang sat there on pins and needles, terrified that I would snap and eat him alive in a fit of rage. Nearly an hour passed. I glanced at the time and figured it was about right, so I walked out of the classroom all by myself. Only then did the atmosphere in the class finally return to normal. My God, since when did our school produce such a ridiculously overpowered genius? Aside from our school belle Lin, who else could possibly take first place this time? Zhu Yuansheng is decent, sure, but his blood chi level definitely doesn't hold a candle to our school. Wait, the school belle's natal beast is just too high tier. Zhang Yuan stared angrily at the crowd, his fists clenched so tight they trembled. You idiots are the only ones gullible enough to believe that trash. Lin Qingshu's rank can't possibly be real. There's literally no way anyone can progress that fast. Once we go up against Li Lianshan, or top 5 rankers like Chu Yuansheng, she's going to be exposed immediately. Liu Yang shot him a look of utter disdain. Zhang Yuan, who doesn't know that all your blood, chi, and spiritual energy were bought by popping pills like candy? Pills you funded by selling your own body, no less. How do you even have the shamelessness to slander the school belle? Bullshit. Zhang Yuan trembled with rage, yet found himself completely unable to spit out a single counter-argument. Seeing this, the others started mocking him mercilessly. Aren't you just green with envy because school belle Lin is drop-dead gorgeous and has insane talent? As if you're even worthy of being mentioned in the same breath as her. The front must have been bribed. Her hips are padded. Her rank was totally cheated. Aside from that, what else do you even have? Are you even anything at all? I heard he's a top-tier player. He had young Master Sun completely wrapped around his finger. Zhang Yuan instantly blew his top. In the end, he could only run off with a blushing face. Wang Jianming walked refreshingly toward the other teachers. Old Wang, sounds like your class has produced a total genius. The person who spoke was Class 1's head teacher, Zhou Wenpeng. Wang Jianming faintly curved the corner of his lips. Not bad. Barely managed to put up an opinion. In the later stages, we can finally go toe-to-toe with your class. Zhou Wenpeng immediately laughed. Old Wang, are you getting full of yourself? Or do you think I can't lift my blade anymore? Class 1 has Chu Yuansheng and Zhao Xin. Those two have monopolized the top 3 in the whole school for years. Plus, I've got another piece of news to tell you. Zhao Xin might have just broken through to the peak of the first tier. Wang Jianming, however, acted completely out of character and said nothing. He simply sat down, opened his thermos, and took a sip of tea. Gulp, gulp. 2 students at the peak of the first tier? Well, that's definitely not bad. Old Joe, you still have a bit of skill after all. But this year's Gold Medal Teacher Award, who it's going to land on is still anyone's guess. Wang Jianming, being so utterly composed, left the other teachers utterly bewildered. Lu Qingshan walked over, his gaze sweeping across the crowd. Let's get started. Open the secret realm entrance, and let all the students in. Hearing the principal's command, Dean Li Hui immediately walked up to the podium. Quiet, everyone. The Linjiang High School 2025 mock joint exam begins now. All students enter the secret realm in batches by class order. Remember, you only have 10 days. If you get injured, you can exit early, but you won't be able to enter this secret realm again. Class 1 enters first. The light shifted and warped, and in just the blink of an eye, we appeared in an unfamiliar place. Is this the secret realm? It doesn't look all that different from the real world, except the energy in the air is a lot denser. Lin Qingxu remarked, a secret realm is actually just a folded space. This space exists independently of the main world, and the conditions for its formation are extremely harsh. Little Sushu, hurry up and take me to hunt the strongest demonic beasts here. I need to hurry up and undergo my 3rd evolution, I urged internally. Being treated like a canine demonic beast every single day was driving me absolutely crazy. Can you estimate roughly how much more you need to evolve? If they're early tier, 2 demonic beasts, I probably need to eat 40 or 50 of them, I replied. There's no way this secret realm has over 40. Early tier, 2 demonic beasts. In Lin Qingshua's memories, there were fewer than 20. I instantly felt a bit reluctant. Only that many? What kind of secret realm is this? Lin Qingshu curved the corners of her lips and said, the quantity of powerful ones really isn't that high, but there's a spiritual herb field hidden in here. There are tons of spiritual herbs inside, including a mid-grade profound tier crystal ginseng that can be used to boost blood qi. It'll be just right for me. I'll let you have that crystal ginseng so you can break through to the peak of the first tier. All the other spiritual herbs will be mine. Then let's go. We're heading straight to snatch the herb field. Lin Qingshu shook her head slightly. No. Every student entering the secret realm spawns at the very edge, while the herb field is right in the center. It's impossible for anyone to fight us for the herbs just yet. We'll hunt down early tier, 2 demonic beasts all the way there. I'm getting that crystal ginseng, and I'm getting the destiny divine pill too. Just as we set off, Liu Yang walked over toward us. Upon seeing him, Lin Qingshu instantly wore a chilling gaze. Liu Yang swallowed hard, lowering his head guiltily. School bell, Lin. Don't misunderstand. I was just running my mouth back when we disappeared. I'm apologizing. Your natal demonic beast is definitely the coolest I've ever seen. Lin Qingshu frowned slightly. If you don't have anything else to say, I'm leaving. Liu Yang hurriedly called out to stop her. School bell, Lin. Wait. Before entering the secret realm, I overheard Zhang Yuan and Sun Chao from Class 5 plotting against you. I just happened to run into you, so I wanted to give you a heads up and apologize. Thanks for letting me know. Lin Qingxu gave a faint nod and walked straight past. I popped a tier 1 qi and blood pill into my mouth, cultivating as we hurried along. Little Suakshu, let's go butcher. That Zhang Yuan bastard who's been running his mouth in front of us this whole time. He's getting so annoying. A trace of killing intent welled up in Lin Qingshu's eyes. I naturally won't let anyone who wants me dead off the hook. If we run into him, just kill him. Life and death are of no consequence in the secret realm trials anyway. There's an early stage tier 2 salt corrosive tiger ahead. Go devour it. Once you're done eating, we'll hit the road again. I jumped off Lin Qingshu's pointed shoulder, my body morphing back to its normal size, and swaggered right into the salt corrosive tiger's cave. Faint roars echoed from inside. What the? This guy's playing Jenga in here? Damn it, I haven't even had luck like this in my entire life. How do you have the nerve to pull this kind of stuff in broad daylight? My body grew larger and pitch black. Ink like miasma burst forth. Sensing an unusual aura, the salt corrosive tiger abruptly stopped its mating session. But in a mere 2 or 3 moves, I flattened it along with its peak tier 1 mate. With the salt corrosive tiger dealt with, we pushed on toward the next tier 2, beast lair. On a patch of flat ground inside a valley, stone tree puppets swarmed around a massive black turtle. Li Lianshan wiped the sweat from his brow, his face chilling over completely. This old turtle is a real pain to kill. It's just a shame we lost that giant spirit herb. Otherwise, with my peak tier 1 strength, I definitely could have worn it down to death. The ground began to tremor. Brother Shan, let's bail. This old turtle's defense is way too high. If we keep going like this, we'll literally exhaust ourselves to death without killing it. Yeah, instead of wasting time here, we'd be better off hunting some lower tier beast. That way we can rack up way more points. Li Lianshan looked at the black tortoise, which had barely sustained minor injuries, a wave of frustration surging in his heart. In the end, he could only grit his teeth and give up. Li Lianshan raised his gaze, and a slender figure caught his eye as she walked over. Lin Qingshu, what are you doing out here all by yourself? Lin Qingshu glanced at him dismissively and looked away. Then, dropping 3 cold words, she walked right past him. Hunting beasts. A dozen plus people stood there dumbfounded, watching Lin Qingshu head straight toward the black tortoise. Is she seriously planning to take on that massive black tortoise, all by herself with just a dog? Li Lianshan immediately hurried over toward Lin Qingshu. Classmate Lin, would you be interested in teaming up? We can split the points for this black tortoise evenly. I'm sure that with the two of us joining forces, we can definitely grind it down. Lin Qingshu shook her head slightly. No need. I'm enough to kill it by myself. Li Lianshan's smile froze on his face. Classmate Lin, you must not have tangled with this black tortoise before. Its defense is absurdly strong. Even an early-stage Tier 2 martial artist would struggle to break through it. You have to drain its chi and blood to even stand a chance of winning. I sneered contemptuously. No matter how strong its defense is, can it possibly match Lord Dog's claws? Lord Dog can stomp this thing flat in one kick. Under everyone's watchful eyes, I slowly strolled toward the massive black tortoise, my eyes scanning up and down its body. The massive black tortoise lounging there had been peacefully basking in the sun, but the very next moment, the second it popped open its bead-sized eyes, it watched little old me, previously the size of a puppy, transform into a giant beast, even bigger than it was. Blood began to surge frantically through the black tortoise's entire body. I raised my paw and slammed it down hard upon its shell. Faced with this terrifying strike, the black tortoise scrambled into full defense mode. Tangible, visceral blood chi wrapped tightly around its turtle shell, but the next second, I showed them what true power really looks like. Boom! The black tortoise was smashed 3 inches straight into the ground by my blow, its pristine shell covered in a web of fracture. Fresh blood gushed continuously from the cracks, while terror filled its eyes. I raised a claw right as I spoke. My second slap completely shattered its turtle shell, crushing an absolute defense with sheer, brute force. Now that is what you call a true beam of righteousness. I gleefully swallowed the entire profound turtle down, spitting out just a tiny tail at the end, which pooped right by my feet. Zhao leaped back onto Lin Qingshu's shoulder, stowing away the profound turtle's tail. Under the stunned gazes of everyone present, Lin Qingshu simply turned and walked away. Li Lianshan's eyes nearly popped right out of his skull. Never in his wildest dreams did he expect such a monstrous talent to emerge from the stone spot. With power like that, even Chu Yuansheng and Zhao Xin, those two peak first-tier martial artists, wouldn't stand a chance against him. Ding. Early second-tier stage reached. Profound turtle digestion complete. Strength increased by 18. Defense increased by 30. Speed increased by 8. Evolution value increased by 28. Ding. Congratulations to the host for breaking through to the early second-tier stage. A surge of pure, potent vital energy rebounded, flowing directly into Lin Qingshu's body, elevating her own vital energy to new heights. Lin Qingshu was now just a hair's breadth away from completely stepping into the peak first-tier martial artist realm. This absurd breakthrough speed is simply too insane. Living life all over again. How hilarious is it that I, a mighty beast, have turned into a carry-me-to-victory pet? My mental capacity has leveled up, so our speed needs to be fast and steady. Ahead lies the territory of the Gale Wolves, and there is a massive pack of them, probably no less than 30. If you eat them all, your stats should skyrocket. Lin Qingshu prepared to take her vital energy pill right here, and break through to the peak first tier in one go. Hearing about the size of the wolf pack, my eyes instantly lit up. No problem. I'm on it. If you run into danger, just shout for me. With that said, I turned into a blur and vanished from the spot. Lin Qingshu found a large tree and sat down. After eating some dry rations and water, she began swallowing the vital energy pills. The ones she found in the Linlang storage ring had already been completely eaten. The ones she had now were a gift from Zhao Xing. Even so, this small batch of pills wasn't quite enough to support Lin Qingshu in breaking through to the second tier, that crystal ginseng, along with the starlight stones inside the storage ring, were Lin Qingshu's true hope for breaking into the second tier. The vital energy pill slowly dissolved inside Lin Qingshu's body, releasing a massive tide of life force. At that exact moment, Lin Qingshu's cultivation level broke through completely. Peak first tier. Surging vital energy coursed through her veins. The peak of the first tier was officially achieved. Once the joint examinations were over, Lin Qingshu would refine the starlight spirit and use the power of the crystal ginseng to break through to the second-tier martial artist realm. Chaotic footsteps echoed from a few hundred meters away. Lin Qingshu snapped her gaze toward the sound. Brother Sun Chao, you have to help me get justice. That natal beast belonging to that bitch, Lin Qingshu, rightfully belonged to me, but she stole it away instead. You need to vet my anger for this secret realm humiliation. Sun Chao wrapped a large hand around her waist. A confident smirk plastered across his face. That's easy. I'm only a hair away from the peak first tier myself, and I'll break through in just a couple of days at the inn. When that time comes, I might even be able to snatch the top spot from that connected freeloader Chu Yuansheng. Slaughtering Lin Qingshu first will be a walk in the park. Yuan, once we finish off this wolf pack, why don't you find a nice spot with me so we can have some fun? Zhang Yuan put on a coy, bashful act. Oh, brother Sun Chao, you're so bad. If you can kill Lin Qingshu for me, I'll let you do whatever you want. Sun Chao swallowed hard, falling completely for Zhang Yuan's tricks. You want to kill who? A cold, crisp voice drifted in from behind. The remark instantly put Sun Chao and his group on high alert. But upon seeing that it was only Lin Qingshu standing there alone, scornful sneers crept onto their faces. Spotting her, Zhang Yuan felt a surge of excitement. Lin Qingshu, I've been searching all over for you. To think you deliver yourself right to my doorstep. Beside her, Sun Xiao wore a look of mild surprise. You must be Lin Qingshu. I had no idea our school was hiding a beauty like you. Hearing this, Zhang Yuan flared up with rage. Brother Sun Qiao, you just promised you'd help me kill Lin Qingshu. Sun Xiao shot him an annoyed glance. Well, you didn't tell me Lin Qingshu was this drop-dead gorgeous. How could I possibly raise a hand against such a beautiful young lady? Zhang Yuan's entire face contorted in anger. He cursed Sun Xiao in his heart, utterly despising this damn rich kid. Sun Xiao turned toward Lin Qingshu with a wide grin. Don't be afraid, Miss Lin. As long as you become my girlfriend, I definitely won't hurt a hair on your head. Plus, I can shower you with endless cultivation resources. More resources than you could ever use in a lifetime. No way. Zhang Yuan shrieked. Sun Xiao knitted his brows in annoyance. Slapping him hard across the face, he knocked him straight to the ground. I only tolerated you because you were useful. Did you really take me for a fool? Keep blabbering and I'll crush you like a bug. Miss Lin, an opportunity like this only comes once. I hope you know how to cherish it. Lin Qingshu raised an eyebrow slightly. And if I don't? Sun Xiao grinned maliciously. Then I'll just have to cherish you myself today. Lin Qingshu cast a look of deep disgust at Sun Xiao and his lackey. From her spatial ring, she drew out the weapon that once belonged to Lin Lang. Seeing Lin Qingshu prepare to fight, Zhang Yuan's expression twisted with pure malice. Your bound beast isn't even by your side right now. Without that beast, you're just a mere late-stage tier 1. How could you possibly hope to stand against us? Brother Sun Xiao, kill her. Sun Xiao slapped him back to the ground once more, casting a bone-chilling gaze upon him. Who gave you the right to order me around? Do it again, and I'll slaughter you right here. Clutching his bruised face, Zhang Yuan shrank back, not daring to say another word. Miss Lin, becoming my woman is your only choice. Sun Xiao chuckled greedily, his eyes scanning up and down Lin Qingshu's body. Lin Qingshu offered a faint, icy smile, her fingertips gently sliding across the sharp blade. Truth be told, Lin Qingshu had barely killed anyone in this lifetime. In the very next instant, the overwhelming aura of a peak, tier 1 martial artist, erupted from within. Lin Qingshu, a blinding flash of sword light surged forward. Before Sun Xiao or his cronies could even react, the light in their eyes rapidly faded away. 7 bodies hit the ground, 7 kills in a single strike. This was true, lethal swordsmanship. Sword in hand, Lin Qingshu stepped slowly toward Zhang Yuan, her face cold with pure killing intent. Those who live by the sword die by the sword. You don't deserve to live. Overwhelmed with horror, Zhang Yuan fell to his knees, kowtowing frantically before her. Qingshu, I was wrong. I was wrong. We're classmates. We've been classmates for nearly 3 years, have you forgotten? I was the one who gave you your bound beast. If not for me, you would never have achieved what you have today. Please, spare me. I promise I'll never go against you again. The long sword swung down, severing his head clean off. Decisive, swift, and without a trace of hesitation. Lin Qingshu sheathed her blade. Teacher Wang said to keep a thread of kindness in one's heart. But a creature like you doesn't deserve my kindness. She had already shown leniency to Zhang Yuan several times before. Therefore, this dead end was a path Zhang Yuan chose for himself. You reap what you sow. Lin Qingshu began searching the corpses, gathering up every useful resource. Sun Xiao was the real jackpot. His spatial ring had a massive 50 cubic meters of space, was soulbound, and was worth at least 2 million coins. Inside was a top-grade yellow rank weapon, a massive pile of blood-nourishing pills, and a collection of yellow rank spiritual herbs. Lin Qingshu collected all the bodies of Sun Xiao and his crew's bound beasts, packing them all away, before finally leaving the area. Finding a clean spot, Lin Qingshu sat down casually, popping a blood-nourishing pill into her mouth. Since Lin Lang had not returned yet, Lin Qingshu decided to wait for him right here. Such an easy secret realm trial. She was probably the only person having it this easy. A book appeared in her hand, retrieved from Sun Qiao's spatial ring. It was titled Annals of Linjiang County. After a good 2 hours or so, I finally made my way back. Damn it all. Next time, I'm not chasing after those fast runners anymore. I was almost worked to death as I looked over at Lin Qingshu, narrowing my eyes slightly. Little Shuexu, are you seriously hiding out here reading trashy smut? Lin Qingshu's brows twitched slightly. This is called the Linjiang Chronicles, not trashy smut. Come on, the cover is bright yellow. Isn't that practically the definition of smut? Lin Qingshu let out a helpless laugh, reaching into her storage ring to pull out the monster corpses and a batch of spiritual herbs, placing them on the ground. I rubbed my chin. Hey, isn't that guy there Zhang Yuanten, the leader of the Iron Armor Mantises? Little Shuexu, you took him down? Lin Qingshu nodded, her eyes still glued to her book. He brought people right to my doorstep, so I just took care of him along the way. All of this stuff belongs to them now. Go ahead and swallow it up directly. It should provide a decent chunk of energy. Without hesitation, I opened my mouth and swallowed them down one by one. Ding! Consumed late stage tier 1, soldier grade monster. Estimated digestion time, 25 minutes. Ding! Consumed mid stage, tier 1 iron armor mantis. Estimated digestion time, 15 minutes. Ding! Consumed mid grade ice heart flower. Power increased by 13, mental strength increased by 12, evolution value increased by 10. I licked my lips. Not a bad sense of fullness at all. This ice heart flower is pretty sweet. It actually boosted my mental strength quite a bit. Hearing that, Lin Qingshu was momentarily stunned. I was too absorbed in my reading just now, and accidentally forgot to separate out the spiritual herbs that could boost mental strength. Lin Qingshu puckered her lips slightly, flipped a page, and held it out in front of me. This volume of the Linjiang Chronicles records that many years ago, a dragon-type monster fell and crashed right here. Yet absolutely no one has ever managed to find that dragon's corpse. Well, doesn't that just mean it's fake? How could a dragon crash and leave no corpse behind? Don't tell me it didn't even die, I said dismissively. Though Lin Qingshu clearly didn't see it that way. A golden light flashed in her eyes. No, the records in the Linjiang Chronicles might be exaggerated, but they wouldn't just write random nonsense. After all, this is an official historical record of Linjiang City. The dragon's corpse is very likely real, and right now, I'm 60% sure of it. Hearing that, my interest was instantly piqued. You don't think those dragon blood fish have some kind of connection to the dragon corpse, do you? Lin Qingshu wore an expression of realization. That is correct. Dragon blood fish. The reason dragon blood fish are called that is because within their bodies, there truly exists a faint, wispy trace of genuine dragon blood. Before I read through this chronicle, I could only guess that the secret realm we found must have had dragon blood spilled across it. Looking at it now, that giant dragon's corpse might have plunged right into that very secret realm. I instantly grew excited, my eyes shining brightly. Holy crap, if I can manage to swallow a dragon's corpse directly, won't I take off into the stratosphere? You're thinking too wishfully. The dragon fell into Linjiang City a very long time ago. At the very least, somewhere between 100 and 300 years back. The dragon's flesh has most likely long since decayed away, leaving behind at most a skeleton of dragon bones. If you're able to swallow dragon bones, you should still see a massive improvement. The dragon bones are one aspect, but on the other hand, there are the spiritual herbs that grew by feeding on the dragon's blood. If that secret realm really does house the dragon's remains, then the timing of our entry into that realm will definitely have to be pushed back. Lin Qingshu mused aloud. Originally, according to her plan, once we finish reaping the rewards from Linjiang Middle School and the City Lord's estate, those two low-level secret realms, we'd have a 100% chance of breaking through to the Tier 2 level. But if the dragon's corpse is genuinely inside that secret realm, then even if it's classified as just a low-level realm, it will undoubtedly contain a massive number of Tier 3 monsters. Going in with merely early Tier 2 strength, there's a high chance we'll walk away with nothing. Then when the hell are we going in? Our time is limited, and our resources are scarce. If we don't rely on that mystic realm, I won't have any demonic beasts to eat. I mutter under my breath. Lin Qingshu and Chen Si adjust their plan, pushing that mystic realm to the very end. First, wait for Zhao Tianlin to open up the intermediate mystic realms, and focus on training and pushing the top 10 students of the entire school. The scale and resources of intermediate mystic realms are vastly superior to low-level ones. By seizing this opportunity, we have a real shot at breaking through to the late stage of the second tier, or even reaching its peak. Lin Qingshu and Shang Linjiang pack up their things, storing them away in their spatial dimensions. Let's move. At this rate, people are probably already starting to head toward the center of the mystic realm. We should get over there as soon as possible too. Deep within the mystic realm's hinterlands, many squads had already gathered. Right at this moment, Chu Yuansheng, Zhao Xin, Yao Chuyu, and Li Lianshan had all arrived on the scene. Little Shen, why the long face? Don't tell me you got your spirit crushed by that turtle. Chu Yuansheng teased with a laugh. Li Lianshan glared at him fiercely. Stop calling me Little Shan. Watch it or I'll beat you up. Chu Yuansheng wore a light smile, though his tone shifted. Still, your mental fortitude is a bit weak, isn't it? That turtle was a tough nut to crack from the start. You're the one who just had to pick a fight with it. If you went after the salt venom tiger instead, you might have actually stood a chance. Li Lianshan crossed his arms over his chest, looking thoroughly annoyed. Don't laugh at me. You won't be laughing this time either, anyway. Finally, someone's about to kick you off the #1 throne. I'm just waiting here to watch you make a fool of yourself. Chu Yuansheng's eyes narrowed. Bulls. My strength is already enough to rival a second-tier early stage. Demonic beast? Yao Chuyu. Lin Zhen is definitely annoying, but he still stands no chance against me. Even though Zhao Xin has broken through to the first-tier peak, he's only just reached it. His vital blood and energy aren't as strong as mine. With a flick behind him, first place in this joint examination is already firmly in my grasp. Li Lianshan sneered. Being confident is a good thing, but you'd better mentally prepare yourself. With that, he walked over toward Zhao Xinyu and Yao Chuyu. Chu Yuansheng scratched the back of his head, feeling a bit bewildered. Following that, all four of them cast their gazes toward the basin not far away. This time, the four of us will join forces to take down that crystal python. How should we split the points and scores? Lin Yao. How about we distribute them based on individual contribution? Chu Yuansheng brought up. Yao Chuyu nodded slightly. Fine by me. But I want all the condensation flowers in there. I don't need any of the other spiritual herbs. Since that's settled, let's map out our battle tactics and positioning now. Lin Zhen will restrict the crystal python's movement. Zhao Xin and I will take charge of the main offensive, and Li Lianshan will act as the tank, responsible for drawing its aggro. Hearing this, Li Lianshan was so angry his face turned green. Are you actually listening to the crap coming out of your mouth? You want me, a mere first-tier late-stage cultivator, to act as the tank? That thing is a second-tier early-stage crystal python. What am I supposed to block it with? My skull. Chu Yuansheng shrugged helplessly, wearing an awkward expression. Well, someone has to be the tank to draw its aggro, otherwise the rest of us won't have any way to attack at full strength. Besides, if someone at the first tier late stage like you became the main damage dealer, you just get yourself killed. Li Lianshen gave a dry cough. I mean, me acting as the tank isn't completely out of the question, but I want a larger share of the spiritual herbs. After all, my position is way too dangerous. Chich. I knew this guy had another hidden agenda. Fine, whatever, Chu Yuansheng scolded with a laugh. With the plan finalized, the four of them slowly began making their way toward the patch of spiritual herbs. The moment the four of them stepped into the herb field's perimeter, a slight tremor instantly rippled through the ground. Right after, a massive crystal python burst out from beneath the earth, with a piercing hiss carrying the ferocious killing intent of a savage beast. Li Lianshen swallowed hard, his heart skipping a beat as a wave of cold panic washed over him. Make sure you all give me full output support. I'm telling you beforehand, I can't take many hits. If I can't hold out, I'm getting out of here. Didn't you still want a bigger share of the spiritual herbs? Chu Yuansheng cursed back. You've got to stay alive to spend the cash, you idiots. This crystal python was specifically placed here by the headmaster. Its whole job is to guard this patch of spiritual herbs. Our chances of taking it down were slim to begin with. We might as well just grab what herbs we can and run. Lilian Shan, De Gudao, Zhao Xing, Qinghe Yisheng. Let's test the waters with its strength first. If there's genuinely no opening, we'll figure out a way to force our way through and snatch the herbs. Don't worry, I've put in a ton of prep work just to slay this crystal python. I've got an 80% success rate this time around. Chu Yuansheng patted the arm of the fiery ape standing beside him. A grin plastered across his face. My fiery ape broke through to the early second rank, just ahead of me. As long as we create an opening for it, we can definitely take down the crystal python. Hearing this, Lilian Shan and the other, too, gaped in sheer shock at the towering fiery ape. You kept it under wraps until now? Are you just dying to show off? Lilian Shan gritted his teeth. Chu Yuansheng shook his head with a chuckle. Naturally, no. I wanted the fiery ape to unleash its power at the critical moment and deal a fatal blow to the crystal python. Since none of you had any confidence, I had no choice but to spill the beans to put your minds at ease. To set an example, Chu Yuansheng charged straight ahead with the fiery ape. Seeing this, Lilian Shan and Zhao Xing surged with confidence and launched an assault alongside their own natal spirit beasts. Only Yao Chuyu remained standing in his spot. After all, he was a spiritual master. Seizing the crucial moment to set up a spiritual formation was his true job. Mental energy surged from his fingertips, weaving a binding spiritual array around the crystal python. The moment the formation solidified, the crystal python's attack speed dropped noticeably right before their eyes. Amidst the heat of battle, Chu Yuansheng even raised a hand to give him a thumbs up. Spiritual masters are seriously awesome. These formation tricks are just as annoying as spirit beasts. Yao Chuyu rolled his eyes. With the dual support of the spiritual array and the fiery ape, the four of them went toe-to-toe with the crystal python. Yao Chuyu maintained his output, his mental energy steady, though his face was already turning slightly pale. Even if I take a mental recovery potion, I can only hold out for another 10 minutes. You guys need to hurry it up. Hearing 10 minutes, Lilian Shan felt his heart go cold. Fiery ape, unleash your attack already. What the hell are you just standing around watching for? My earth-shattering bear is about to get beaten to death here. Lilian Shin cursed in a frenzy. Chu Yuansheng ignored him, his fists hammering relentlessly against the crystal python's body, while carving out an opening for the fiery ape. Seeing that everyone was starting to push their limits, Chu Yuansheng held nothing back anymore, and unleashed his ultimate move, Overlord Fist. All of his bodily vital energy surged into his right fist, the terrifying aura transforming into something resembling a blazing sun of blood. With a fierce swing of his right fist, he knocked the crystal python's head violently to the side. Seizing this exact moment, the fiery ape beat its chest furiously to stoke its rage, then unleashed its innate ability, slamming its full power down onto the crystal python's head. The terrifying force kicked up a massive cloud of dust, sending the crystal python flying dozens of meters away. Lilian Shan gasped out loud, his eyes wide as saucers. Holy crap, Chu Yuansheng, you actually learned a mysterious high-grade technique. How the hell did you hide that so well? Chu Yuansheng hooked the corner of his mouth. I told you, I made thorough preparations this time. Taking down the crystal python isn't that hard. Hit by my fiery ape's full-force attack, no matter how tough its defense is, it's going to take massive damage. Watch out, something's wrong with the crystal python. Yao Chuyu shouted in a panic. Within his mental perception, the crystal python had indeed been knocked flying, but the moment it landed, its aura didn't drop, it spiked. Its condition was completely abnormal. A crystal-encrusted tail lashed out from the dust cloud, blasting the fiery ape backward through the air. The terrifying force directly slammed into Yanwo Xingxing's chest, shattering his ribs. Young Chu Yuansheng's temples throbbed lightly. Seeing this scene, everyone frantically backed away. Fall back, fall back. There is no hope for this fight. The crystal python is completely unbeatable for us. Li Lianshan had completely lost all will to fight and immediately bolted with his earth-shattering bear. Chu Yuansheng's gaze was locked tightly on the crystal python's head, only to notice that the crystal scale, which Yanho Xingxing had struck earlier, was completely undamaged. I get it now. This crystal python has broken through to the mid-stage too. If I'd known this, why the hell would we even fight it? We should have just swiped a few spiritual herbs instead. The four of them were filled with instant regret. The crystal python, seemingly enraged by Yanho Xingxing's previous blow, now began charging straight toward them. Chu Yuansheng's eyes went wide, his heart turning completely cold. You vicious beast. My maternal grandfather is Lu Qingshan. Get your ass back here right now. The crystal python didn't hesitate at all, its bucket-sized eyes filled with cold, murderous intent. Its speed was lightning fast, and in the blink of an eye, it caught up to Yao Chuyu, who had the weakest physique. Its tail lashed out at him, wielding a terrifying force that was impossible to resist. Fortunately, Li Lianshan's earth-shattering bear activated its bloodline talent to block the blow for him. Even so, he was heavily injured himself. Yet this was still just a temporary reprieve. As the crystal python's second strike came crashing down, there was no one left who could shield Yao Chuyu. Seeing this, Chu Yuansheng had no choice but to bite the bullet and step up. My dad is Chu Junwu, a rank 7 martial artist. If you dare kill me, you're finished. Chu Yuansheng raised both arms to defend himself, his eyes squeezed shut in sheer terror. After a long wait, the crystal python's attack never landed. Holy crap, is it actually scared of my old man? When he opened his eyes, he saw a mighty giant beast, holding the crystal python tightly in its grip. Its violent aura was even more overwhelming than the crystal python's. It was some unknown, powerful, ferocious beast, and it had actually saved them. Zhao Xin was slightly startled, then turned her beautiful eyes to look behind her. Sure enough, she saw Lin Qingshu strolling slowly toward them. A bitter smile appeared on Li Lianshan's face. Chu Yuansheng, the person who stole your first place is here. Chu Yuansheng looked back and saw Lin Qingshu walking over, with the utmost ease and casual grace, not a single trace of fear on her face. Lin Qingshu, you actually broke through to peak stage 1 too? Are you guys alright? Lin Qingshu asked indifferently. No, we're fine. Just took a bit of damage, that's all. Then back away. Both Chu Yuansheng and Yao Chuyu couldn't help but doubt their own ears. Did we hear that right? That giant beast is your natal spirit beast? Isn't your natal spirit beast a black-gray, earthy dog? Lin Qingshu's natal spirit beast possessed a body transformation talent. This giant beast was also the one that had slapped the heavy-armored Xuangui to death with just 2 strikes. Li Lianshan explained with a helpless sigh. Zhao Xin stood beside Lin Qingshu. Qingshu, do you need us to help you out? This crystal python has already reached mid-stage 2. It might be a bit tough for you to take it down all by yourself. Lin Qingshu shook her head slightly. No need. He can handle it. Almost everyone turned to look at me at the same time. However, I wasn't paying attention to them at all. Instead, I was deep in thought, wondering if this spicy strip covered in crystal scales would be nice and crunchy when eaten. I held the crystal python firmly in one claw, and no matter how frantically it struggled, it couldn't break free. After slaughtering a massive horde of ferocious beasts in the mystic realm, my attribute values had shot up significantly once again. Activating my level 6 greed skill boosted my stats by another 60%. This directly surpassed the crystal python, which had broken through to mid-stage 2. Compared to the sheer power I wielded right now, that crystal python was nothing more than a tiny crystal spicy strip. The crystal python let out a shrill hiss, its entire body's vital energy exploding forth, as it used all its might to barely wrench itself free from my grip. But how could I possibly let it escape? I flattened it with a single, direct slap. Witnessing how brutally violent I was, a cold sweat broke out across the backs of Chu Yuansheng and the others. The flattened crystal python in the distance was not dead yet. To counterattack, it decisively triggered its innate bloodline skill. The injuries on its body began to heal at a speed visible to the naked eye, and instantly restored it to its peak condition, even surpassing it. The crystal python bared its razor-sharp fangs, intending to fight to the death, but my next few slaps directly shattered its illusions. Bam, bam, bam. The crystal python was flattened into a shriveled, spicy gluten stick once more, and then slurped straight into my belly like a noodle. Now I know, crystal scales really do have a crunchy snap when you chew them. Ding. Absorb a tier 2 mid-stage crystal python. Estimated digestion time: 4 hours. Even after the crystal python was slain, everyone still hadn't recovered their wits. Chu Yuansheng felt that his self-confidence had suffered a massive blow. Compared to him, it seemed I had nothing worth bragging about. Chu Yuansheng laughed bitterly. You still have a grandfather who is a headmaster, and a dad who's one of the 5 masters of the 7 streets. Chu Yuansheng glared at Li Lianshan, then shook his head as a gentle smile surfaced on his face. He let out a breath from his red lips. Having someone stand out ahead of us to chase after, isn't that a good thing? To be honest, Linjiang City is just the countryside. We're all going to step out into the wider world eventually. The geniuses out there will only be even more terrifying. Zhao Xin gave Lin Qingshu a deep look, then turned and walked away. Li Lianshan and Yao Chuyu shared the exact same thought. Chu Yuansheng pondered for a moment, then walked over toward Lin Qingshu. Classmate Lin, there's something I'd like to discuss with you. Lin Qingshu raised her gaze slightly. What is it? Chu Yuansheng gave a light cough, showing a hint of awkwardness. The crystal python was slain by you alone, so these spiritual herbs naturally belong to you. However, this patch of spiritual herbs was cultivated through a lot of painstaking effort by my grandfather. It's fine for you to pick the herbs, but please don't destroy them. It would be best if you could leave the roots intact. As he said this, his gaze kept drifting toward me. where I was sweeping through everything like a storm, mowing down the grass. I was practically digging up the topsoil. Lin Qingshu took one look, a few black lines of speechlessness popping up on her forehead. She immediately used the spiritual contract to halt my action. We'll pay attention and try not to damage the environment of the herb patch. Chu Yuansheng flashed a gentle smile. Thanks. In advance, congratulations on winning first place, but I won't give up either. I will definitely win it back later. The corners of Lin Qingshu's lips curved up slightly. Then I wish you success. Chu Yuansheng felt utterly devastated. He sighed, then walked away crestfallen. I strolled over at that exact moment, spitting a piece of crystal python scale onto the ground. Little Suesha, you seem to have completely crushed that guy's self-confidence. Lin Qingshu glanced at Chu Yuansheng's retreating back, then withdrew her gaze. He needs a little blow to his ego. At the same time, he needs some external pressure. I'm helping him. That stalk of crystal ginseng gleamed brilliantly in the sunlight. Lin Qingshu dug it out, then rinsed it clean with pure water. I'm going to go refine the crystal ginseng. You go devour the other spiritual herbs. Remember not to destroy the plants. Try to pick the mature herbs to devour. The effect of immature spiritual herbs is much worse. There's no need to drain the pond to catch the fish. I pouted. Fine, I'll try to watch out. I originally wanted to swallow the topsoil of the entire herb patch, down to the last inch. But Lu Qingshan did save our lives after all. I'll give him some face. Besides, I only need to gather enough purification value for my upgrades anyway. With that, I began my joyful feeding frenzy, swallowing every single spiritual herb in sight, right down into my belly. Ding! Consumed low-grade yellow-tier spiritual herb, blood coagulation grass. Defense increased by 5. Speed increased by 6. Purification value increased by 5. Consumed mid-grade yellow-tier spiritual herb, flame source flower. Strength increased by 9. Defense increased by 7. Spirit increased by 9. Purification value increased by 11. Lin Qingshu found a spot and sat down, placing the crystal ginseng into her mouth. In the blink of an eye, the final day of the mock joint exams arrived. Lu Qingshan and the other teachers were already waiting on the stage. Wang Jianming was practically sitting on pins and needles, gulping down water every few seconds to calm his nerves. He was quite confident in the strength of both Lin Qingshu and me. But earlier, when that old bastard Zhou Wenpeng invited him out for a meal, it was accidentally revealed that Chu Yuansheng's fierce beast had already broken through to the early second realm ahead of schedule, and Chu Yuansheng had even mastered a profound mystical weapon. Wang Jianming's heart had turned ice cold. Seeing this, Zhou Wenpeng couldn't help but flash a smug smile. Old Wang, having someone from your class break into the top 5 this time is already a first-time miracle in history, right? Don't actually trick yourself into thinking you have a shot at first place. Wang Jianming clenched his teeth in frustration. What are you so smug about? This isn't the national examination yet. There are still 4 months left. The final outcome is anyone's guess, refusing to give up until you hit a dead end, aren't you? Today, I'll make you face reality. With just 1 hour left until the mystic realm closed, Lin Qingshu opened her eyes. A dense, immensely powerful wave of blood chi surged from within her body. Yet a moment later, a peculiar expression crossed her face. How on earth did that scoundrel's spiritual power increase again? Clearly, he took all the spiritual herbs in the herb field, like the soul-concentrating flower, which gave massive boosts to spiritual power. Is he seriously planning to rely purely on his spiritual power to suppress me? At that thought, Lin Qingshu immediately hurried over toward my location. Beneath the warm sunlight, I was lazily sunbathing. My evolution points were finally complete. I was just waiting for the mock joint exams to end, so I could begin my third evolution. Little Shu, time to head out. Wait a second. Let you witness your man's handsome new look after evolving. Lin Qingshu had no mood for small talk. How did your spiritual power grow by this much? I kicked off with my hind legs, skillfully leaping up onto her shoulder. Accidentally ate some illusion god herb. Taste wasn't great, kind of astringent, but it gave my spiritual power a nice boost. Lin Qingshu closed her eyes for a brief second, her heart filled with helplessness. Right now, his spiritual power was easily approaching the 400-meter mark. I have to work even harder. Otherwise, if the Taudi bloodline reverses control, I won't be able to handle it. Outside the mystic realm, all the teachers were already waiting. Gao Yanhua smiled as she looked at Yao Chuan walking out of the realm exit. How are the results? Any confidence in fighting for the top 3? Yao Chuan's face flushed red, looking rather awkward. With that, he emptied out all the fierce beast carcasses he had hunted. Probably not much of a chance. I've let down the teacher's expectations. Gao Yanhua sighed inwardly. It's fine. There are still 4 months left. Just strive to make one final sprint. Yao Chuan nodded. I'll keep working hard. Head of Guidance Li Hui stepped forward to take charge, beginning the score calculation. Senior 3, Class 2. Yao Chuan, total score 770. Not long after, Li Lianshen, Zhu Yuanxing, and Zhao Xing all walked out. Right behind them, Lin Qingshu also walked out alone. Wang Jianming hurriedly strode over to her. Qingshui, how did it go? Is it secure? Seeing Wang Jianming so nervous, Lin Qingshu's expression softened, and she spat out 2 words. Totally secure. Senior 3, Class 3. Li Lianshen, total score 720. Senior 3, Class 1. Zhao Xin, total score 930. Senior 3, Class 1. Chu Yuansheng, Total score 1050. As Li Hui's voice faded, the commotion across the playground erupted into chatter. Standing nearby, Liu Yang wore a look mixed with anticipation. What's 7,000 points anyway? Our Class 10 campus beauty, Lin Qingshu, can easily crush that. The guy glanced sideways at Liu Yang with a look that clearly said, what an absolute moron. Dude, are you out of your mind? Since when did our school have a campus beauty named Lin? Who even acknowledged that? Did your class just crown her yourselves? Those words instantly ignited the anger of the Class 10 students. The hell? We're gonna blind your dog eyes today. Time to show you what a real genius looks like instead of your Class 10 bragging. My old man has never seen anyone in his entire life with as much talent as Brother Chu. The guy sneered. Wang Jianming finally swallowed his heart back down into his stomach, a calm expression washing back over his face. Come on, come on. Everyone finish calculating your points and make some room. The students from our class haven't even tallied theirs yet. Wang Jianming shoved his way through the crowd, shielding Lin Qingshu as he walked toward the grading area. Hurry up, old Li. Get a few more people over here. Calculating points with just this handful of people is way too slow. Just dump out all the severed beast remains you brought back. We'll calculate the points for you. Lin Qingshu gave a slight nod, then opened her spatial ring, spilling a massive pile of demonic beast parts all over the ground. There, that's everything. Trouble the teacher to count them up. Looking at the small mountain of beast remains piled on the floor, Dean Li Hui's face was plastered with absolute shock. You killed all of these by yourself? Lin Qingshu nodded slightly, and it made me emit the aura of an early tier 2 demonic beast. My natal beast broke through to the early tier 2 stage just a step ahead of me, so I ended up hunting a few extra beasts. Li Hui swallowed hard, his eyeballs practically popping out of their sockets. Lin Qingshu from Class 10, Senior Year, 10,800 points. Wang Jianming was grinning from ear to ear, his gaze repeatedly darting over toward Zhou Wenpeng. You performed brilliantly. Right about what I expected, though there's still room to grow. I'll have a teacher deliver the first place prize to you later. Head back and get some rest now. Zhou Wenpeng's face turned pitch black, a sour taste lingering in his mouth. Lin Qingshu's astronomical score instantly blew up the entire Linjiang High School. Liu Yang grinned broadly, throwing an arm around the shoulder of the guy next to him. Well, buddy, what do you think? Isn't our Class 10 campus beauty an absolute legend? The guy swallowed hard, looking thoroughly guilty. A legend. An absolute legend. Liu Yang slapped him right on the head. Is that any way to talk? She's the campus beauty. Calling her a legend like that. Why are you even worse with words than I am? The guy put on a flattering expression. My bad, Brother Yang. Can you hook me up with the campus beauty's contact info? I really feel like I might have been her husband in a past life. Liu Yang's eyes widened in outrage, instantly summoning the rest of the Class 10 students. Hey guys, we got a lunatic over here who's got some fresh yellow water. Come baptize this guy. I'll do it. I'll do it. My virgin pea dude, are you seriously unbuckling your pants? No way. Spare me, please. Lu Qingshan stood in the hallway, a smile on his face. Seeing Wang Jianming and Lin Qingshu approaching, he signaled for the others to step away. Wang Jianming knew when to give space. I'm gonna go check on the scores of the other kids in Class 10, hoping we can pull a few more good saplings out of them. The principal wants to see me? Lin Qingshu asked. Lu Qingshan flashed a gentle smile, leading her into the office. Was that crystal web slain by you? Lin Qingshu nodded. It was killed by my natal beast. Lu Qingshan dropped his gaze onto me, his eyes filled with fascination. Having been a principal for so many years, even someone like me can't tell where your ultimate limit truly lies. That's why I plan to place a bet on you. Hearing this, a trace of confusion crossed Lin Qingshu's face. What does the principal mean by that? Lu Qingshan chuckled, his smile carrying a hint of helplessness. You've seen the level of our school's secret realm, as well as the ranking rewards our school is offering. To be honest, these things are miles behind other high schools. Powerful martial artists are built entirely with piled-up resources. Linjiang High's secret realm has pretty much been mined to its limits. There isn't much value left in it. Over the years, we've still had to rely on relief funds from the city lord's mansion. Lin Qingshu suddenly understood a few things, so the principal is hoping that I can get into one of the top 10 national martial arts universities, allowing the education bureau to redirect more resources toward Linjiang High. Lu Qingshan gave a slight nod. That's right. If Linjiang High doesn't produce geniuses, the education bureau won't pay us any mind. Only by producing a genius who can make it into the top 10 national university can we change the status quo. Otherwise, Linjiang High is only going to fall further and further behind. But what did the principal mean by taking a gamble? Lu Qingshan placed a token on the desk. The school simply can't give you any more resources at this point. Just relying on Zhao Tianlan's ultimate secret realm sprint is most likely not enough for you to break into the top 15 national martial arts universities. This isn't me doubting your talent. It's simply a lack of time and resources. This is something I obtained in my early years. A token to our Nanchuan province treasury. You can choose one item from it, up to the earth tier level of treasures. I'd suggest you pick a cultivation technique. Cultivation techniques are our Linjiang High's biggest weakness. If you can learn earth tier technique, your growth rate will be even faster. Lin Qingshu's gaze fell upon the token, her eyes deep and thoughtful. Chu Yuansheng is the principal's own grandson. After all, this token should be your personal possession. Are you sure you want to use it on me? A warm, amiable smile appeared on Lu Qingshan's face. Yuan Sheng has his own father to prepare resources for him. This old man doesn't need to waste any more heartache on that. This Nanshuan token is the only thing I have that's worth showing off. If you take it, then go all out and fight to bring back the name of a genius. If you don't have the confidence for it, you can just pretend you never saw it. Lu Qingshan was willing to trade this lifetime of honor in exchange for a student entering a national, top-tier martial arts university. A trace of a smile surfaced on Lin Qingshu's face. She reached out and picked up the Nanshuan token from the desk. We'll take on this mission. A look of satisfaction crossed Lu Qingshan's face. His whole demeanor suddenly seemed much more energetic. He pulled a tablet out from his drawer, opened a page, and handed it to Lin Qingshu. These are the resources you can choose from. I'll only offer suggestions, but you make the final call on what to pick. I trust this child's eye for things. Once you've chosen your resource, within 3 days, someone will deliver it right to Lin Jianghai. I'll let you know when it arrives. Lin Qingshu nodded, taking the tablet with both hands. Thank you, Principal. Take the tablet back and look it over slowly. No need to rush. If you have any questions, feel free to come ask me. As for the trouble with the Thunder Mercenary Corps, old man, I'll handle it for you. They won't dare lay a hand on you. Lin Qingshu expressed her thanks once more, then stepped out of the office. Back in her dorm, Lin Qingshu took a shower, changed into fresh clothes, turned on the tablet, and began browsing the treasures. Little Zhuexu, hurry up and trade for more fierce beast corpses. When the time comes, I'll carry you to first place. Hearing that, Lin Qingshu shook her head helplessly. Trading for fierce beast corpses is the absolute lowest cost performance option. Once a fierce beast dies, the energy inside its body constantly leaks away. By the time they're shipped here, most of that energy is probably gone. Then what about trading for spiritual herbs? Spiritual herbs have equally terrible cost performance. Their market value is a bit too high. This Nanshuan token won't get us very many spiritual herbs. Lin Qingshu explained further. In the end, Lin Qingshu's gaze lingered on a skeleton. Skeleton of an unidentified avian fierce beast, according to the picture. Earth tier upper grade. The bones are imbued with a dense black rock flame, preliminarily identified as originating from a tier 6 fire attribute fierce beast, standing 5 meters tall. A wingspan of 10 meters. It can be used as a purification material for ferocious beasts. Do you recognize this beast? I asked out of curiosity. Lin Qingshu curved the corners of her lips. That's right. Come to think of it, you carry the bloodline of a vicious beast while he carries the bloodline of a divine beast. Following his gaze, I also saw this skeletal remains of a beast. This black-eyed fire phoenix died before it even reached maturity. Yet its skeleton should still retain a certain amount of energy. At the very least, it used to be a beast of the 6 realms. What Lin Qingshu was truly looking forward to was what kind of changes would happen to my Taudi bloodline after devouring the bloodline of a divine beast. Choosing this Blackrock Fire Phoenix Valley is a guaranteed win for us. Having finalized the item, Lin Qingshu directly submitted the request. That very same day, the first place reward from the mock joint exams was also delivered right into his hands by Wang Jianming. Teacher Wang, can I swap this martial art technique and this sword spiritual artifact for grade 2 vitality pills instead? Hearing this, Wang Jianming paused for a moment. You're indeed about to break through to the second order 5th layer, aren't you? Even so, it should still take around a month or so, right? With that crystal ginseng I obtained, I can break through to the early stage of the second order in just 3 days at the fastest. Lin Qingshu explained. Wang Jianming was instantly overjoyed. Good. I'll go swap them for you myself. Focus on your cultivation. If you have any daily life issues, just let me know and your teacher will help with whatever I can. Little Zhuexuo, I'm getting ready for my 3rd evolution. This time, it might take a little bit longer, I said with a hint of excitement. Lin Qingshu gave a slight nod, a smile touching the corners of her lips. There's no need to rack your brains searching everywhere for purification materials. My purification is simply not an easy task. I brought up the system interface, staring at the purification points that had just crossed the 1,000 mark, my heart racing with excitement. System. Begin my 3rd purification. Deducting 1,000 purification points. 3rd purification commencing. The familiar surge of blood chi erupted from my body once again. The visual spectacle of this purification was far greater than the previous 2. The blood chi practically wrapped completely around me, forming a massive crimson cocoon. Lin Qingshu took a deep breath, a trace of shock flickering in her eyes. I wonder where his limit actually lies. Even with the Taudi bloodline, it shouldn't be possible to keep evolving indefinitely. When that time comes, will I still have a way to help him purify a divine-grade bloodline? Crack. A crisp fracturing sound echoed from my body, followed out instantly by a web of spreading cracks. A brand new beastly form appeared right on the spot. My original dark gray fur had shed completely, replaced now by a pure ink-black coat, as deep and fathomless as spilled ink. My claws had grown immensely thick and powerful, their tips gleaming with a chilling light. As for my physique, it had expanded by yet another full circle compared to before. Host. Wu Liang. Beast. Gluttonous beast. Subform. Void Mountain beast. Required evolution points. 5,000. Grade. 2nd order early stage. Talent. Devourer of all things. 60% bloodline. Combat stats. Attack. 855. Defense. 938. Speed. 750. Spirit. 460. Evolution points error. I flexed and scratched with my claws, a wave of excitement washing over my face. I found a mirror to take a look and finally nodded in satisfaction. Look at this pitch black fur of mine, this majestic chest, this unbridled and dashing posture. Now times is what you call a touty. I've finally shaken off that mangy mutt look from before. Not only that, I've finally unlocked a brand new skill. Holy crap. The next one costs a whopping 5,000 evolution points. Does this evolution thing have to be such a gold digger? I let out a sigh. The evolutions down the road are only going to get even harder. I turned my head to look at Lin Qingshu, expecting to receive some praise, only to find her staring intently right at me, as if she were extremely tense. At this moment, Lin Qingshu was utterly on edge, her heartbeat accelerating by several beats. She hadn't anticipated that the boost to spiritual power from this evolution would be so immense. It had even directly surpassed her own. What if I were to seize the initiative of the contract right now? Or rather, turning against its master? It's extremely likely to activate its inherent picky nature. Besides, my strength is far greater than his right now. He doesn't have the slightest way to fight back. I shrank my body down, easily leaped onto the bed. Why are you looking at me like that? Do you think your lord and savior just got way more handsome? Lin Qingshu looked crystal clear and pure, hesitation written all over her face. Do you feel really hungry? An urge to eat something? I grinned from ear to ear. Of course I'm hungry. Out of 24 hours a day, 23 and a half of them, I'm starving. Then do you want to eat me? Lin Qingshu asked nervously. My eyes lit up. Sure. Don't act like I didn't have my eyes on you ages ago. Once Lord Me breaks through to the king tier, I'll take you as my concubine. No, that's not what I meant. I mean, do you have the urge to treat me as food? I tilted my head. Little Snow, has your brain broken? Why would I eat you? It's not time for me to eat you yet anyway. Lin Qingshu let out a sigh of relief, her expression returning to calm. She was certain now that I had no intention of turning against my master. How strange. Judging by the innate nature of the fierce beast touty, the probability of betrayal should be nearly 99%. Could it be that as someone reborn, I actually got the protagonist's script? Or is it because I hatched him myself, so he recognizes me as his mother? Lin Qingshu's eyes suddenly lit up, her mood quite excited. If that's the case, there's completely no need to be wary of his growth, because he was raised by me in the first place. More like a member of my family. As long as I treat him with all my heart, I can build a deep bond of affinity with him, and thus truly become family. Lin Qingshu's intimacy increased by 40, currently at 100. All things devouring talent 100% activated. Hearing the system prompt ring in my head, I stood frozen in place. Crap. How did this suddenly hit 100? Damn, am I really this handsome right now? Just finishing the purification was enough to max out our intimacy. With the all things devouring talent fully activated, my energy conversion rate can reach its maximum value, which means I'll get even more attribute points. My breakthrough speed will be even faster from now on. Lin Qingshu pressed down the emotions in her heart and retrieved that starlight stone from her storage ring. She had already broken through to the peak of the first-tier martial artist, fully capable of fusing with the starlight spirit inside it. Right now was the absolute best time for the fusion. Wuliang, I need to fuse with the starlight spirit. It'll probably take about a day or two. Handle whatever happens while I'm at it. I lay sprawled out on the bed, looking utterly lazy, and nodded my head lightly. Don't worry, I've totally got this. The corners of Lin Qingshu's lips curved upward. A massive surge of pure vital energy poured from her palm, wrapping tightly around the starlight stone. Half a day into her cultivation, a knock sounded at the door. Teacher Qingshu, I'm here to deliver your tier 2 vitality pills. I jumped down from the bed, my size expanding just a bit as I opened the door. Then, holding the medicine bottle in my mouth, I promptly shut the door right back. Yet Wang Jianming still accurately caught something off. My appearance had completely changed, and my aura was far more formidable than before. Not only that, the exact moment the door had just opened, he sensed a faint pressure as heavy as the stars. She actually pulled it off. Just what kind of monster genius have I ended up teaching? The rest of the students in this batch really drew the shortest straw ever. Wearing a wide smile on his face, Wang Jianming hummed a little tune and walked away. Time flew by in a flash, and 2 days passed. Lin Qingshu remained completely motionless inside the dorm. Deep within her, the phantom of a furnace continuously refined that wispy starlight spirit without a single stop. At this point, she had reached the final wrapping up stage, accompanied by a soft, cracking sound. The starlight spirit completely merged into Lin Qingshu's flesh and blood. Ha! Lin Qingshu exhaled a mouthful of murky air, completely finishing the fusion of the starlight spirit. The very next moment after a successful fusion, her physical cultivation rank naturally broke through as well. Early second tier, reached the same rank as me. Seeing Lin Qingshu finish her cultivation, I handed over the medicinal bottle containing the tier 2 blood chi pill. This is the blood chi pill sent by your head teacher. Also, your principal sent you a message too. We exchanged that Black Rock Fire, Phoenix, Sea Valley, and arrived at Linjiang High School. Lin Qingshu wore a slight smile, dashing the blood chi pill into her storage ring. Then she stood up. Having broken through to tier 2, her figure looked even more graceful. Damn. She's looking fine as hell, as expected of the one I've got my eyes on. Lin Qingshu opened the dorm door and led me toward the principal's office. Standing outside the office, she gently knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Come in. Lu Qingshan's voice drifted out from inside the office. As Lin Qingshu pushed the door open and walked in, she saw Lu Qingshan sitting in the office. Aside from him, there were also a few unfamiliar faces. Those people kept sizing up Lin Qingshu and me on her shoulder. The scrutinizing gaze was unmistakable. Lu Qingshan stood up with a smile and began introducing them. These two are teachers from Qingshan Top 5 University. Along with the students they've admitted in advance. They've come this time to test your talent. Qingshu, if you meet the requirements, you might be able to get early admission to Qingshan Top 5 Universities. Qingshan Martial Arts University, one of the top 10 martial arts universities in the country. Principal Lu, we came here with utmost sincerity, but you don't seem to respect us very much. Gu Qingfeng sensed Lin Qingshu's aura with his spiritual power, a trace of faint anger flashing across his face. Those admitted in advance by the Qingshan Top 5 must be truly top-tier geniuses. Otherwise, there's no need for early recruitment. If her rank hasn't even reached Tier 2 mid-stage, she's simply not qualified to enter the Qingshan Top 5. Lu Qingshan's expression stiffened slightly. Teacher Gu, after all, there are still 4 months left until the National Martial Arts exams. With this child's cultivation speed, breaking through to the late Tier 2 stage will be an absolute breeze. She should be qualified, right? Gu Qingfeng shook his head. Late Tier 2 by that time will be too late. Breaking through to late Tier 2 in 4 months. At best, she can only get into the top 3 national martial arts universities. If that's all it is, she doesn't qualify to be admitted by Qingshan Martial Arts University. Well, since we're already here, can't we at least test this child's potential? Gu Qingfeng looked at the beautiful vice principal, Shen Lianmeng, sitting beside him. In Shen Lianmeng's eyes, 2 vast streams of spiritual power flew out, landing on Lin Qingshu like 2 giant hands, needing her spiritual energy. But this sensation quickly vanished. Her spiritual master talent is quite good, but she started too late. Her spiritual master rank is currently only at peak Tier 1. Even by the National Martial Arts exams, it'll be hard to break through to late Tier 2. Right now? Indeed, she still doesn't meet the standards of the Qingshan Top 5's spiritual master department. Cold sweat began to bead on Lu Qingshan's forehead. As he looked at Lin Qingshu, his gaze tinged with a hint of worry. Gu Qingfeng stood up. We have other places to go, so we'll be leaving first. Also, I'd like to say one thing to Principal Lu. We can understand your desire for your students to get into prestigious universities, but your actions have given us a lot of extra work. Hearing this, I, standing on Lin Qingshu's shoulder, instantly felt a bit annoyed. Going from school to test geniuses and poaching them for the Qingshan Top 5 in advance. Isn't that literally their job description? That guy talks so damn annoyingly. Little Shuakshu, should we beat him up? Lin Qingshu glanced at me sideways. He's a powerful martial artist. Can you even beat him? I tactfully shifted my gaze away and immediately locked my eyes onto the young man standing behind Gu Qingfeng. That punk is at late Tier 2. I can definitely flatten him. Lin Qingshu shifted her gaze over there as well. A strange glint flashed in Mo Guang's eyes. Teacher Gu, the one behind you, is that the genius your academy recruited in advance? Hearing Lin Qingshu's question, Gu Qingfeng gave a calm, faint nod. That's right. He has already broken through to the late stage of the 2nd tier. Our destined beast companion, Jan Tianyuan, who possesses a trace of the dragon origin bloodline. Only with this kind of potential does one qualify to meet the admission standards of the 5 great martial arts universities in Qingshan. I'd like to spar with him. I wonder if that's all right? Lin Qingshu spoke up. Hearing this, a trace of a smile appeared on Gu Qingfeng's face, though he didn't look angry. What I said earlier might have sounded harsh, but it's the truth. Using this kind of method to prove yourself isn't very wise. If you put all your time into cultivation instead, you might still pass the exams for the Qingshan 5 greats in 4 months. Lin Qingshu also wore a gentle smile on her face. Teacher Gu has misunderstood. I just want to see how far apart someone like me and a true genius really are right now. Letting this reality check my true strength will only push me harder to improve. I'm sure it won't waste too much of Teacher Gu's time. Let them fight. Shen Lianmeng's lips curved slightly upward, her face carrying a hint of genuine interest. I like this kid's personality. A martial artist is meant to progress through combat and truly understand themselves in the heat of battle. After all, closing yourself off behind doors will never make you a powerhouse. Gu Qingfeng wore a somewhat helpless expression, but we still have quite a few places to visit afterwards. If we arrive too late, we might get beaten to the punch by other martial arts universities. Shen Lianmeng offered a faint smile. We won't lose an hour over this. Zhang Quan, go have a sparring match with him. Show off your potential, and let us all have a look. All right, Teacher Shen. I'll keep it as a friendly match, and try my best not to hurt student Lin. Zhang Quan nodded, gladly accepting the challenge. The group quickly moved to the athletic field of Linjiang High School, and their actions naturally drew a large crowd of spectators. Facing the audience of nearly 1,000 people, not only did I feel no stage fright, but I became even more excited. Everyone is finally here. Today is the perfect time to show off my glorious, peerless looks. I'm going to completely shatter everyone's stubborn stereotype of me as a country bumpkin. A few black lines popped up on Lin Qingshua's forehead. You wanted to pick a fight with him. Just for this? I raised an eyebrow. Well, duh. You think I've got nothing better to do? Lord Me has evolved solely for this moment of showing off in front of the masses. Zhang Quan's gaze shifted over toward Lin Qingshu. Student Lin, How do you want to handle this spar? Are the two of us going to fight alone, or should it be a free-for-all including our destined beast companions? Lin Qingshu grabbed me by the shoulders and tossed me out. A battle between our destined beast companions. We won't interfere. Hearing that, Zhang Quan was actually taken aback. Student Lin, my Zhan Tianyuan has an extremely powerful offensive capability, and he also has a violent temper. I can't guarantee that he'll be able to hold back his punches. Are you sure you want to underestimate him like this? Lin Qingshu nodded once more, her expression completely unchanged. Positive. We'll fight using our destined beast companions. My body slowly expanded, finally transforming into a 3-meter-tall giant beast. Ink-like brown fur danced in the wind. Not only that, a set of crimson patterns lit up across my body, adding a fierce aura. It's just a second-tier battle anyway. My win rate is 50-50, which, rounded up, basically means 100%. Right beside Zhang Quan, the towering figure of Zhan Tianyuan slowly stepped forward. His muscles bulged violently, radiating an intense sense of raw power. Zhan Tianyuan let out a furious roar. Stupid monkey, come over here and let me beat the crap out of you. Seeming to feel the provocation, Zhan Tianyuan transformed into a crimson streak of light and charged forward at full speed. I instantly activated my greed skill, and my overall stats began to skyrocket frantically. A devouring force started surging all over my body. Fatty's fist and claws collided with a heavy thud. The force of the impact sank my hind legs straight into the dirt. This guy's got some serious strength, huh? I muttered to myself, analyzing the clash. Two massive figures collided over and over again, neither willing to give an inch. Zhang Quan's brow furrowed tightly, his eyes filled with utter disbelief. How could a nameless beast like this, despite being at a disadvantage in rank, fight my Zhan Tianyuan to a complete standstill? You forced Zhan Tianyuan to unleash his bloodline talent. At his command, the bloodline within Zhan Tianyuan erupted violently. Scorching aura surged outward from his body, his muscles bulging even larger than before, and his strength multiplying significantly. Right in the center of the training ground, Zhan Tianyuan was dripping with blood-red sweat, hot, steaming air venting from his nostrils. Normally, he could fight for over half an hour, without even breaking a sweat. Why is he so exhausted today of all days? I wore a confident grin, not even breathing heavily or flushing red. I mean, I'm a guy who can run at full throttle for 3 hours straight without stopping. Trying to wear down a touty in an endurance battle? That's practically holding a lantern in a latrine just looking to die. Bro, you are seriously pathetic. It hasn't even been half an hour and you're already panting like this. Are all those muscles of yours just for show? You're worse than me just eating and sleeping all day. Zhan Tianyuan was driven to the verge of madness, his eyes turning completely bloodshot, as he unleashed a brutal, terrifying barrage of punches. Forget it. I'm done playing with you. This is getting boring. With a sharp flash in my gaze, I activated every single devouring mark planted inside Zhan Tianyuan's body. Instantly, the already depleted energy reserves within him were completely sucked dry. Zhan Tianyuan looked as though all the life had been drained from him in an instant, and then I slapped him flying to end the match. Such a sudden and rapid turnaround left everyone completely speechless and unable to react. Zhang Quan stood there in a daze, unable to believe his eyes for a long, stunned moment. Good match. Lin Qingshu's cold, calm voice echoed out. Those two light as a feather words almost crushed Zhang Quan entirely. How is this possible? This makes no sense. Zhang Quan roared. Lin Qingshu curved her lips slightly. Nothing is impossible. Your Zhan Tianyuan has a solid foundation, but his attacks are completely chaotic and lack any real structure. Worse still, he doesn't know the first thing about conserving his stamina. Otherwise, given Zhan Tianyuan's actual strength, he could easily have lasted another 10 minutes. Shen Lianmeng walked over slowly, a gentle smile playing on her lips. What she said is spot on. Your Zhan Tianyuan lacks combat awareness. A prolonged fight will always end in defeat. On top of that, his dragon origin bloodline remains unactivated, robbing him of his ultimate trump card. Hearing this, Zhang Quan instantly wore a look of utter dejection. Shen Lianmeng shook her head slightly. A loss is a loss. What's the use in dwelling on it and feeling sad? What you should be thinking about right now is how to work on your weaknesses. Zhang Quan raised his head, his expression solemn. Thank you for the guidance, Teacher Shen. I will train much harder. Shen Lianmeng wore an expression of satisfaction. Since you've already been granted early admission to Qingshan Martial University, we won't revoke your qualification casually. Don't let a momentary defeat affect your cultivation mindset. After reprimanding Zhang Quan briefly, Shen Lianmeng finally turned her gaze toward Lin Qingshu, a golden glint flashing in the depths of her eyes. Student Lin, I apologize to you for the thoughtless remarks made earlier by teacher Gu Qingfeng. Qingshan Martial University's philosophy is to nurture elite martial artists, and early admissions are mostly judged based on initial ranking. In light of this, that kind of approach clearly has flaws. I will report this upward, and we will optimize our testing methods in the future. With that, she retrieved an admission notice from her spatial storage ring. Now, on behalf of Qingshan Martial University, I sincerely invite you to join us, and we have preliminarily designated you as an S-class talent. After enrollment, you will receive free resources worth 100 million every single year to aid your cultivation. If your natal beast requires special purification materials, our Qingshan Top 5 will also mobilize our resources to help you find them. I wonder if you'd be willing to look at that piece of paper. An acceptance letter that only ever appears in their dreams. The students of Linjiang High School standing on the athletic field were green with envy, their eyes turning red. Seeing the acceptance letter before them, stamped with the S-class insignia, Lin Qingshu gave a slight shake of her head. I'm sorry, Teacher Shen. I already have another target institution in mind. Thank you very much for your appreciation. As soon as these words were spoken, everyone fell silent. You could literally hear a pin drop across the entire field. Shen Lianmeng never expected Lin Qingshu to turn her down, a flash of surprise crossing her eyes, though she quickly regained her composure. Student Lin, this S-class admission opportunity is extremely rare. If you miss out on this chance, the National Awakening exams 4 months from now will only be even more fiercely competitive. Gu Qingfeng stepped forward, raising his gaze to look at Lin Qingshu. Student Lin, is it because of my attitude earlier? Do you think Qingshan's top 5 treat people with arrogance, and that's why you're refusing? It's not that, Lin Qingshu replied very calmly. Gu Qingfeng was even more puzzled. Then do you feel that an S-class rating isn't enough, or that the allocation of cultivation resources isn't sufficient? All of these things are open for discussion. If you have any other demands, you can bring them up as well. It's not because of resources or talent tiers. I already have my heart set on a different top university, and I've been working hard toward it all along. I only challenge your school's early admission students, just to test the current gap between myself and others. That is all. As for the attitude Teacher Gu mentioned earlier, Lin Qingshu revealed a faint smile. The strong naturally possess privileges. What you did wasn't wrong. Gu Qingfeng and Shen Lianmeng exchanged glances, a trace of disbelief lingering deep within their eyes. Shen Lianmeng gave a bitter laugh, then promptly put the acceptance letter away. Before long, Shen Lianmeng and Gu Qingfeng left, taking Jiang Quan with them. Before leaving, Jiang Quan turned back to look at Lin Qingshu. Thank you for your pointers today. If there's a chance in the future, I'll come find you for a spar again. Until the three of them had departed, Lu Qingshen and Wang Jianming let out heavy sighs. Wang Jianming furrowed his brow tightly as he looked at Lin Qingshu. Qingshu, in the National Awakening exams, you'll be competing against over 10 million awakened talents nationwide, among whom there is no shortage of those with top-tier family backgrounds and peerless natural talent. If you throw away such a great opportunity, you're going to regret this later. Lin Qingshu smiled faintly. I won't. Every choice I make has been thoroughly considered. Wang Jianming was instantly at a loss for words. Lu Qingshan, however, burst out laughing. You earned all of this through your own efforts. You have the right to accept or refuse, but I want to know what university is your target. At least give this old man some peace of mind to prepare for it. The Northern Nether Top 5. Lin Qingshu answered. What the? Across the athletic field, cries of shock swept through the entire school like a tidal wave. Lu Qingshan stared fixedly at Lin Qingshu, unable to snap out of it for a long while. Your goal is a bit high, but I respect your choice. Lu Qingshan let out a bitter chuckle. If I'd had known you already had your sights set on them, this old man wouldn't have gone out of his way to beg others, just to secure an early admission slot at Qingshan Martial University. The principal only had my best interests at heart. Qingshu understands. Let's go, teacher. The item you wanted has just arrived as well. Lu Qingshan spoke with a smile, his steps practically walking on air. Hearing that the item had arrived, a wave of excitement surged within her. The skeleton of a black rock fire phoenix, possessing a trace of faint phoenix bloodline. Lin Qingshu immediately followed right behind him. Entering the storage warehouse of Linjiang High School, a pitch-black skeletal remains, standing 5 meters tall and spanning 10 meters, was placed right there. Eerie black flames were still burning across the monster's bones. Her gaze swept over the skeletal remains of the black rock fire phoenix continuously, her eyes brimming with delight. Lu Qingshan looked at Lin Qingshu. You exchanged for this skeletal remains of an unknown avian fierce beast to evolve your natal beast, right? Lin Qingshu nodded slightly. Ordinary Earth-tier resources can't help me much anymore. If I can evolve my natal beast, I'll have a much better shot at this. Liu Qingshan chuckled. That's smart, but I'd suggest you wait until your natal beast's rank goes up a bit more. The higher the rank, the higher the success rate of evolution. If you miss this chance now, I'm afraid it'll have quite an impact. I understand. Thanks for the heads up, Principal. Lu Qingshan offered a few more words of caution, then handed the storage room over to Lin Qingshu. I immediately lunged forward and started gnawing on the skeleton of the black rock fire phoenix. Holy crap! This is the first time I've ever run into something I literally couldn't bite through. The black rock fire phoenix was a tier 6 beast after all. Your rank is still too low right now. Just expand your size to the maximum, and then tear its bones apart and swallow them one by one. Lin Qingshu reminded me. I smacked my lips, then activated the size manipulation skill. The bigger the form, the faster I can eat. I still need to level up a few more times after this, I muttered to myself. The next moment, my body suddenly ballooned in size, until it was about the same as the black rock fire phoenix. Swallowing its skeleton became a whole lot easier after that. Cue another wild, smashing frenzy. In just about 10 minutes or so, I had the entire black rock fire phoenix skeleton swallowed down into my belly. Ding. Swallowed early tier 6 beast. Black rock fire phoenix skeleton. Estimated digestion time, 7 days. What the? It actually takes 7 days? I was completely shocked. This is the first time it's ever taken this long to digest something. How long will it take to finish devouring it? Lin Qingshu asked curiously. About a week. Lin Qingshu nodded inwardly. Good. That's a bit faster than I expected. Right in a week. That's when the City Lord's estate secret realm opens up. By then, we'll be able to slaughter the beasts inside the secret realm once again. Little Suexue, how should we deal with the Thunder Mercenary Corps now? I asked. Lin Qingshu curved the corners of her lips, her eyes filled with a smile. Don't worry. They won't dare to come bother us ever again. The Thunder Mercenary Corps. Damn it. Lei Tianbao sat heavily in his chair, his expression dark and filled with bitter hatred. Brother, what do we do now? Lin Qingshu won first place in the Linjiang High School mock joint exams, broke through to Tier 2 martial artist, and even defeated 5 late. Tier 2 reserve students from Qingshen. Lei Meng asked with a bitter face. Lei Tianbao clenched his teeth tight, his eyes brimming with hatred. Brother, stop zoning out. We have to get rid of him as soon as possible. Otherwise, given his talent, he'll definitely reach Tier 7 martial artist or higher in the future, and our Thunder Mercenary Corps is done for. Lei Meng urged anxiously. Lei Tianbao's gaze sharpened, and with a wave of his hand, he slapped his own younger brother flying. Go kill him? Do you even think you can pull that off? That old geezer Lu Qingshan is a Tier 5 martial artist, and the City Lord's estate also specifically sent people to guard Linjiang High School. Lei Meng clutched his face as he knelt on the ground, feeling immensely wronged. Lei Tianbao let out a breath, a cold glint flashing in his eyes. You're coming with me today, to apologize to Lin Qingshu and make peace. We have to secure his forgiveness, no matter what. Lei Meng widened his eyes, his face full of absolute disbelief. No way. Not in this lifetime. You want me to go and apologize to the little thief who stole my star stone? You might as well just kill me right now. Lei Tianbao wore an icy expression as he tossed a dagger right in front of him. If you're not willing to go, then take this dagger and end your own life. I'll just drag your corpse over there instead. Lei Meng swallowed hard. It was only at that moment that he realized his brother wasn't joking around. Do we really have to do this? Lei Meng asked through gritted teeth. Lei Tianbao gave a cold nod. We really do. Lei Tianbao glanced down at him dismissively. Don't even think about trying to get revenge anymore. If you get killed, I swear in front of everyone, I will cut all ties and disown you as my brother. If you have a death wish, don't drag me down with you. I'm just your brother, not your dad. Lei Meng clenched his fists and slammed them heavily against the ground, his eyes bloodshot. I'll go with you to apologize, and I promise you won't go looking for revenge again. Good. Now go get ready. Follow me to Linjiang High School later and don't screw this up. At the gates of Linjiang High School, Lei Shenbao arrived with Lei Meng in tow, while Zhang Zhengyuan had already arrived ahead of time. He stared coldly at Lei Shenbao, his gaze carrying a heavy warning. Lei Shenbao, you're a smart man. Since that's the case, you should know what choice to make. Miss Lin isn't someone you can afford to offend. Lei Shenbao lowered his eyes, and instead of getting angry, he chuckled. Commander Zhang is right. So, didn't I bring Lei Meng here to offer a humble apology? I had a misunderstanding with Miss Lin last time. To express my sincere remorse, I came here personally to apologize to her. Zhang Zhengyuan chuckled, then patted Lei Shenbao on the shoulder. You really earned your reputation as someone who climbed up from being a petty punk and a street thug to become the leader of the Thunder Mercenary Corps. You know when to bend and when to stand tall. I have to hand it to you, Commander. At this moment, Lin Qingshu walked out slowly with me by her side. Little Shu, the Thunder Mercenary Corps must be here to apologize today, right? He wouldn't dare try anything in front of the old principal anyway. Lin Qingshu gave a faint smile. It's more like he knew he couldn't kill me, yet he was still wary of my potential. Aside from making peace, he has no other choice. Upon seeing Lin Qingshu, Lei Shenbao immediately stepped forward and bowed slightly, his attitude extremely respectful. A misunderstanding occurred between us and Miss Lin the other day. I've spoiled this younger brother of mine too much, and he's got his nose so high in the air he thinks he's untouchable. We came specifically today to offer our apologies to Miss Lin, and I truly hope she can forgive us. Mid-sentence, Lei Shenbao shot a cold, piercing glare at Lei Meng. Catching the signal, Lei Meng immediately walked over. He imitated his brother's bow, and just as he was about to apologize, he was stunned by Lei Shenbao's sudden, booming shout. Get on your knees and get lost. Making him grovel before a mere Tier 2 brat, what a disgrace. I said kneel. Lei Shenbao's voice rang out a second time, leaving no room for argument. Lei Meng gritted his teeth so hard they nearly cracked, before his knees finally hit the ground with a heavy thud. This single act of kneeling left everyone completely stunned. Lei Meng knelt before Lin Qingshu, gritting his teeth tightly before finally managing to speak. It was my fault for misunderstanding Miss Lin before. Please forgive me, Miss Lin. Lin Qingshu swept her gaze across the two of them, her expression entirely calm. Since it was just a misunderstanding, and it's been cleared up, there's no need to kneel. Stop blocking the school gate. Lei Shenbao forced a smile, raising his leg to kick Lei Meng in the corner. Miss Lin has already forgiven your blunder. Act like a decent human being from now on and get lost back home. Thank you for your immense generosity, Miss Lin. Lei Meng staggered to his feet, then stumbled blindly into the crowd, vanishing from sight. Lei Shenbao produced a storage ring and handed it to Lin Qingshu with a smile, The fright Miss Lin suffered earlier was entirely due to my failure to verify the situation beforehand. I prepared a few gifts this time specifically for Miss Lin, as compensation for her mental distress. If Miss Lin ever has any use for me, Li Shenbao, just say the word, and I will not refuse. Lin Qingshu accepted the storage ring. Commander Lei, let's not make a big deal out of this. We'll consider this matter closed. I wish Commander Lei great prosperity in your martial arts journey. Then I'll also wish Miss Lin an advanced success in getting into the top martial artist university. With everything settled, Li Chenbao finally turned under everyone's watchful eyes and slowly departed. Zhang Zhengyuan walked slowly toward Lin Qingshu. Miss Lin, the city lord sent me here to pick you up. The secret realm at our city lord's estate will open right on time this afternoon. Are you free to go now? Lin Qingshu gave a slight nod, then followed Zhang Zhengyuan into the car. Little Suexu, are we still going to find the Thunder Mercenary Corps for payback later? Lin Qingshu shook her head faintly. He has already backed down, so we don't need to push our luck. Drive a gentle person too far, and even they will snap and kill. Besides, he's even trickier to deal with than an ordinary honest man. Stage 6, Early Phase. Black Salt Fire. Phoenix Skeleton Digestion complete. Strength increased by 360. Defense increased by 320. Speed increased by 420. Spirit increased by 200. Acquired. Black Rock Phoenix Wings. Black Rock Phoenix Wings. A pair of phoenix wings burning with black rock fire have sprouted, usable for both flight and offense. The black rock inflicts damage, and their speed and power scale with the user's level. Congratulations to the host for breaking through to the second stage mid-phase. Just as we got out of the car, I leaped off Lin Qingshu's shoulder, my body returning to its normal size. A faint prickling sensation spread across my shoulder blades. Feels like something's about to burst out of there. Zhang Zhengyuan stood where he was, his expression turning uneasy. Then he looked over at Lin Qingshu. Miss Lin, what's happening to your natal beast? Lin Qingshu let out a sigh, her look carrying a hint of helplessness. Just a moment ago, it absorbed another massive wave of pure vital blood energy. Sorry, Commander Zhang. My beast must be going through an evolution. Could you please give me a moment? Hearing this, Zhang Zhengyuan and the guards beside him all stared at each other in blank dismay. We still have plenty of time. Take all the time you need, Miss Lin. Zhang Zhengyuan pushed down the shock deep in his heart. Thank you, Commander Zhang. Lin Qingshu offered a polite nod. I dug all four claws tightly into the ground, as a terrifying wave of power surged through my body. Right from my shoulder blades, a pair of wings blazing with dark rock flames abruptly sprouted out, stretching about 3 meters wide, sleek and carrying a deep, chilling sense of beauty. I let out a roar of pure satisfaction. Flap my wings and I'll cut through the air like a streak of black lightning, as expected of a special beast carrying a trace of true phoenix bloodline. Even after all these years, with the energy in the sea skeleton draining away, absorbing its remnant power, still provided me with this many attribute gains, especially this pair of black rock phoenix wings. Now that I have wings, my lack of flight speed is finally a thing of the past. Let me check out my system stats right now. Excitement surged through my mind. Host, Gluttonous Beast. Form, Gluttonous Beast. Subform. Need 5,000 evolution points to evolve into the Void Mountain Beast. Second stage mid-phase. Talent, Devourer of All Things. Level 100. Bloodline Annihilation. 2 star. Stats, Strength 1,220. Defense 1,220. Speed 1,320. Spirit 1,180. Evolution points 65. Skills, Glutton's Domain LV8. Greed LV6. Damage Reduction LV6. Size Manipulation LV4. Super Olfactory Sense LV5. Devouring Mark LV1. Special, Crimson Sun Mark, Black Rock Phoenix Wings. Except for Spirit, my 3-dimensional attributes have all broken past the 1,000 mark. Plus, the Black Rock, Phoenix Wings, and the Crimson Sun Mark are special items I acquired through Glutton and Bloodline Devouring Fusion. They don't even count as regular skills. I am so overpowered right now. Compared to me, those underlings are practically just walking units of measurement. Hearing that, Lin Qingshu's face instantly darkened. She raised a hand and patted my head. Commander Zhang, my beast has finished evolving. We can go in now. Zhang Zhengyuan swallowed hard, feeling envious to the point of turning green for the first time in his life. Miss Lin, this way please. The city lord and the young miss are already waiting. I shrunk my size back down, this time flying directly to land on Lin Qingshu's shoulder. Man, being able to fly feels amazing. Stepping into the city lord's estate, the ambient energy in the air was noticeably denser than outside. Seeing Lin Qingshu arrive, Zhao Xin walked over with a smile. Qingshu, you're just in time. In a little while, we'll be able to enter the secret realm right on schedule. As it happens, my father caught some beastly fiends and threw them inside when the mystic realm opened last year. Besides, only the two of us are going in this time. Lin Qingshu wears a look of surprise. Isn't this mystic realm meant specifically for the garrison guards? To gain combat experience, a tall figure steps out, with a smile on his face. Being able to accommodate a genius destined for the top 3 nationwide and the top 5 martial arts universities is my absolute honor. Zhao Tianlin. This time, I've opened the Mystic Realm, specifically for Miss Lin and my daughter. I'll reopen it next month for the guards to train, so as not to disrupt anything. Lin Qingshu gives Zhao Tianlin a deep, scrutinizing look. Thank you, City Lord, for providing this opportunity. I will certainly cherish it. As Lin Qingshu expresses her gratitude, Zhao Tianlin breaks into a smile. Ha ha ha. Linjiang City only has so many resources, nothing compared to the major cities. This is the least I can do for you too. No need to thank me. If there's ever anything I can help with in the future, just tell my daughter directly. Lin Qingshu nods slightly. Zhao Xin and I are friends. It's only right that we help each other out. Your words alone are more than enough. You two can take a seat here first, Lin. I'll send someone to open up the Mystic Realm. The realm will close in 10 days, just like the one at Linjiang High. Make sure you don't lose track of time. Zhao Xin says with a smile. I originally planned to train alongside you, but now it looks like it's going to be quite lively on your own. Let's split up and train individually once we're inside the realm. A puzzled expression crosses Lin Qingshu's face. Why? Zhao Xin gives a helpless smile. Your strength is just too overwhelming now. If I tag along with you, I'd basically just be going through the motions, completely defeating the purpose of entering the realm. I want to push myself to the limit, too, and see if I can make it into a better martial arts university. Lin Qingshu nods slightly, her expression filled with admiration. A martial artist's cultivation is all about contention. Contending with the heavens for fortune, contending with the earth for providence, and contending with people for survival. If you want to grow stronger, you have to fight for it. Your talent is actually quite good. It's only your background that's held you back from real power. Zhao Xin takes a deep breath. To be honest, you really don't seem like an 18-year-old high schooler at all. More like a seasoned martial artist who has weathered countless storms. Lin Qingshu's lips curve upward into a gentle smile. You'll reach that day yourself eventually. When that time comes, you'll also be a powerful martial artist who no longer needs her parents' protection. A martial artist must learn to be ruthless with themselves, for a martial artist's backbone can never be broken. Lin Qingshu stands up and heads toward the entrance of the Mystic Realm. Her retreating figure soon vanishes from Zhao Xin's sight. Zhao Tianlin nods inwardly, his eyes gleaming with profound appreciation. Zhang Jingyuan scratches his head. Neither this Miss Lin nor her natal spirit beast is simple in the slightest. I can't wait until they truly make a name for themselves across the realm. The scene shifts, and Lin Qingshu and I suddenly materialize inside the City Lord's estate Mystic Realm. Hey Xuexu, let's go grab those spiritual herbs you mentioned first, and then we'll hunt down some fiend beast. I need to evolve one more time before the National Martial Arts exams, I urge aloud. Even though my next evolution into the Void Mountain Beast requires 5,000 evolution points, with nearly 4 months left, gathering that shouldn't be too hard. Come on, Xuexu, hop on Lord Mi's back. Today, Lord Mi is going to take you flying. My body begins to expand, and a pair of wings blazing with black rock unfurl, radiating an overwhelming sense of oppression. Lin Qingshu looks on, her heart stirring slightly, before climbing right up. My flight speed is immense, easily rivaling a Tier 3 fiend beast. Combined with the boundless energy surging through my body, I can maintain flight for a long time, greatly accelerating our efficiency in slaying beasts and tracking down spiritual herbs. Land on that peak up ahead. There's a decent spiritual herb waiting for us there, and it even has a guardian beast. Lin Qingshu spoke up. Over. Let's head down right now. A dark shadow plummeted at blinding speed, finally landing steadily on the ground. I'm just head over heels in love with these black rock phoenix wings. Sure, flying is great, but looking cool is what really matters. Even the female beasts on the ground were getting hard eyes seeing me. Too bad it ended up getting sliced apart by my wing slash. Swallowed a mid-stage tier, 1-2 armored lizard. Estimated digestion time, 2 hours. Little Shusha, stay here and break through your spiritual power. I'm heading out to hunt some beasts on my own. Lin Qingshu gave a slight nod. Before he could even finish speaking, I had already vanished into thin air. Lin Qingshu plucked a snow lotus from the peak of the mountain, rinsed it clean with pure water, and popped it straight into her mouth. As the effects of the ethereal snow lotus were about to fade completely, Lin Qingshu immediately took out that god-nurturing egg from her spatial ring. Right now was the absolute best opportunity to break through to a Tier 2 divine scholar. A streak of black light came hurtling from afar, muttering and cursing the whole way. The corners of Lin Qingshu's lips curved up in amusement. What's wrong this time? Run into a stubborn beast. I raised a paw and scratched my head. A slightly awkward look on my face. Ran into a tough nut to crack. I need your help with your spirit array, little Shusha. Lin Qingshu asked, puzzled. What kind of beast? With your strength. Even a peak. Tier 2 should be a walk in the park, right? True. But the problem is my spiritual power is too low. I ran into a four-tailed fox with insanely strong spiritual power. The moment I got within 7 kilometers of it, it sensed my presence. Next thing I knew, I felt like I'd chugged a bottle of cheap fake booze. My head was spinning so badly I couldn't even see the path ahead. That's why I had to come running back to you for help. Lin Qingshu arched her slender eyebrows slightly. Was that fox pure white? Not a single speck of any other color on its entire body, and a distinct mark right between its brows. My eyes lit up. Little Shushe, you know that beast? A skyso white fox. Or is it a hedgehog skyso white fox? It's a pure spiritual attribute beast. Lin Qingshu smiled softly and lightly vaulted onto my back. Let's go take a look. That skyso white fox's spiritual power should currently surpass mine. If its bloodline is pure enough, it might even help me use a secret technique to unlock it early. The divine lion's celestial eye. Flying midair. I turned my head back in confusion. What kind of nonsense is a divine lion's celestial eye? Little Shushe, are you growing a third eye or something? No way, I object. That completely ruins the aesthetic. Your dignity belongs to me. Lin Qingshu's smile instantly froze. She was seriously contemplating poisoning me mute. A beast acting like a domineering CEO now? The divine lion's celestial eye is a phantom eye that a divine lion can only condense. After breaking through to tier 3, unlike normal eyes, it isn't a physical object that actually exists, also known as the heart's eye. It's forged entirely from condensed spiritual power, providing the divine lion with massive support in battle. Soon, we arrived at our destination, 1,000 miles away. That little white ball curled up resting over there was none other than the skyso white fox. Lin Qingshu projected her spiritual power to probe ahead. The moment her spiritual power entered the creature's domain, that skyso white fox snapped awake, its chilling beastly pupils locked dead onto Lin Qingshu. After a brief probing exchange, Lin Qingshu pulled back her spiritual power. Its bloodline is pretty decent. More than enough for me to use the secret technique and open the divine scholar's celestial eye. It's just that it's a peak. Tier 2 spiritual type beast, so taking it down might be a bit of a hassle. Can't you use your spirit array to trap that little fox? I asked curiously. Lin Qingshu wore an expression of helplessness. I could trap it. Naturally, but it's a spiritual type beast, and its spiritual power is even stronger than mine. It spotted my spirit array the second I set it up. Since it won't fall for the trap, no matter how strong my spirit array is, it's useless. Then doesn't that mean we have no way to kill it? Lin Qingshu's gaze shimmered with a cold, steady light. Then she cast a protective array that landed on me. I've placed a divine defense array on you. It can reduce the mental attacks you take. You just need to keep channeling your spiritual power to maintain it. Go fight the sky-splitting white fox in a moment. Leave the rest to me. I nodded. Then, flapping my dark rock phoenix wings, I soared into the air. Boom! I beat my wings with all my might, pushing my speed to a whole new level. In the blink of an eye, I closed in on the sky-splitting white fox. The sky-splitting white fox pulled out its old tricks again. Only this time, I clearly wasn't as passive as last time. My body only stalled for a split second before returning to normal. Then came a fierce palm strike. The sky-splitting white fox burst with colorful light, its figure violently retreating. Besides, after I triggered my greed skill, my combat power approached that of a peak, tier 2 demonic beast. The sky-splitting white fox let out 2 shrill cries, its eyes filled with a trace of furious resentment. I licked the corner of my mouth. What a cute little guy. Come right into daddy's mouth. It's nice and warm in here. A mental attack crashed down toward me. The divine defense array blocked a part of it. The defense skill blocked another part. The final damage inflicted was simply not enough to truly hurt me. After just shaking my head for a second, I was back to normal. Realizing this, the sky-splitting white fox lost any will to keep fighting and immediately fled backward. Just before it could escape, a graceful figure blocked its path, hands forming incantations simultaneously. A torrent of spiritual power surged from within her body. Lin Qingshu's red lips parted slightly. Within a radius of 100 meters, 4 illusory formations suddenly materialized. The spiritual power within the array began to be suppressed by divine might. Hurry up, I can only trap it for 10 breaths. Seeing Lin Qingshu's call, I didn't hold back at all, driving the power within my body to the absolute limit. Then I swung my palm and grabbed fiercely at the sky-splitting white fox. The sky-splitting white fox resisted desperately, starting to frantically stimulate the bloodline power inside its body. The terrifying spiritual power was practically overwhelming. A ferocious white fox materialized behind it. After a fierce battle, the sky-splitting white fox crashed heavily to the ground, its breath already gone. With its spiritual power suppressed, it stood zero chance in a head-on fight with me. That last bloodline innate skill it used was just like popping a summoner spell like Frenzy. It just put up a token angry struggle before dying. It's finally dead. That took a fair bit of effort though. Lin Qingshu reeled back her spiritual power, a trace of paleness on her face. My spiritual master rank is still too low. Even just setting up a profound grade top-tier array took this much effort. She wiped the sweat from her forehead, walked slowly over to the sky-splitting white fox, pulled out a dagger, stabbed it into its heart, and extracted its vital blood. You can eat the rest. I need to cast a secret technique to open the divine sky eye. You can go hunt demonic beasts and eat on your own, Lin Qingshu said. I swallowed it in one bite, a look of pure enjoyment on my face. This meat really is much more tender than ordinary demonic beasts. Devouring the peak, tier 2 sky-splitting white fox. Estimated 6 hours to finish digestion. I need to speed it up. The Mystic Realm closes in 5 days. I've only gathered 700 purification points so far. I need to earn at least 1,500 purification points here. I soared into the air once more and vanished from the spot. Scene shift. Back at Linjing High School, 3 giant avian demonic beasts slowly descended. 3 figures stepped off their backs. When Liu Qingshan saw who had arrived, his expression immediately turned sour. Lin Zhenin walked over with a smile and shook Liu Qingshan's hand. Principal Lu, I've heard all about student Lin Qingshu. For your Linjiang High School to nurture such a genius, next year's educational funding will be tripled. On top of that, this time, I specially brought along the latest model of the illusionary sky mirror to help student Lin Qingshu sprint toward the upcoming exams. Quickly, let me meet this genius. Hearing the 4 words illusionary sky mirror, Lu Qingshan's face instantly lit up with joy. Haha, Director Lin, please come in. Let's talk as we walk. Lu Qingshan warmly leads Lin Zhenan into the school grounds. He completely ignores both Zhang Tiancheng and Shen Kongwu. Zhang Tiancheng's expression darkens. He mutters under his breath, just a bunch of lucky bastards. They just happen to produce one genius. Nothing more than a piece of gold in a gutter. Shen Kongwu glances at him sideways. Don't go talking nonsense. Director Lin attaches great importance to Lin Qingshu. Your attitude right now is likely to tick him off. Besides, Lin Qingshu's talent really is exceptional. Even at our Lintian High School, she'd easily rank in the top 3. She's well worth the heavy investment. Zhang Tiancheng sneers. I came fully prepared this time. You aren't going to steal her away from me. Come on then. He strides ahead on his own toward the interior of Linjiang High. Some of the students watching the scene are already used to it. Our school belle, Lin, is just too legendary. I heard that Manhwa High sends 2 or 3 students every single year, straight into the top 3 martial arts universities, and they get 20 or 30 into the top 10. If School Belle Lin goes to Manhwa High, he honestly stands a real chance of getting into Beiming Martial Arts University. Bulls. School Belle Lin is definitely not that kind of person. Heh. Is saving face more important, or is the path of martial arts more important? If you have a better opportunity, who on earth would pass it up? I still believe. School Belle Lin isn't the type to forget those who helped her. Even right here at Linjiang High, School Belle Lin is still going to make it into Beiming Martial Arts University. Meanwhile, our group has already finished the trial. Zhao Xing follows right behind us as we walk out of the secret realm. He is covered in wounds. His face is pale, but his eyes burn brightly. Fighting without any way out really does push your potential to the absolute limit. With the City Lord Manor's resources backing me up, I'll break through to the early second stage within 10 days. The martial artist Lin Qingshu smiles faintly at him. Remember that too much of a good thing is bad. Don't engage in high-intensity combat like this again for the next half-month. The human body isn't some ferocious beast. Zhao Xin flashes a grin back. I know. I don't even care about which martial arts university I get into anymore. As long as I gave it everything and have no regrets, that's enough. Zhao Tianlin looks at his daughter. His eyes hold a trace of heartache, but even more of it is pride. Old Zhang. Drop student Lin back off at school. That old man Lu has already asked me about 800 times. On the way back to Linjiang High after leaving the City Lord Manor, Lin Qingshu looks over at Zhang Zhenyuan. Instructor Zhang. Did something happen at the school? Zhang Zhenyuan chuckles. It's nothing too major. Just that the Director of Education for Nanchuan Province has arrived. Also, Shen Kongwu, the principal of Lintian High, showed up too. They're probably both here for Miss Lin. Sure enough, they're here to poach me. The attention I've drawn since defeating Zhang Quan is coming faster than I expected. If Miss Lin were given the chance to study at another high school, would you be willing to go? Zhang Zhenyuan asks casually. Lin Qingshu gives a calm shake of her head. No. I will only ever be a student of Linjiang High. That's my bottom line. A martial artist must never betray their own heart. The car slowly comes to a halt outside the school gates. Miss Lin, I wish you boundless success in your martial arts journey and stellar scores on your exams so you can shatter our Nanchuan province's reputation for lacking supreme prodigies. Lin Qingshu turns her head back with a radiant smile. I'll do my best. And I wish Instructor Zhang boundless success in martial arts as well. Just as she steps through the school gates, Lu Qingshan greets her with a face full of smiles. Your strength has made another massive leap. Your natal beast is only a single step away from the late second stage now. Principal, someone came to poach me, didn't they? Lin Qingshu asked. Lu Qingshan nods with a laugh. Yep, I cursed that bastard Zhang Tiancheng until he tucked his tail and ran. Though this time is a bit different. Come on, walk with me, and I'll explain. This is a golden opportunity for you to make a final sprint. Nanchuan Province's second-ranked high school, Lintian High, wants you to go over there as an exchange student. You can study there for the remaining 3+ months. Furthermore, Shen Kongwu has promised to give you top-tier training resources. Are you willing to go over as an exchange student? With the national college entrance exams right around the corner, why pass up a free lunch like this? What kind of principal are you talking about? Lin Qingshu looked confused. Lu Qingshan smiled and nodded. That's right. Bureau Chief Lin and Principal Shen are right ahead. You'll understand everything when we get there. Walking into the conference room, the gazes of Lin Zhenan and Shen Tongwu instantly locked onto me. Student Lin Qingshu, so glad to meet you. The two of them said with a smile. I'm also very glad to meet Bureau Chief Lin and Principal Shen. Liu Qingshan gestured for us to sit down. Lin Qingshu looked at Shen Kongwu and cut straight to the point. Principal Shen, I just heard the principal say that you agreed to let me study at Lintian High School? Shen Kongwu nodded slightly. That's right. This was my proposal. At the same time, I will offer you Lintian High School's absolute highest tier of training conditions. You won't even need to transfer your enrollment to our school permanently. You'll only come as an exchange student. An unearned windfall like this naturally had a catch. May I know the reason why? Shen Kongwu let out a sigh. Here in Nanchuan Province, it's been far too many years since a top-tier prodigy appeared. Now that student Lin possesses such incredible potential, We naturally can't let it go to waste. That's why I put forward the exchange student proposal. Of course, our province isn't truly being completely selfless here. We also hope to bask in Student Lin's reflected glory in the future and use Student Lin to motivate the students back at our own school. So, Student Lin, would you be willing to come study at Lintian High School for 3 months? Before the national examination, I can personally escort Student Lin back to Linjiang High School. Lin Qingshu had no reason to turn down this proposal. Qingshu is willing, but Qingshu has 2 requests. Shen Kongwu showed a surprised expression. Student Lin, please go ahead. As long as it's something I can do, it's no problem at all. First, I still have unfinished business in Linjiang City, so I can only head to Lintian High School after half a month. Second, for my natal spirit beast to grow rapidly, it needs combat and to devour other spirit beasts. Therefore, I need access to all existing secret realms within Lintian High School. Shen Kongwu readily agreed without a second thought. No problem. Secret realm access is easy to arrange. The last 3 months at Lintian High School are a sprint period anyway, and secret realms open up almost every single day. Student Lin is free to choose whichever secret realm she wishes to enter. Lin Qingshu wore a grateful look. Thank you, Principal Shen. I can finish my matters in half a month, and I'll report to Lintian High School on my own accord then. There's no need for Principal Shen to make another trip. Lin Zhenan immediately objected. That won't do. Although Student Lin's strength is quite high right now, she is still a high school student after all. Reporting alone is too dangerous. Coincidentally, I have no urgent business for the next month, and I'll be on a business trip in Linjiang City anyway. I'll personally escort you there then. During this time, I can also see how Principal Lu managed to guide a genius like Student Lin. Then it's settled for now. I hope Qingshu scores brilliantly on the martial exam and completely shuts the mouths of those people who look down on our Nanchuan province in one fell swoop. Lin Qingshu stood up, bowed deeply to the 3 of them, and said, I will work hard. I definitely won't let down everyone's expectations. Back in the dorm room, I was sprawled out flat on Lin Qingshu's bed. Little Xu, you better treat me well now, and in 3 months, I'll bring back first place for you too. Lin Qingshu curled the corner of her lips. How about we make a bet? I immediately grew interested. You're on. If I win, you'll sleep with me. If I lose, I'll sleep with you. Lin Qingshu rolled her eyes. Let's bet on whether you can lead me to first place. If you pull it off, I'll listen to you from now on. If you can't do it, then you'll listen to me from now on. I agree without hesitation. This time, we're fighting for household dominance. When I win, you have to listen to me entirely. If I tell you to lie on your back, you can't lie on your stomach. If I tell you to lie on your stomach, you can't kneel. Got it? Lin Qingshu's face darkened. Can you seriously go 5 seconds without talking trash? I let out a light hum, and Lin Qingshu stopped paying attention to me. Concluding seclusion cultivation. Little Xuexue, you proposed heading to Lintian High School in half a month. Were you hoping to check out that secret realm before leaving? Lin Qingshu opened her eyes. Exactly. If we go to Lintian High School, we probably won't have time to visit that secret realm. Take a look. But I have a feeling that secret realm is definitely going to hold some surprises. We can't afford to miss out on that secret realm. That Dragon Lion Sea Valley is the golden opportunity for both you and me to make a massive breakthrough. How much energy do you still need? Before you can undergo your next evolution, I curled my lips, a helpless look flashing across my face. We're still a long way off. I just hope that Secret Realm has plenty of spiritual herbs. That way, I might actually have a shot at evolving. Otherwise, we'll have to rely entirely on the Secret Realm at Lintian High School for a day. Lin Qingshu walked straight out of the school. We knew Lu Qingshan and Lin Zhenan would definitely follow us. They were just doing it to keep us safe. Qingyuan Forest entrance. Shige Hospital. The gap in strength between Lin Qingshu and me was already worlds apart. Little Xuexu, do you think I'll look even more handsome when I evolve again? What do you think of the hair on my head? Does black look more handsome? Or does red look more handsome? Lin Qingshu looked a bit helpless. Are you only evolving so you can look better? Of course not. I'd be just as strong whether I evolve or not. Since I've come to this world, I naturally have to spread this Lord's legendary good looks to every single corner of this world. Then why don't you dye it green? I think green is the most handsome. No way, I'd better go with yellow. Blends look way cooler. A sudden bolt of lightning struck down without any warning. I quickly dodged out of the way. Damn it. That Lei Shinbao's apology was totally fake. We should have just had the headmaster hack them to pieces. Lin Qingshu shook her head slightly. It wasn't Lei Shinbao. It must be Liming. The moment her voice fell, Liming's figure appeared, staring at us with ice-cold eyes. Lin Qingshu let out a sigh. I figured you'd come back to kill me. Back off now and you can still live. Liming, however, burst into a maniacal laugh. Back off? Why the hell should I back off? I'm a Tier 3 awakened. You're nothing more than a mere Tier 2. What right do you have to tell me to back off? Kneel down right now and beg me. Beg me to spare your life. As long as you beg me, I'll let you live. Lin Qingshu's expression remained calm, unfazed in the slightest. What good is that bit of arrogance of yours? So what if you're a genius? In front of me, you're still just an ant. Zhang Zhenyuan isn't here, and Lu Qingshan isn't either. What are you going to use to fight me back? Today, you either kneel or you die. Lin Qingshu looked slightly disappointed. You're nothing compared to your brother. Layman grew even more unhinged. Shut up. Li Shenbao is nothing but a spineless coward. As the dignified mid-tier 4, awakened and leader of the Thunder Mercenary Corps, he actually bowed and apologized to a little brat like you. So what if you're a genius? Before you've fully grown, you're still just ants. Liming unleashed a bolt of lightning toward Lin Qingxue. The lightning struck right beside her left side, a mere 3 inches away. Why aren't you scared? Why aren't you scared? He trembled with rage. Just because you're a genius, and we're ordinary people, does that mean you can humiliate us however you want? Back at the Star Ore, I was clearly the one who found the treasure. What right did you have to steal it? What right did you have to make me kneel in public? Lin Qingxu looked at him calmly, as if she were looking at her former self. This is the survival law of this world. The strong prey upon the weak. I was the one who stole the Star Ore. If I had the strength to take it by my own power, then it was mine. The one who made you kneel was your brother, not me. Raymond laughed out of pure rage. I don't care about any survival of the fittest. I don't care about the strong eating the weak. All I know is that I'm stronger than you. All I know is that you made me lose all my face. You destroyed my hope of breaking through to tier 5. So you have to die. Wrapped in crackling lightning, Raymond lunged at Lin Qingxu with lethal intent. The Thunder Eagle in the sky also dove down. Right at that moment, a figure dropped from the sky and knocked the Thunder Eagle away, then caught Raymond's hand with steady precision. It's Lei Tianbao, the boss. Even you are trying to stop me? We're biological brothers. Lu Qingshan isn't even here right now. I can definitely kill her. Lei Tianbao swung his arm and sent him flying with a vicious slap. Then he turned around and apologized to Lin Qingxue. My apologies, Miss Lin. My brother has completely lost his mind. I will handle everything. I promise to give you a satisfactory resolution. If Miss Lin is in a hurry, you may leave first. Lin Qingxu gave a slight nod and walked away without looking back. You aren't allowed to leave. Get back here, you bitch. Raymond roared. Lei Tianbao kicked him flying with a single blow. Lei Tianbao, you're nothing but a coward. You're a total piece of trash. You don't even have the guts to kill a tier 2 fighter. You don't deserve to be my brother. Lei Tianbao slowly walked up to him, grabbed him by the collar, and hoisted him into the air, his gaze ice cold. You're right. I am trash and a coward. So what? I have the right to choose how I live my life in this world. It's precisely by playing the fool and wearing the title of a coward that I've achieved what I have today. But what about you? Ever since you were a kid, you've lived under my protection and indulgence. Was it my fault for treating you too well? Did it make you think I'd let you get away with anything forever? Raymond gritted his teeth hard. Even without you, I could still have everything I have now on my own. I've got more balls than you. Lei Tianbao laughed. It was a bitter, pained laugh. Little brother, maybe I really was wrong all this time. I only taught you how to become strong, but I never taught you how to see this world for what it is, or how to see yourself. If there's a next life, I'll teach you properly then. Raymond's eyes widened in horror. You're going to kill me. I'm your own flesh and blood. Lei Tianbao. You're going to kill your own brother for some little girl? Lei Tianbao raised a hand and gently patted his head. You chose this path yourself. You have no one else to blame. I made you kneel to save your life, but you threw that chance away. Raymond finally felt true terror. Brother, I was wrong. Please spare me this once. I swear I'll never make a move against Lin Qingxu again. I'll leave Linjiang City right. Lei Tianbao crushed his skull with a single squeeze. It's not that I didn't want to spare you. It's that you left yourself no way to survive. I said before, I'm just your brother, not your dad. I shouldn't have to be responsible for your entire life. After Raymond died, Lu Qingshan and Lin Zhenin finally walked out. Lei Tianbao, you're a smart man. Getting to where you are today wasn't easy. You should know which choice is the right one. Lu Qingshan spoke up. Lei Tianbao turned back around. Of course, I know. That's why I killed him with my own hands, to keep him from causing any more trouble for Miss Lin. Since he was asking for death, I helped him along. You can leave now. This is the last time. Keep your Thunder Mercenary group on a tighter leash. Lei Tianbao hoisted Raymond's corpse onto his shoulder and walked away step by step. Lin Zhenin let out a light breath. Old Lu, why didn't we take him out as well? After all, he's a tier 4 fighter. And, what are you talking about in front of his face? Lu Qingshan chuckled. He won't try anything. He's not a mindless idiot like Raymond. To be honest, if Lei Tianbao's martial arts talent had been just a little bit higher, his achievements wouldn't have stopped here. Let's hurry and see what Qingshu is actually planning to do. Old man here is getting a bit curious. Lu Qingshan and the other followed close behind us, until the moment I stepped into a mountain cave, and my aura vanished completely. Exchanging glances, they were utterly stunned. A secret realm right here. There's actually an unexplored secret realm here. Lin Zhenin exclaimed in disbelief. A tier 2 awakened, venturing out to pioneer a secret realm? Isn't he biting off a bit more than he can chew? Lin Zhenin let out a bitter laugh, though his expression showed confidence. Otherwise, he wouldn't be this reckless. Lin Zhenin widened his eyes. If you aren't worried at all, then I really have to hand it to you. I guess I'm just getting old, and maybe a bit too cautious about youth these days. Anyway, just trust that kid, Qingshu. He has a clear plan for his future, and he never does anything without preparation. Deep inside the secret realm right now, endless yellow sand stretched out as far as the eye could see. Heat waves distorted the air in a landscape of absolute desolation. It's way too hot. Damn it, I guessed completely wrong. I actually thought this place would be overflowing with spiritual herbs, because of the dragon corpse, but there isn't even a single blade of grass here. I angrily bit down on a mouthful of sand. Lin Qingshu furrowed her brows tightly, equally puzzled. This doesn't make any sense. Even if a dragon lion has fire attribute powers, its energy should continuously dissipate after death. It's impossible for it to affect the entire secret realm, at most just a small area. Unless I lifted my head up. Unless what? Unless this place was originally a wasteland and the dragon's influence only turned it into a desert afterward, or there is some kind of active fire attribute treasure hidden here. There's water around, so there should be demonic beasts living here. Secret realms are rarely completely barren. Even deserts have demonic beasts. Let's go. Let's find the dragon bones first. As long as we find the dragon bones, you'll also get a massive power boost. I spread my wings and carried Lin Qingshui through the air. Hey, little Swexu, do you think what we're seeing could just be some kind of mirage? Maybe this place is actually covered in spiritual herbs, and we just can't see them. Lin Qingshu smiled helplessly. That's practically impossible. My spiritual power might not be overwhelming right now, but I've already unlocked the divine heavenly eye. Mirages in low-level secret realms can't fool me. This place is exactly what it looks like. My shoulders slumped instantly. Well then, what's even the point of playing this game? We might as well finish eating the dragon lion and head straight to Lin Tian High School instead. In this ghost town, forget spiritual herbs. There isn't even anything with legs around here. Before my voice could even fade, a long, brown, strip-like figure shot out from the sand. I dodged swiftly, but that thing had already vanished back into the ground. What the hell? Where's the martial courtesy? Sneak attacking and then running away immediately. I'm going to punch a wall. Lin Qingshu narrowed her pretty eyes. It's a sandworm, probably late tier 2, but its size and physical strength are both greater than a normal sandworm. I licked my lips. Let me take a bite. I've never tasted a sandworm before. I dropped down onto the yellow sand. Sure enough, another sandworm lunged right toward me. I flared my black rock stigma, and with a single strike, I easily took care of it. Slurping it down like a noodle, I swallowed the sandworm whole. Devoured late tier 2 sandworm. Estimated time to complete digestion, 4 hours. Dry as a bone. This stuff tastes awful. I complained, causing Lin Qingshu to laugh softly. Stop being so picky. If there's a huge swarm of sandworms here, it might actually be enough to push you into your 4th evolution. For the next 3 days, we searched for dragon bones while hunting sandworms along the way. Finally, a massive skeleton buried beneath the yellow sand came into our view. Beside the dragon bone grows the secret realm's only plant, a single dragon's blood tree. A dragon's blood tree, just as expected. There really is one. Lin Qingshu is overjoyed. Given how much time has passed, the dragon blood fruits must have ripened long ago. After ripening so many times, the fallen dragon blood fruits would definitely have been eaten by parasitic beasts. There's a good chance a dragon blood parasite king has been born here. Lin Qingshu warns him. I wear a look of puzzlement. Do beasts actually change species after eating dragon blood fruit? Lin Qingshu shakes her head slightly. Not quite a change of species, strictly speaking. After consuming the dragon blood fruit, certain beasts will develop a trace of dragon bloodline within their bodies. That's why they're called dragon blood parasite kings. Their strength is far greater than that of ordinary parasitic beasts. I'd wager there's a high probability it's already reached the 3rd rank.